Okay, now I think it's working fine now. All good, yeah. Yeah, can hear now? Hi Aziza, welcome to the stream. And yes, we're quite happy that we're finally going to be able to host another M series. So that will be next year. So if you ever plan on dropping into Malaysia, do come by. We're good hosts. We have good food, and we're quite nearby each other. And I just want to ask if you have a favorite, yeah, if you have a favorite player from the side of Onyx. Yes, and it's now 1-1. It's definitely going to be quite intense. Definitely, we're not gonna see one-sided game. There's no clean sweeps. Definitely not for the grand finals. Go Cheryl.
Hello.
Kidding, my mic was not on the whole time.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, Aziza like told me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we kind of need to check all these things. Because I went in assuming that everything was on. Yeah. I turned it on already, but yeah.
Bruno surely
Yeah,
great hero in the late game, but maybe they should match that.
Lol. Okay.
They should have a hero
Well,
that can
all good.
destroy
I
the
mean,
CW in the late game.
Is
No one was here.
is
We're
it
jumping
naturally like
into the
turned off?
drafting
No, it
phase
just
for
remembers what
game
state
number
it was.
3,
I see.
where
So
both
if we turned
teams
it off before
they
ending
can
the
take
stream
a punch,
previously,
but more
see.
importantly, they can
which
take
we
a
would
punch.
for like, you know,
We're
the
looking
end
at here,
screen.
looking like both
Then,
teams
like
have
that,
already
yeah.
banned quite a few heroes here.
Yeah, I mean that's
and
why
we're
I
just
kind
waiting
of need
on
you for
the
this
first
sort of
pick.
things, PP.
Looks like
It's
Amy Brand will
already, I
be the
think, second
first
or
pick,
third
and
time
Onyx will be
already.
second pick, banning out the Kaja, the
Like,
Joy, and
it's
1-1
like I didn't
for
know.
Onyx, banning out the Matilda, Nolan, as well as Guinevere. First pick, Frederick for AB Brand. Onyx follows up
Yeah, but
with
I kinda
the
need to
Theramis
know
as well as the
True.
Bruno.
Ooh, great choices
Because I
here,
did
but
not know. I thought, I
we've
assumed
seen
like, oh, the
from the
minute
two games
we reopen
right now,
Streamlabs,
blue side 100% win rate, right?
And I think Valen and Claude could be good for AP Brand. Claude obviously great against the Faramis, great against the Bruno. Valentina can be able to copy that Faramis. The only next option might be Lilia, so I'm thinking Lilia or Valen with the Claude here for AP Brand.
Yeah, because I kind of feel like if you don't take those options, it is going to be bad out for you. Let's
right.
go 7 games.
Okay.
Yes, we do want 7 games. Let's go!
Let's go, 7 games. You also have a picture of
Can we
Alien
go
there
under?
from Fireflux. Shout out to Alien if he's
Not
watching
sure.
this.
That's right.
And again, looking at this, I agree 100% with you, Wolf. But looks like they're going for a different angle here. They're picking
Totally
up the
different.
Brody as well as the Arlip, but we can see when it comes to the fights, they can fight a lot of CC here.
Yep.
If
And
they
that's
don't-
a
if they
combo. That
have-
Fredrin
if
Arlet,
they
that's a
have,
combo
like,
because you
in-game
have
pauses or
supplementary
anything like that,
stuns that
and
can
all
allow
the
the
in-between,
the
like, you know,
Arlets to
special
have
guest
so much
segments,
dashes, unlimited dashes,
interactions
unlimited
with the-
ways to
with the
sustain
crowd.
himself.
I think
Crowd
it
is
could go
joining.
up to midnight.
Yep.
I mean, you said a 4-0.
Yeah.
And it's not
and
4-0,
the way
so
things
that
are
part of the
going-
curse is real already.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So again, going back into the draft here, I like what you said, Wolf. A lot of vengeance coming in from this Arlet because of all the CCs coming in from AB Brand. Most wanted, Nolan is the most contested hero. Banner pick 143 times in 145 games. 99% ban and pick rate.
Yeah, no,
And
Gwen,
now
no,
Onyx,
we know.
they're
Like,
going
we
with
know
the
how
Kai,
Gwen,
banning
we
out the
know how
Novaria as well.
Gwen is,
Now
like,
my question is,
I think one of his
is this
best
the
picks
most-
is Minotaur.
like, contested pick of all time, or was the Fredrin even more contested at M4?
I don't know, but either way for
So we're
M5,
going
it's
through the
not
drafting
Nolan,
phase
it's
really fast right now.
Yeslin.
We're
Well,
speeding
technically
through
Nolan,
things.
because we don't get to see him a lot.
Okay, you know what?
So
Never
no Gwen
mind.
again?
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, no Gwen. So Gwen is banned.
Well, we do get to see him, so it's not never. Never say never, man. All right, Wolf, take over.
Okay, Hero banned.
Nolan, obviously Nolan is one of the strongest heroes, but so is the Novaria in the hands of
Good.
AP Brand. I
There's
think
a
the
bit
few
of
is very
coffee in
comfortable
it,
with
which
this
I like.
hero, despite, you know,
Just a bit. It's
having to
quite
face
nice.
the Faramis. The thing with Novaria is it's
Yeah,
a
we
threat
got
when you
some
don't have the
cake
dive. So
right here.
Onyx banning out this Novaria kind of tells me
Some
they
dessert
will not
after
go for
dinner.
any kind of dive kind of composition. Maybe on the XP lane, but overall
But
they
I
will close
would
this out
like
with
to
a
see Minotaur. I think AP
with a
Brand,
front-to-back
it's like
composition.
they do
Maybe
like to
secure
play
the
by
Minotaur,
also,
maybe
and
secure the
wondering maybe this
Tigreal
hero has
as their
fallen
front
off
laners, or
and why
maybe even a
teams are
Ruby
not picking
again
it
for
anymore.
Keyboy.
I think
Yeah, honestly,
some
having that
after
Novaria
group
with the
stages,
Fredrin
we
as
don't
well is going to be
really see
very
Minotaur
difficult for you
anymore.
to fight around the turtle here. with Onyx, it looks like
Everyone
having
is, like, thinking, like,
Kai
two girls,
is
like, two
going to
girls
affect the
only here on
backlines
team
here. So
fight.
perhaps they're fleeing again for CW. So
okay,
Onyx going into
Lilia.
this match, going up against AB Brand, they're really putting a lot of pressure on CW shoulders.
What's interesting is the fact that they are ignoring the Valentina completely. It feels like
Yeah.
they want the
Valentina
Valentina. We
Yep.
will overload you with
Aha.
more ultimates. Already at a Kai and a Faramis.
Valentina
Which is
is,
crazy
like-
because you have so many good ultimates
yeah,
to
yeah,
copy, and
Valentina
they're
is
just
still
forcing the
open.
Valentina out. Meaning to say that
But it's like they already have Faramis
they know that
on the side
AP
of
Brand
Onyx.
will not have a good time with that Valentina.
We gotta have this conversation as
Right,
well.
that
Going up against the
Valentina.
Bruno,
They
I kind
straight
of
out
feel
like,
like
yeah, take
the
it.
distance Valentina goes in,
Florent
it's gonna be a little
open. I
bit
think
easier
it's
for
too
Bruno to
early
deal out the damage
to,
compared
to
to the
like, I
Novari
think
as
if
well as
they
the
were
Lilia. So I
if
think
they
this is
want to pick
solidifying
something like Florent,
Wolf's
it
theory
would be
about
like
how
a
the
surprise
draft.
pick at the
They're
end.
not gonna go for dive.
Yeah, we're not gonna go for dive. So Minotaur should be the
I do
banner
like
for
Minotaur.
AP
I do
Brand.
like Minotaur
I wanna
here,
give
actually.
that. Even when you have access to Valentina, that's
We want ways
zero
to,
that
like,
will
force out
make
the
Onyx
Nether
really
Realm
comfortable.
or
What
Eastern.
was that?
Wait, let me just see here.
They
I'm not
really,
seeing a
they're just
ban,
like,
so
Seems like
oh,
there's
we
no
don't care
ban.
about the Valentina. I think
ban?
it,
For
Did they
AP
miss the ban?
Brand?
Is that a mistake? Has to be,
It
right?
has to be.
they make,
We're talking about Nolan, not no ban.
Whoa.
Something's
I don't know how
happened.
Okay, they're resolving it. They're
no.
resolving it for sure.
Not
For
again.
now, again, we're just looking into the situation. And when I say looking into the situation, we're turning around and we're looking at the players.
You know, one of the you
don't know,
know,
I don't see a
the
lot of
guy that
reaction
one of
coming
the
in. No.
streamers.
Right?
Law, please
Okay,
don't
but
don't
we
say
can
minute
see
law.
here the PR discussing. So
Why? Look,
Yeah.
I feel like Oni, they're just
look
waiting
at
to
the
see
look
what
at the
Yeah.
streamers
Right.
reaction.
No.
We're just gonna continue the
It is
events
great.
like normal. It's all getting picked up. There is a bit of dive. If this draft goes
Where is
Wrong.
no where
How
where
do you
are
recover
they?
now,
Is there
JP
no
Brand?
ban?
I mean,
Is it just
obviously
not
the
showing?
We were
I
talking about
don't
Minotaur,
know.
but could be
Is
mind
it
games.
just not showing?
Could be, right?
Can we
AP Brand still has the Valentina, but maybe they consider Angela now.
Where's the
The heroes that they have,
Did they miss it?
and then
They couldn't
how
have,
about
right?
Diggy
No.
actually for AP Brand? Diggy, Lapula, or Diggy and perhaps Valen. You know,
That's a good choice.
Mhm.
Diggy Valentina, you steal one of the
Where's-
ultimates and then the other one is used to just
Yep.
force the
I'm-
team.
Spicy.
Okay.
Very spicy.
What's-
I'm not
what's going
against it.
on?
I'm really not against it, especially going up against
Sure.
Are they just
Onyx
going
here,
to
where you want to
continue with
contest
this?
the neutral objectives.
So,
Having a lot of
when
damage
it
before the
comes
5
down
stars
to
is going to help
bans
out,
and
especially
stuff,
because they ban out the
If you do
Novaria,
end up
probably
missing
because
it,
of that reason.
and it's not like
Gord.
your technical error,
Then
And the
we
last
do-
it's technically your fault.
Hey,
Ah.
the panelists talked about it.
I see.
Hey,
Oh.
listen, right?
okay.
So
Dude,
we
it's
got word that,
possible that
okay,
they did
we're going
ban
through with
and
this,
we
but
just
we
don't
gotta talk
see
about
it,
this one because
yeah.
even the panelists talk about
but it's hard
this
to
is the new
confirm
age
that.
But
of the
basically,
E,
when
stage
I
of
went on
Farsa.
first,
So
when we saw like
it's
Hugh,
all about zone control.
his ban
Gord
was
is great
was
versus
empty.
Firemis overall,
It was
but
just
against
his face.
but against Yuzong, no, against Akai.
Yuzong round.
Oh man, that's a
Yuzong,
that's a
Faramis.
you know, that's a
Quite-
weird pick, but
quite
of course
team
AP
fight
Brand
heavy, yeah.
they might be able to make it work. Which means Onyx can just go for
I do
something like
want to see
Ruby to
Yuzong
defend
like, for
themselves,
once.
right? Someone who can tank the damage of the Gord,
Last
the front lines.
pick
They still have the
DD.
Minotaur as well.
Could it be?
They have so
It's
many
all
heroes for
like
keep, even the
roll.
choke could work
I-
in this particular scenario.
Definitely against a Brody, right? I mean,
I
that's
still
usually the
think,
green
what
light to
is-
go
what does Kim Boy
for
want?
a big pick.
Cho,
And here you go,
let's
Mr.
go,
Roll.
let's
Cho
go.
comes in. We have to confirm to
go.
everybody who's still wondering, no
Alright.
ban.
Let's
That
go.
is indeed what you see. No ban coming in from
Mind
AP
games.
Bren. Mind games.
Mind games. AP Brand wants to give a statement.
Yep.
Against Onyx, we just
Yeah,
need
I don't
4.
think they're going
And
to
here's
win
the
this.
thing.
I think
Is
What if
it
they
not-
lose,
Is it
right?
no,
It
but
might
is
be
it
a-
not
like a-
impressive
like
if
an
they
error
win though?
from
It
their
would
side.
be.
It
They
would
win
be.
though.
If they win, it would
If
be
they win.
impressive, amazing. But
Yeah.
then I gotta ask, if they lose with 4 bans, that mistake could be like a
Oh, man.
bit costly.
Oh, obviously. I mean, you're gonna be scratching
Or
your
like
head
we
so
can like
much.
agree
and
we're
you're gonna
banning like
be
I don't
filled
know
with
like banning
regret
whatever.
afterwards.
Well,
With this just tells us that
just no
AP
more,
Brand just needs to win.
No
Yeah.
more technical
while
issues.
we're jumping
please.
into this game, head scratcher
Wait,
or
the
not,
kitty.
we gotta see. With AP Brand coming in with the mind games, is it enough to shake the Sky King Sonic, or will they continue to show that they are untouchable? We're going into game number 3.
All troops deployed.
Be scary. I'm actually scared for the Gord in the early stages, just mainly because of the Yuzhong, the Akai, and then you have the supplement of this show. And even
Who did
then,
that?
we're talking about no dive from the side of
this is the trick.
Onyx, but then if you realize after the Yuzhong as well as the Choping, with the Faramis intact, that means that they have the green light. They have
I
the
think they
license
have
to get
another-
into the
they
back
still-
lines
there's
now.
the- if
The
there's
first
a
3
store
picks coming out
nearby,
from Onyx might not
It's
be
in
dive
Tropicana
heroes, but
Gardens.
with the
Yeah,
Faramis in
in
combination
PJ.
with the Cho as well as the Yu
That's
Zhang,
not
that's gonna be
close enough.
scary. I'm
Power
legit
hero,
scared
not
for this.
first
Oh,
Horde.
Flicker very aggressively in the start of the game. Super Marco taken low, but look at the decision to not flicker back. He decides to walk away, but he will pay with a lot of HP.
Now we got to see how CW
Why?
manages
Why?
the
He
lane
took so
because looks
much
like Super
damage.
Marco, even
Wow,
though
wait,
he
he's
was
still
jumped up
here?
quite a bit, he is
He
gonna
has to. The
be
waves
able to
are
last
not.
hit that gold.
If he
in
leaves,
there,
it's
so
way
It's
too
over.
much
good effort
damage.
coming
Yeah,
in from Onyx, but Super Marco
Tower.
sticks to his
Yeah.
guns, staying in the lane.
Way too much fun. That's why he's calling Ogwen
Good,
over.
not
And they are doing something.
versus the Yu
Observer.
I believe that Flapteasy will have a great time this game.
Yes,
Because
I looking like,
overall,
there
this
I
was
like,
probably the
what's
best pick here
going
for
Now
on?
you
EP
get me
Brand.
call.
Great
Yeah.
versus the Faramis.
Okay.
Obviously great against CWs, and CW did not go for the Purify,
But what
for the
happens if,
Flicker.
like, if there
That's,
was a rotation from
gonna be a
Kyrie?
target for sure for Flapteasy.
And right now looking
Dead,
at the
dead.
battle
Dead lot
here,
right now.
Sans started the battle off, being very proactive around the map, trying to
Most
target
likely they
Super
already knew
Marco
where he
here.
was
So the
on the
question
map.
is for Onyx,
Okay.
as well as AB Brand, which is the lane that's
Like,
going to
it's
be targeted?
pretty-
Are they
like,
actually
they
going to put a
probably
lot of
know
pressure on the
Where
gold?
that Kyrie is
Kyrie
gonna
Or
is
you're
be
going to put a
starting
lot of
on
pressure, as
purple,
you see right
which
now.
means that he's
Perhaps
gonna be
the
rotating
HP
top.
The XP lane for
And
sure, because they
it's
need
still
to
very
make
risky to stay
they
on
need
solo,
to
but I was so
team fight around the
surprised that
turtle.
Super Marco took so
Very
much
important for
damage
EP
in
Brand as well as
1v1.
Onyx to get this first turtle.
All right, the
Bruno
turtle
is
is going to be
scary.
the name of the game, and we got to look
Yeah,
at
Bruno's
the,
gonna get nerfed so hard
boots
after
coming
this.
in. If he gets level 4, as well as Flapteasy, both
But
can
normally
dive,
Brody
both can dive very, very
should
hard.
be
The
able to hold
Flapteasy
his
goes
own
in
right.
onto Sans.
Oh,
No flicker on Sans, you gotta
Somewhat.
remember it. He goes
Oh,
all in
Sans,
for
Sans,
it.
Sans
Incline
actually
first
sidestepped
blood.
that, but he still did.
By
That's
catching
first blood.
Sans off guard. Meanwhile, Kyrie holding onto the turtle. Calteezy still has that red tree. Keyboy's looking for the flank
Oh,
view.
what the-
Gonna be spotted out. Heavy spin still ready for Kyrie.
Oh.
Jumps in.
Kyrie,
Oh,
man.
what? It's Flapteasy
What?
who gets the steal on the turtle. Now, furious dive defensively by Boots. Ogwen
What's
following
this
through.
game?
Calteezy doing the
Keyboy
same
might
thing.
have spent a
Keyboy.
bit too
Too
much
long,
Kundo in
yeah.
front. Boots gonna be chunked down by
trying
Ogwen.
to push.
Boots running
No,
away
no,
still.
trying
Ogwen
to-
still
Oh.
chasing.
Damn.
Big
Oh,
vengeance.
man.
Punish slash resetting. Bravest fighter by Flap. No flicker committed.
Just
No flicker
zoned.
to be used. Onyx still hovering over the orange buff right now. Stop easy. Looks for the steal. Jumps in. Sans.
Reset,
Puts some damage
reset,
back.
reset.
Bravest fighter. The third spot gonna be used
Oh.
up. Here's the gun.
What's the
No
flicker?
flicker. Use
Flap.
Flap. He
Flap
didn't
got
just
it.
steal the turtle. He stole the
Wow.
orange buff too.
Allow
What
me to
is this
say,
game?
on it
Kyrie
is to
didn't
read
use his
because
victory.
No. Oh,
don't
Sans.
think that would-
Oh my God.
1v1 and out.
Wow.
Sans pops
Well
the
played.
nether
Yeah.
clutch.
Look at his health.
Yeah, it's just
But
this.
oh, my AP Brand with Ogwen as well as Flapteasy.
How do you even
Early
calculate
game.
that?
No,
Aggression
it's like
coming out from
really
them, and
once,
Kyrie
like,
was
if
holding
he
onto the
ended, like,
retribution
1
because it was
second
cooling
later,
down.
like, he
It was
been
2
he would've
seconds
been so
away
good.
from the retribution to be off
Yeah.
cooldown. But then
Fairness,
Flapteasy steals the
Bruno,
orange.
70%
Dual hero here,
win rate.
statistic
That's
as well,
pretty high.
70%
That's a
win rate for
pretty
Bruno and
significant
Faramis
win
whenever
rate.
they're paired up together. I was about to say, I kind of feel like Boots made a mistake because he was going down and he was going to, oh, but before that, CW gets engaged on.
Good stun over, flicker, backwards from CW. Keyboy with the way to the dragon defensively now as that's a mystic projectile, not connecting. Keyboy
Man,
has
Bruno
got
is
some
gonna
stacks
get
onto him, but Super Marco won't decide to pop that torn apart memory. Calteezy will decide to invade the enemy jungle, 2 levels ahead. Who gets it? Was that Kyle?
Did he? Yeah, he
At
did.
this point,
He took
He
it.
did
at this point,
retreat
even
it.
though Kyrie
They
was able
both
to scrape
retreated.
again, the difference
So I
there,
don't know who
2
got it,
levels,
actually.
that's a big impact, Wolf.
I'm going to assume.
And this is
that,
going to be a big problem for
Kyle
Onyx,
Yeah,
especially because
considering the
they're
level
facing
difference.
up against Brody Lapu-Lapu. We're talking about the problems for few, but now you can disregard that totally
Something I
because
don't
AP
like,
Red, they've
there was,
created
like,
4
was one
problems
match saying, like,
for
oh,
Onyx
like,
to
oh,
solve.
and
And
like,
few,
he could have contested
it's
that
not a
retreat,
priority
but I
at
look
all
at the
for
EXP level
Onyx.
difference.
At this
I think
point,
there was
AP
2
Brand,
level
they can
difference.
pick up the
Like, nah.
tempo because for a Lapu
There's
Lapu
no
level
way,
4 is
like,
all
the
you
red
need.
tree- like, the
And
red tree
now
damage.
with all the advantages coming in from
Kyrie
Super
is
Marco,
so
I feel like
behind, actually.
he's just moments away
They've
from his
been
second item,
pressuring-
and then once he gets the second item, he's
Oh,
moving with the
Flap
team.
might get punished
Yeah,
Okay,
finally.
but Flapteasy on the other side gets picked off. Super Marco tried to go for Boots there, but Kyle will be able to trade it back for a neutral objective. He knows the info. Kyrie has used his red tree, and he goes straight for the purple buff. Keyboy, Jikundo not connecting. Ogwen connecting on his first skill. Now Onyx will lose out on the purple buff. Calteezy steals it away, invades Onyx jungle.
Right now, I think it's a little bit rough
Is-
for
this is
Kyrie,
rough for
but
Kyrie.
I think it's fine for him, especially as an Akai. But right now, the space given to CW having 1 kill, I kind of feel like they're still targeting
Anyway,
him here.
Aziza, since you're here,
Turret eater,
give me a
Super Marco,
second.
Keyboy
Whoever
finds a
it is.
Jikundo away
Oh,
the
get
dragon, but it's
kick
only
on
onto
to
the
Super
offside.
Marco,
Super
first
Marco
the
flickers
flicker.
back to safety. And now
Keyboy.
Kyle's locking Keyboy down. Netherrealm HP
Netherrealm
dealt with the
off.
Appraiser's Wrath.
Appraiser's
The top
Wrath as well,
connects it.
Keyboy.
boy will lose his life. Whoa, Ogwen
The turn
takes
for
it
where we
away.
didn't quite connect, but
Vengeance.
they
At
were
this
able to
point
get
again,
it.
AP Brennan gets beat up. Flap was caught. He still wants to fight.
And he does fight.
Can he? No.
Getting onto the back, CW forces a slight tackle defensively. AP Brand bought enough time for the rest of the members to come through in the mid lane.
And even with that play, that's going to be net positive for AP Brand, forcing out the heavy spin. And Suns cannot do anything at this point but to wait for their moments. Caltisi with the blade armor pickup. This is going to be massive. 3.4k compared to Kyrie, who's only secured 2,500 gold. And even the XP is going to be bad. This is going to be a snowball. The AP Brand, especially their jungle, this is what they need and this is what they get. Oh man!
Flanking maneuver on the CW. Bravest fire from Baptiste. No, it's Onyx. Ogun gonna be kicked back to the turret range right now with the helmet of Shadow Stampede.
Yeah, they get Ogun.
Bring it back
Can
all
they
the way
get
through.
more?
Mystic
Oh,
Dash
the Mystic
from
Dash!
Go. Melts them down. Keyboy falls.
Boots gets a
Boots
double
gets
kill.
a double onto Flap Teasy now. Suns looking for another opening in this skirmish. Super Marco with an aggressive dash forward.
Damn.
Kyrie looking to go for this orange buff right now, and Appraiser's Wrath secures the orange buff away from Kyrie. Two levels ahead, and they're looking to go for the purple buff next.
Dude, right now, I'm worried Super Marco
no,
just
this
got that
board is so
Malefic
annoying.
Roar. This is what all he wants. This is what all he needs. At this point, AP Brand can say, you know what, I'm not looking at minions, man. I'm looking at heroes.
Use the red tree though, Kyle Teasy, because he knows there's no way Onyx can contest.
He knows it. That's because Carrie's half HP. No matter what happens, they will be able to win the turtle fight. And even in Onyx wins the retreat battle afterwards, it's not gonna matter. They're gonna be taken out. AP Brent's snowball is just online.
Dude, look at that cheer, man. Kyle Teasy secures the turtle. At this point, AP Brand, huge power spike. Absolutely huge.
this
Because not just
composition.
Super Marco securing that Malefic Roar, but Few as well getting that Ice Queen 1. And now Keyboy has to get away. For
Final
Onyx,
Slash, not quite
what are
connected.
they waiting for?
Wow.
Well, what is going to be the power spike for Onyx that gives them the green light to fight back?
Maybe when they have level 15 on Kyrie, maybe if they have level 15 on CW, that should be the only option. And
Kyrie
when
needs
will
to
that
catch
happen
up.
ever? 16 minutes, 18 minutes?
Yeah,
They have
Kyrie
to
is
buy
done
the
for.
time. They have 9
There's
minutes
a
to buy everyone.
1.6k net worth
Onyx
difference
definitely
between
not in
the
good
two
shape to fight now.
junglers.
Yeah, looking at the items as well, a
it's
one
only
item
getting
lead
bigger.
for the mid laner for AP Brand.
Yeah, it's a 1,000 gold lead between the mid laners. That's something we don't get to see a lot from, but Few on this board so far, absolutely lethal. Ogwen trying to chunk Keyboy down. Meanwhile, the rest of the team trying to look for a dive.
Yeah, right now, Onyx, they're in turtle position. This is Onyx being defensive. This is Onyx understanding the game. They can't take unnecessary damage. They can't take unnecessary risk. So try to feed as much gold as you can. But looking at how AP Brand is playing,
Hey boys,
Kyrie is going to be
someone.
a little bit starved. So he's going to get that level 15 much later.
3 levels down. Keyboy now going to be engaged on his signature Joe. Final slash canceled away as Shunpu. Getting out, but not from the taunt and the Mystic Gush. Even the Netherrealm comes in late. Super Marco, turn up our memory. Boots gets out in time. Ogwen diving in. Petrify, lock him
Petrify.
down.
Ogwen.
Suns pulls Kyle. Ogwen flickers out of the Stampede.
Ooh.
Up top, a turret traded in. CW finds it, but Flapteasy might be looking. No,
Nah.
falls back.
The good thing about that is AP Brand were able to
This
force
is
out some of the
definitely not one-sided.
battles close to Petrify.
I appreciate
This
this.
flicker. They did have to spend
Because
some
the
of their
last
flickers, but
M series
the fact
was-
that they have
was
forced
it what,
Onyx
4-0,
to
right?
remove all of their
Yeah, it was
resources
a
means that
4-0,
they can
yeah.
take the Lord fight so easily. 12-9. That's the difference between Caltisi and Kyrie.
Right now, looking at the formation here, Lord Dance initiated by AP Brand, doing quite a lot of damage to Lord. Onyx, they're spread out. AP Brand, they're clumped up together. Ogwen sees Boots. Conceal.
Conceal coming down. The Rectory will be won by Kyle. Teasy. And now they're looking to collapse. They're looking to punish any maneuver. Kyle Teasy locking Keyboy down.
Yeah.
Kyrie walking on the other side of the map, and Onyx will be
is
able
that?
to disengage.
Yeah.
The Lord given over to
Yeah.
AP Brett.
Suns now having the Lightning Truncheon is going to help him out when he wants to defend the base. But is it enough, Wolf?
Yeah, it's not gonna be enough for now, for sure. I think that the best scenario now for Onyx is if they don't lose any of their inhibitors. It's gonna be a tall order.
Oh yeah, Kyle just gets
One
it.
stab. Kyle takes it.
Dude, damage dealt? Is this for real?
He has been having
It
a
is
rough
for real.
time
Doing
since
the
like
most.
the semis.
Ogwen doing the most, Few second place. But the damage from Suns looks like it is going to be enough. So I kind of feel like I agree with Wolf, just lining Truncheon. Can't do it just yet, but K-Boy goes in.
That's a lockdown, but a Mystic Gush connects to the backline. Flapteezy will fall before Onyx frontline does. Now it's a lockdown. Oh, Sans gets wiped. AP Brent blitzed him down, bursted him out.
And now AP Brand,
Who knew
7,000
that Gord
goal
would be
lead.
such a good,
Moving forward,
darn
they're
good
looking at the
pick?
inhibitor. Holy defense used.
Oh, Sans!
Again, back to back.
Oh, God,
A
he
quick
dies
stab from
again!
Flapteezy. And Onyx is lost again on one member. The laser not quite in range. Onyx still able to defend from the first load of the game. Mystic projectile, side tackle from CW, but it's not going to be enough to get him out of range. Even with the splash from the turret,
Yeah,
Onyx
I was
lose
thinking,
a
like, okay,
base turret
signature
with the
pick,
first lord of
but
AP
in the
Bread.
grand scheme
Now,
of things,
Black
I
Dragon
felt like their
form
draft
used
was a
by
bit
Boots.
odd. Oh, Boots!
God damn it!
Oh, Boots!
Memory.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness
Just out
gracious.
of range,
Boots was
just
almost
barely out of
melted
range.
down. Whew. Two base turrets.
Let me just say, AP Brand, their mind games is working.
Yep,
It's working.
it's working. And the thing is, losing Sans twice in a row. I mean, losing him once, that's fine because they were able to get the kill out of
Everyone
Flapteezy, but
is being oppressed.
losing him the second time meant that they will not be able
just
to defend
Kyrie,
both their
everyone.
turrets.
Oh, final slash
Uh-oh.
onto
That's a
okay.
down onto Kyrie right now. Another round. Not, it's going to be a time. Keyboy finds a good way to drag it, but it's not going to be able to survive in this onslaught of damage. Boots finds a
Boots,
petrify with
but I don't think it's enough.
But still, Sparkle falls. The Ghost Bursters
They-
able to
they-
take him
they
down.
do get
CW
super
dealing some damage, but
Marco.
AP Brenda's side to
Not bad.
No, it's not
disengage.
bad when you're-
Two
when
for
you're
one
behind.
in favor
Yeah.
still.
Having
of
any
AP Brent.
treats and
Look at
all,
the items. Well, what else
good.
does Onyx need?
but yeah.
Another defense item for Kyrie for sure because you see that when he turns up into the fight, even when he's not dying, he's put so low that the heavy spin is not going to be utilized properly. So he needs a second item for sure. We have Sky Guardian
So
helmet
much
eventually
dive
for him
and
to be able to tank
displacement
up.
from
And then
AP
eventually a Radiant Armor. They definitely need Radiant Armor here from Onyx. Somebody has to take it. Otherwise, Few will just destroy them.
CW looking like he wants a Demon Hunter Sword as
Imagine
well to be
missing
able
a
to deal
ban
enough
and yet you
damage
still play
because
like this.
Kyle Teasy has been soaking up so much damage
fact that they
coming in
missed
from
the ban.
CW. Right now, Onyx, they're at the back foot, but again, they've been in this situation time and time again, so I kind of feel like every brand, they can't fall asleep here. They got to make sure, tighten the gameplay, and make sure they don't make a mistake coming in.
Stampede from Sans. A resource used up. Kyrie poked down by Ogwen. And also by Few. Kyle holding the Lord. Pinned down. Final slash used up already. Sans. Shadow Stampede once again. Mystic Projectile connecting. Chunking Sans for a bit. Onyx are still hovering over.
Watch out, Marco.
Right now,
This Gord,
Keyboy used the
may have to
conceal, but
consider
immediately
banning
found
Gord
out.
altogether.
I don't know how Keyboy can go in, man. He has to make some kind of miracle play. Sans, even he can't find any angles.
He has
This-
to
it was
flicker.
Onyx looks like they have to disengage.
They have to. There's no way they can
Yeah, there's no way
contest
they
an
can
AP Bren.
they're on the run.
Capitalize. A free Lord in the 13th minute.
Or they contest
Right now, Onyx, they have to defend. At this point, too much damage, man, being dealt out by this Gord.
Wow,
They got the
Kyrie is
Yuzong,
so
but the
far
Yuzong
low
can't
down.
even go in. He flies,
far. He can't
and
do anything.
immediately AP Bread strikes
What can you
and
do
force
against
him
a
down
Fed?
to the ground.
Radiant-
Boots can't do much here.
Radiant Armor picked
Yeah,
up by
Boots
Kyrie.
really,
Keyboy has his
like-
flicker back.
It's not-
Sans
it's-
is
it's
the
like, I
most
never
important
see
hero
him
for
like
now,
this, like,
for Onyx.
intimidated.
And he might be final slash. That's gonna be a problem for the side of Onyx.
Ogwen looking for an angle right now. Mystic Gush. Oh, Kyrie, heavy spin with another realm right now. The Lord's gonna be dealt with right now. Ski-Boy jumps into the back, not able to find an angle. Sunned up
Keyboy can't find
TCC.
him.
Keyboy taken out. Sans with flicker. Shadow Stampede.
Loading him out
Connect
so
the
well.
Emilio. They're still gonna be able to dish out some damage. Flap
No, the flicker, man.
onto the back with the flicker as well. Boots finds a better
Oh,
find.
yeah.
Out easy.
Nice
Final
dive by
slash, bring it
Boots.
back, but he finds the kill. He dies instead. CW going for the
they're
waves
so
right
far
now.
behind.
One more
If
away
only they
from the
had, like, some
outside.
form.
Oh my
Taken
God.
out by Super Marco. It's CW for the
That's
world.
it.
That's
Good
it.
tackle back. But what is the member supposed to do?
Holy.
Will AP Bren just lock on to the turrets?
AP Bread strikes back. Even though Onyx won the previous game, but they're like,
Wow.
we're in this. The
We're in this
score
for the long
now,
haul.
ladies and gentlemen, 2-1 for AP Brand.
And who needs the fifth ban, right? Especially when you drafted this Lapu-Lapu together with the Gord.
You
And we
can see
kind
the
of
casters. It's
criticized
all
the
the
first
casters.
try with the Gord, but the Lapu-Lapu made so much sense in combination with his art at the tempo that
And the
AP
real,
Brand
like,
played
power,
in.
like, some of our
Onyx just
Filipino
can't
viewers are not
breathe.
here because they're
I
probably
gotta
their
say,
live.
man,
That's possible.
this
yeah.
mind games is crucial for this best of 7. With that being said, here's the thing. A lot of things happen in this game. We got to throw it over to Leo as well as Gideon.
Gonna hand out a code.
Darn right,
How many more do you
LaFell.
have?
A lot of things that
I
need to be
have,
broken
1,
down
2,
here
3, 4,
at the
5, 6, 7,
panelist
8.
area.
I
So
have a
far,
lot of
so
codes.
good, but the real question
So
that I
it's
think
like,
everybody,
yeah.
it's on everybody's mind. Coach Ducky, Coach Ren, was that a mistake or was it all part of the big grand plan?
Given how amazing AP Brent controlled the early, late to mid, I can't even say if the mid or the late happened where it did because of how well they forced the advantage. They bulldozed through Onyx, choked out all of their resources, and made it seem like they got all the heroes they wanted anyways, and put Onyx where they needed to be to go 2-1 already, this deep into the series.
Like, truly, it's interesting to see. Did it come to a point where everything fell according to plan, so much so that they didn't even need that final ban at the end of the day? Or was it really just nicely done? The team played perfectly well. Let's not forget the fact that they could stack their CC almost immaculately. But I think we have to talk about our MVP
I
here,
have
brought
it
to you
here.
by the Republic of Gamers.
I
Give
think,
it up for
but
your
I don't see
boy,
it on this screen.
Few, leading the team, but playing hard to get.
The way Few played this gourd, one could not believe that he even went deathless, all right? There's a Yu Zhong on the other side. There is an Akai on the other side. All heroes meant to find and displace Few, but still he went 4-0-5. Hell, homie's not even rocking Wilderness Blessing.
He's not. He's being greedy with it. Just the quick agility. He even takes Mystery Shop on top of it all. I don't know. He gets away with too much, and I think, you know, a lot of these older picks, as we jump into the highlights, is going to make a lot more sense here, right? Early stages of the game, you have to admit that
teams, like
Ogwin was
previously
doing a
Suns was
great job,
MVP,
not
now
only
Few is
disrupting
MVP.
recalls, but better yet, slowing down Kyrie in his own jungle.
Not just, you also have Kyle Teasy, who's constantly pushing the advantage. He knows that if I can take everything
Why
away
is
from
both the
Kyrie,
MVPs
his
gone?
heavy spins are almost always constantly going to be defensive. And if that's one out of the equation, the Yu Zhong isn't even really a problem.
Exactly. Now, the best part about the composition is that you have a lot of these enablers with strong CC, but you can't cash it out without the right damage. And that's where Few comes in, right? Great communication between Ogwin and Few. Great communication between Kyle Teasy and Few. And I would even make an argument that even Flap was being part of that equation.
That's right, constantly threatening with the bravest fighter, and that just left Super Marco with
Having
what we like to
Arlet.
call in the business a gold lane experience. What a performance by Few. What a performance by the MVP. And Gideon, come here, let me tell you a little something, all right? Few is a two-time SEA Games gold medalist.
He's two-time SEA Games gold medalist? No way! I mean, that's not even all. He was part of the original roster when they crushed it at the World Championships at M2!
Yep.
With that said,
Brett and
let's go ahead and
Few has
check
been
out
around
the
for a damn
emblem
long time.
loadout here. So far, we pinpointed the fact that
I don't know.
was greedy. Check it out.
Oh, yeah.
Not even a single wilderness
do you want the
blessing
quote?
from AP Brand, save for Ogwin. Right? Ogwin needs to be where he needs to
is
be,
a
and he
redemption
needs to
code at
save
the top
up
of the
his kit
screen.
for when he's going to compromise Onyx with those final slashes, which he did, like, say, almost on the dot whenever it came off of cooldown.
Yeah, no, I think what's really
Or if you're
interesting
willing to wait
overall,
another,
right,
like,
when we're looking at
another,
the
I don't know,
emblems, even the
another
item
game,
builds
I
start to
will
get
release
just a
another
little
one.
bit greedier. Let's hop onto it right now, because as we can see, clearly Kyrie is so under-farmed,
I'm
right?
not
Can't
sure
do
if
much
anyone
about it.
redeemed
But
it
then we
yet.
jump over to people
But
like
considering how you
Owen, people
just
like
joined, I
Super
don't
Marco,
know.
people like especially when it comes down to Few. He needs to be greedy, right? He's looking for the Ice Queen's wand to slow down his opponents, but more importantly, making sure that he quickly gets that Lightning Truncheon so that he can maintain his speed at all times.
Looking at Onyx in their early
Brett-
to mid transition,
Brett closes
it was
out these
clear that
games
Sans was
damn
still
fast.
playing
Like,
Gila.
basically,
He was still trying
their prime
to
time to end
displace
games
the
are
cores
before 15
of
minutes.
AP
The
Brand, and the
games
fact that he
that
can
Onyx
only
were
really
able to
find
win are,
Super
like,
Marco
in
made
this
Few's
series so
transition
far
into
is,
an
like, past
MVP
20.
core winning performance all the more easy. Because look, even the purples got
So
compromised.
Onyx
Even Few was
close
taking a
to,
little bit away
like,
from
drag out
Kyrie,
this
and
game.
that's what allowed
Or
for them to
they
barrel
usually-
on
they also
forward.
close
Because
up
even
really
if,
early, so I
say,
think
if Onyx could
the
find a
big win
solid heavy
condition is,
spin,
like, who's
that could have been
able
the
to, like,
saving
kind
grace.
of,
That
like,
could have
snowball,
allowed for the
like, in
little
the
bit of
game.
damage from Onyx to come through and punish, but that never happened.
But that was only one part of the equation, right? When you've neutered Kyrie, now, then all your focus is on our sandbag here. Mr. Keyboy, every single time he tries to go in for that big dive on towards Fuse's side, he gets punished each and every time. There's just too many layers that he has to get through just to get on top of Fuse, whether it be the final slash, whether it be the energy eruption,
Like, what do you
or
do?
even the
Like, do you
bravest
play
fighter
Fred
who's starting
now?
to give him issues.
Yep, looking at the damage dealt again, Sans a hair ahead of CW, who had a
Like, what do
decent
you
amount
do
of
when you're
farm.
so oppressed?
Truth be told, a lot of the firepower from AP Bren was being laid on to Onyx Peel, onto Onyx front line. And that said, it's just the matter of
So you're thinking
what
like
you
the
got
chill
and
was
how
not
you use it.
sufficient enough?
Onyx can't use it effectively. They have solid damage, they have solid output. It's just, it wasn't allowed to effectively excel.
Unironically, even.
Oh, yes.
I feel like even when you're locked into
Hi,
farm, you're trying to play a
Sheffin.
team fight
Welcome,
composition
welcome.
designed
Hi.
around.
Oh, no, you're not
just
new
finding
guy.
The right
NPL
team fight around
ID
neutral objectives
caster
specifically
English
that might
broadcast.
have the big
Mr.
punishment moment,
Sheffin.
right? 'Cause you don't have those small skirmishes, you don't have those messy fights, you
How
don't
you
have
doing?
those enablers anymore. You must move as
I
five,
assume
and you
you're
cannot divide
supporting
and
Onyx?
conquer.
With that said,
If you aren't,
Onyx
it's
now
blasphemy
down
for you
to their,
as an Indonesian.
I'd say,
Falling off the bed.
few left straws.
fall off the bed.
There's a lot left in the tank for Coach Yeb and Coach Addy. So with that said, I hope they're ready to regroup and reset because there's a lot left in this series. Let's throw over to Odin. She's outside. Let's see what's happening at the M5 Stadium.
Decent. So, Sheffin, since we're hosting
Hi guys,
next,
this is your
next
very
year,
own Odin.
M6.
Magandang gabi.
Come,
And we're
are you gonna
outside
come down to
Rizal
Malaysia?
Memorial Coliseum. And happening right now is a watch
take you around.
party. You can watch Under the Stars with your friends. And if you were not able to secure a ticket, and if you're in Metro Manila, because the night is not yet over. Experience everything for free. No, not the merch. Just the experience.
Not the merch?
And let's go get some fans to interview in the
people
watch
just like
party
raiding.
that's happening.
ransacking the booth.
Oh, there are
Her dress
some
is so
guys here that are
poofy.
having a picnic. Hi,
So
hello.
poofy.
You are live.
There's just peeps sitting
What's your
on the
name,
lawn
guys?
outside,
Kate, hello. Hi, Kate. Sean, hello.
I mean, I think for the watch party back in
Can
ID
I
as well,
join your
it's like that
picnic?
also.
Oh. So
I
how's the
like she really
experience
sitting
here
down
at the
here
watch
in the
party?
poofy dress. Oh, there's sign language.
It's like a music festival slash
There's sign language.
content.
Wow. It's like the first time
No, I
we're
think
holding it.
I don't know.
Super saya. So, punta kayo dito. Super saya is super fun.
Actually, mas maganda feeling ko kasi
There was
damo ko
no,
yung
there's a separate
Tagalog
string for
cast,
sign
so
language.
mas na-energize ako manood na grand finals.
I have no
He's
idea.
getting energized watching here because we are watching the Filipino broadcast here in the watch party. So guys, who are you rooting for in this grand finals?
Ako basta Pilipinas panalo naman kahit sino manalo dyan eh. Pinas for the win.
Whoever wins, Pinas for the win. Oh, that's not clear, huh? How about you?
I'm rooting for the ROG phone.
I also
The
want
ROG
that.
phone.
How about you?
Dito ako support na ako si Kyrie. Go
Yeah,
Kyrie!
you do have a
Here
very
to
nice
support
ROG
Kyrie.
phone. You want
So
to show
you
them?
guys don't have a vote in common. No, no,
You
no.
wanna show
That's
them
why
the
you're
very
there
nice
and they're
ROG
here.
phone and watch as I drop it into
Are you
the
guys sharing some food?
Nagugutom na kasi kami, so habang nanonood, kumakain.
While
nice
watching,
installation.
they're eating because there's a food park right
Doesn't have
there.
to pull
So
it,
thank you so much,
It's very
guys.
nice.
You got a shirt, M5 shirt. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's my birthday today. Thank you so much. This is courtesy of Kidia.
Oh, it's
so
Odin's
I'm
birthday?
giving this to you because you're rooting for the Philippines.
It's Odin's birthday.
Thank you.
This is Odin.
let's
She's a
get
content
another
creator and also
fan.
one of the site hosts.
Who am I gonna be with tonight?
She's
Hi.
like cute.
Hello.
She's
Hello. Are you
She
alone
does have the
tonight?
same energy as
Kasama
Mara,
ko,
just
mga
I
kaibigan.
think more
Oh,
toned
so
down.
you're with your friends. Where are your friends? Oh, hi, friends. They're there. What's your name?
I like how the comments are just asking
Sandy.
who's this chick.
What a cute name. So who are you rooting for tonight?
Actually, ano po, Onyx,
Onyx. You're rooting for Onyx. Why Onyx?
ano po, based po sa playstyle po nila, tsaka po kay
Oh, simply because of Kyrie. Kyrie, you're so handsome. Even boys vote for you.
It's like
How is
everyone
the
would say like,
experience
oh
here in the
yes, we
watch
support
party?
Kyrie because he's
It's
handsome.
also,
It's like, is that
and-
all there is?
Basta po masaya. Masaya po dito.
Basta, it's fun. So, we're gonna give you a signed shirt
is,
courtesy of
you're pronounced as
Kidia.
Chor. Hi, Chor. My prediction,
Congratulations, Sandy. Any message
I'm hoping
to
that it
Onyx?
goes all 7
Show it.
Onik,
I
galingan,
think
galingan po
when
sana
Bren
ng Onik.
came into this,
Kyrie, ganti mo
I
po
was
yung
thinking
AP.
like I wanted Bren
Ganti mo po
to
yung
like,
blacklist.
come back in. It would be like basically.
Okay, anyway,
But I
Kyrie,
want
get a
Onyx,
revenge
honestly.
for
I want
Blacklist,
Onyx to
according
win. Like,
to
this is
Sandy.
their. They've been
Thank
to
you so
M
much,
series. Like,
Kidia,
this is
for
their
this
second.
very beautiful shirt.
I don't remember, like, for basically
Thank you,
for Onyx, I think
guys.
this is their
And
second time in
that
M
is the
series,
watch
and I
party
don't want a new
happening
champion.
outside Rizal Memorial Coliseum.
I just want to see a new
Experience
champion,
this now.
basically.
Let's go, guys. Hi, guys.
So I'm gonna predict 4-3 in favor of
You know
Onyx.
what? Two things I want to shout out. First of all, happy birthday, Odin. And second of all, shout out to the crowd here. They're very responsive. AP Bread, yay!
You're definitely
You don't see
very
any friends?
responsive considering this is home turf.
I like you know what I like. I like the
Hey,
fact
hey.
that they boo Onyx, and then once the camera turns to Kyrie, they're like, yeah!
Everyone knows what
It's
they
oh
want.
man.
Like everyone was like,
experience
boo,
to be here
Onyx, and then they
at
see
Rizal
Kyrie like,
Memorial
yeah,
Coliseum.
yeah, Onyx.
I mean, for you guys that's not here,
Instantly
you
they're
guys
like,
are missing out.
okay,
Maybe
we're
you don't want to
fans
miss
of
out
you now,
anything
just
more.
for Kyrie,
Make
just
sure you
Kyrie.
guys catch the TikTok drops. Watch for 3 minutes, and you can win one TikTok viewer chest. Watch for 5 minutes or more, you can get TikTok Deluxe chest, and you can wish Odin happy birthday.
Yeah, well, you can do that without doing it, but it'll
Yeah,
be
but-
cooler if you supported her job, right?
Yeah, just tell her like,
I'm
hey,
gonna be honest,
Odin,
like,
I got a
there are streamers
TikTok
having
Deluxe chest.
issues with TikTok.
I'm sorry, I couldn't read. I don't understand.
Did you read?
Yeah, it
For
means
sure,
that
a lot
the
of like
Philippines is still strong, and
basically
M5
they
is
get
here,
like
and M5 will
they
be.
get,
M5
like,
the championship will be
they get
for the
suspended,
Philippines.
their life getting
Ooh,
suspended.
you're translating now? I
as
feel
for
like
Wait, you
we're short.
understand Tagalog?
for restream
Yeah,
repeated content.
yeah.
So
Are you
need to be
Filipino?
whitelisted
Yeah.
in order
Are you
to
Ocho Cahaba?
restream. They,
Wait,
That's not related.
M series.
We tried, we tried.
So basically,
related.
streaming is not allowed
NT,
unless you're
NT.
whitelisted on TikTok.
You know,
But for YouTube and Facebook, we do
can I use now?
put in our submissions.
Fifth
just in
anniversary
case.
sa M5. What does that
my
mean, Wolf?
channel is
Fifth anniversary
whitelisted.
in M5.
you
Yeah,
understand
it's the streamers.
Tagalog.
And English.
And English.
Congratulations.
Sana all. That's a massive Sana all.
That's
Do you
cool.
understand Indo?
A bit.
Wow.
How do you understand Indo? Have you worked with any Indonesians?
Now, I listened to We Own This many times.
All right. Now going back into the game
Well,
here.
he
Again, the
says
score right now is
Wolf
2-1.
understands Indo
Looking
because
at
he
game number
listens to their
2,
theme song.
What
we own this
is
a lot.
percentages
So
wise
that's how he knows.
making this a 2-2?
That's smart.
Very high
That's a
chance.
very
I think,
good way of learning a language.
60%, I would say.
60%.
Because what I want this series to be is like one team gets the first win, and then the
Time to drop the
Onyx,
beat
you know,
of the
bounces
clock.
back. Eventually, if we stretch this to 7 games, AP Bren will take it because AP Bren took game 1,
They
right?
didn't really
Yeah,
have any
yeah,
like
true.
solid
See what I'm
ways
getting?
of
You know what? He's been
stopping
really
Joy
impressive
when
with his
Kyrie picked
predictions.
it up.
Yeah.
So
You
now
want to
they're
give him
just
a
gonna
time
ban
to
it
like
out.
shine now in the
And
draft?
Hey, you know what?
It's just
Wolf,
straight out like Coach
this is
Dustin.
your time.
He's
This
just
is my
gonna,
time?
Like, they
This is
already
your
said
time. Wow,
this
this
during
is,
interview.
okay,
The world,
They're
let's
just
watch.
going to
Maybe we'll wait for the first 3
target
bans.
ban
All right,
Kyrie,
Because I
like,
think
really,
because
really
I think
hard.
that it is important because so far very early Minotaur because they want
Minotaur
Onyx because
ban.
Onyx wants to take away maybe
Huh.
Fredrin or maybe take an assassin or
Interesting.
Guinevere for example.
Or Claude.
But or Claude maybe.
don't know.
And AP
I
Bren
mean,
immediately
Ogre
will
has
answer that
been,
with their
like,
Fredrin because it
stellar
has been
on
successful so
Minotaur,
far.
but I
Game 1 and
already
game
said they have not
3
been
were because
picking
of the
up this
Fredrin.
hero
Then
since
in combination with the
since
Ardent. And
up
what
past
value do you
the
get out from
stages.
Ardent? It's a flex pick, right?
What's their
Then Onyx eventually
Well,
will take probably their marksman afterwards, get the Bruno together
will
with
be
something like a
disrupted by
Faramis,
the Minuan
but the Faramis
Fury.
was banned out anyways.
Right now, we're waiting for AP Brand for their
Okay.
final ban. Primus Matilda,
Yeah, I mean,
as
like,
well
he
as
did play
Minotaur
an
banned out by
assassin in the
Onyx.
second game, which
For
they
AP
won.
Brand, banning out the Nolan, banning out the Joy. They're really
Guinevere.
considering this. Do they want to ban
I'm
out
so
the
sad, like, we
Guinevere?
don't get to see
Or
any
do they
of,
want
like,
to
those,
open
like,
it up?
jungler picks any, like the
Looking
like
at
the
the bans
assassin
here.
junglers.
Looks like they're banning the Guinevere. So now,
Okay, what is open?
Like now,
What
but no,
is
everyone
open?
is
There's
just
the
sticking
Bruno,
to, like,
obviously, as well as the
the
Ardent.
safer
And then
fighter.
the Fredrin's going to be picked up.
Okay.
Very nice
Fred.
snatch coming out
Fred
from
first
Onyx. AP Brand might follow this by picking up something like the Ardent that they really
No,
really
Nolan
like.
is
And then
Nolan is banned.
together with
Yeah,
that,
Nolan
maybe
is
take
so-
the Bruno. So Bruno and Ardent should be the
so
response
from
response
so
for
basically
AP
from
Brand.
Brent's
I
side.
don't think the Valentina is a good
let me
pick
just,
anyway,
like,
so
click
Onyx
here.
might get their hands on the Valentina
from
actually,
Brent's side,
their third pick.
it's
Together
all-
with
it's all targeted
maybe
bans
their
towards
marksman
Kyrie,
already. If the
Gwen,
Bruno is picked up by
Joy,
AP Brand,
Nolan.
they answer with Claude or Brody perhaps. Which kind of makes me think, what if AP Brand goes Arlet Brody
basically, it's like
immediately?
Harley Brody,
imagine
man.
earlier
I mean,
you're on the
based
high
on
and
what
you say
happened
it's one
just
of
now,
the
I don't
safer
hate it. I mean,
picks
let's face
to
it.
play in the
Sans
jungle,
went to
and
gank,
yet he gets suppressed.
and it
like,
wasn't
I
enough to
think
get a kill.
Bouncer would be Fred
Super Marco is
already.
just like, I'm fine. As long as there's minions here. Guess
Well,
what?
I like
I'm
how
here.
this one guy
I'm
in
Super
the,
Marco.
in the,
He
com-
is
in the
super.
comment section is
Super
like, that's a trap, that's good
Marco.
Sperrin.
Yes.
And also, whoa!
Different, totally
It is
different.
Completely different.
Super duper.
AP
different.
Brand say, oh,
Pure.
Audience cheers. Kyrie, audience for silence. Onyx. Understand.
this guy is making memes on the go, man.
That's right.
That was just literally a few minutes ago.
That's right, that's right, right, that's right.
But now, the 1-1 as well as the Akai. Talk us through this pick.
Obviously,
Testing
the
for
Akai
CW's
secures the
1-1.
fact that you
So
can get
interesting
the
is like
stats
they're-
for
like
the
CW has not
ultimate
been playing 1-1
of the
either.
1-1 for the
I think they've,
Crossbow
no, I think
tank.
they've been banning it
But that
as
doubles up.
well.
I think at
They
least
go
the
for
Claude we
Claude
still
again.
got correctly. And then the Valentina is open for Onyx. I still think
Valentina,
it's good,
they
right?
wanna go
Especially
for
going up
Claude.
against this. Going up against this.
Yeah, I don't like
Akai.
so I
Unfortunately,
don't like that
imagine
either,
if they
but it's
had
more
the
like,
Minotaur
they wanna
right
go
now for
to-
Onyx. That would be great for them.
Novaria is open.
Curious to see, yeah, Valentina as well as Lilia. But instead they go Kaja. The constant ban of AP Brand now let through.
Here's the thing. I was
Yes.
thinking of the Kaja, the classic matchup against the 1-1. I hesitated to say anything because there's an Akai. Wouldn't the Akai be a problem for the Kaja?
Definitely, 100% true. But I think that they just want to make sure that the 1-1 will be locked down. And the flicker as well as the ultimate coming out for the Kaja. It doesn't matter whether or not they get scrambled because of the heavy spin. They can dive it. So I think that
Why
Onyx
would
will
you say
eventually
so?
close this draft out with 2 dive heroes.
Let me just say, it's usually the cat going after the bird, but it looks like the bird wants to go after the cat.
The Angela,
Yeah.
The
as
puppet.
well. The puppet.
All right.
Now with this, right, they have so
The
much to say. The
Angela.
1-1 already very hard to kill.
Angela.
The Akai, same thing.
Angela for
You know, you had an Angela. Even if Onyx get a Divine Judgment, right, it's going to be tough to lock anyone
No,
down.
but no, it's kind of
one
like
would
when you
feel
do
like has
Divine
9 lives.
Judgment during the Heart Guard, you
maybe
get
5.
2 for the price of 1.
It's M5. Better than Great Man.
Wow.
If
So-
Red becomes a champion... Oh,
No, it's like, why would the casters say, oh, like, oh, it's
We're
going to be
hoping
very
for
hard
you,
to
man.
divine
it was too
judgment
fast. I think
someone,
if
especially,
Brent
with
becomes
the
a
Heart
champion,
Guard,
he will
but
ask
no, you're getting
somebody out
it.
to be his girlfriend. Something like that.
You're the only Tagalog speaker here, so we're looking at you. But now we're looking at the bans.
Yeah,
Getting the ban out, and now for Ani, Benchka, and Paquito.
I mean,
I
yes,
like both
but I
bans
think,
here.
no, it's fine.
Because
It's
again,
like normally,
very good synergy
what
coming in
Kaja
with the
wants
Kaja,
to
and
go
the
for
Paquito
is
has
the
been
2
to be a
for 1
problem.
package.
If AP Brand does not get any dive heroes
usually
after this,
that's the
maybe
case.
Onyx
I
might
mean,
consider
like, just
something
based on
going
what we see.
really, diving deep into their hero pool. Maybe a Farsa actually, because Farsa is traditionally a hero that you combo with the Kaja to take out the 1-1.
My question to Marco. You don't like the Fredrin EXP, right?
No.
I'm just throwing
Yeah,
it
I mean,
out.
overall, I think
What
it's like, I think for
What
T-Boy especially, it depends on the
Is
situation.
it okay? Is it not okay?
It's like
I
depends on
think
how
for
this
this
plays
case,
out. I
it's
think he
okay, right?
definitely
Onyx
know
have,
when
I
to
think
go,
Onyx are the only
when to
team
go
to have
in for
proven that the Fredrin
another
can be
way
played
of
at
denying the
XP.
divine judgment.
But you
is
still don't
way.
like it.
Honestly, is
But I
that
still don't
TC
like
goes
it.
for
I hate the Fredrin
goes for the
XP. It's already
utility.
such a boring hero in the jungle. Put in an
That's one way of
XP,
denying it.
and it becomes even more defensive. At least in the jungle, he moves forward. As
Yuzong
XP, he's just like,
Angela,
oh
honestly,
man,
I would,
cover for my
I think that's a
gold
really.
laner.
Oh, wait,
we
they're pulling.
gotta
Oh, we're getting
roll
close.
it, roll it, roll it, roll it.
We're getting
All right.
close. Yeah, let's go.
May
Let's
you have
go.
luck,
Let's
my
go.
friend.
Here we go.
Let's be in your
If it's a
favor.
bad
I like
skin, it's a
those.
boo from the crowd. If it's a
Okay,
good
okay.
skin, it's a
Okay,
boo.
Lolita. Alright. Oh.
Oh, that's another
That's
boo,
not
man.
bad. That's special.
Anything that's not the Aspen
Oh,
skin
it's
is
a
a boo.
Luna.
Oh, wait,
Wait, Oh, that's very nice.
That's my
Special.
favorite.
What is that?
That's the Uranus.
Yeah.
That's a very.
Uranus. It's pretty good.
Hey, overall win.
Oh, you got the Lunox
Nah,
one. Oh, you
if it's
skipped
not
the
the
Lunox
aspirants
one.
or a collector, it's not a win, man.
Hey,
Well,
hey,
no, it's
an L.
among the casters,
No,
I
but
see.
that's
go back to the
Dire,
draft.
by the way. Shout out to Dire Dude.
Priestess of Primal Lightning.
Edith? Oh my god, there's so
I'm thinking
many
like either Farsa for
combinations with
Onyx.
the
They
Angela.
want to be
Board.
gorgeous. Gorgeous is great, by the way, but
There's
it's kind of.
potentially a lot of combinations with
Listen,
this Angela.
You
pick.
doubted the core earlier, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, no, I'm saying it's good actually, but it's kind of boring, you know. I don't want to
Okay.
see Sans in that kind of hero.
They go
No
Valentina.
Valent.
wait, let me just
Go
recap.
back to the Valentina.
Gideon hates the Uranus, you hate the Fredrin EXP, and you hate
Well,
the
this one
core.
guy
No, I
crying because
don't.
like it's
It's
the
just that
Lunox
I
skin.
want
wait.
to see Sans in a different.
Wait, man's got
Oh,
stats.
Man's got the
Okay.
Man's
Man's just
got the
got
statue.
the M5 Yuzong figurine. Now that's a W.
Wait.
That's a
Who's
double.
this?
That's a flex.
Look at the face.
Look at the face.
Look at
Look
the
at the
face.
face.
We gotta
Who's this
see.
man?
Okay.
Okay. Dude, you're a
Man.
W man.
W man.
Should we give the one on the...
No. We
Okay,
don't-
Ooh, there it is. Okay.
No, he
Okay.
climbed all the way up to the
Okay.
figure already.
Speed,
Hayabusa! Hayabusa!
jungle.
Mirko, talk
Man,
us
and
through
Hayabusa.
Kyrie.
Where else
AP
can it
Brand,
be?
if you don't go Hilda, you can actually go Hilda here.
You're right. The Hilda would be quite deadly. That
Again,
was
hey again,
the
yo,
same
I'm
pick
at a hot
that
pot
Todak
station.
went for
You're
to dismantle
not, and I'm
Onyx.
not doing
And
okay.
M4.
Did you eat too much,
Group
Gin?
stage.
Especially like Edith versus the Fredrin, that's a nothing.
If you
win,
can
know?
see,
Oh wait, yeah,
stuff
I
is
was
right
talking
there.
about the Fredrin EXP.
Oh, we're doing it again.
Oh, we're
All
playing
right.
again.
Are you
Oh,
ready?
let's go,
Make it
let's
quick,
go.
make
One
it
more
quick.
pull.
The stadium, are you
Oh,
ready?
this is Manji.
It's a bad
It's Mr.
skip.
Diamond?
Bro!
Press the
It's the
button.
Mr. Diamond!
Ah! Oh, no diamonds.
Manji!
Manji!
Manjin is
It's
poor.
impossible.
Manjin's
Richest caster in the Philippines. It's impossible he doesn't have diamonds.
Hammers again.
Wow.
Thams. This is what we get against the Fredrin.
All right,
It's like a
bring
four-
it back.
actually a
Bring
four
it
protect
back
one
into the
situation.
trap. Looks like my prediction about Fredrin EXP was there. Hayabusa here, 0% win rate in M5 so far. The Damas, again, performing
This
extremely
guy
well.
also,
It's
he's
just
showing off
flexing.
here. He
Every-
played,
no
that's
way.
your reptile.
Come on,
It's you.
man.
Okay, so he's the richest
It's up
caster.
first, it's
He
you.
is the richest
He is.
caster.
No chance to defend yourself.
No.
All right, jumping into this game, well, what are we
Okay.
predicting here?
Oh boy.
I'm thinking.
I'm actually looking
I'm just
forward
happy that
to
the
Haya,
Hayabusa is
but I'm
picked.
also
Remember
so
the last
concerned
time
for
that Kyrie
Kyrie, like
picked up
his
the
purple
Hayabusa,
buff
M4,
is going to
the
be
highlights that were
disturbed.
made. And I do want to go to a game 7, so please. I think that this could
The
be
more
an
you
Onyx
say you
game.
don't want the
Well,
game
to
to go
everyone
to game
watching,
7, the
especially
more
those
likely it's going
Clippers,
to happen.
you
So I'm
know,
doing,
Mirko,
I'm saying like, oh, I want a game
If we
7.
see a
yeah.
assassin on Kyrie,
opposite.
it'll be Kai!
It's
We're
Oh,
jumping
okay.
game
I
number
thought, I
4.
thought the whole thing
As
like,
Keyboy said
the,
once,
the screen
when he was
froze and I
told
thought we were
to
going to
imitate
do a
me, he
pause.
said, "Oh my God, Kairi Hayabusa," and we get it
I don't
now.
want to say
Yeah.
that. No.
You know what? The Hayabusa is
Okay,
really
okay.
high. But talk us
Kyrie
through
is actually
here
starting
because,
with
again,
orange.
0% win rate on M5. I cannot emphasize that enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, both
think it was used
both
maybe
junglers
twice.
are starting
Yeah.
with orange.
But then again, this is Kyrie Hayabusa, so it's gonna be very
So
different.
it
The thing
is
is, they
Boots. It
went
is
for
Boots,
the
Fredrin EXP.
Edith, which is a hero that doesn't
Which
really necessarily
I
lack
think
on the
it's
Hayabusa.
fine considering
But they
how
do have the
Boots
Akai,
is
so
just
I think
put
that's
in
good.
such
And
a
also
state.
AP Brand, we cannot forget the fact that they still have 1-1 Angela, a very strong combo. So I think that
1-1
AP Brand will have the more
Angela.
comfortable draft heading into game number 4.
You have to be
My
really
only
careful.
question here, going
Like how
with
does
the,
like a punch?
is it like a desperation coming in from Onyx? Because if AP Brand wins the next one, it is going to be match point. But with that, let's look at the emblem set here.
Yeah, gonna be a Impure Rage, in fact, for Kyrie instead of the
Interesting.
lethal Ignition, right? For your RG, typical RG. But yeah, you can see the Thrill as well as the
I
Season
don't know if
Hunter, and
anyone
then of
redeemed
course
the
that
code
Impure
up
Rage from
top.
Kyrie. We're gonna see
the
if
code.
it's pretty good at it so far.
I
Flexing
really
his,
don't know. It's like at this point,
quad
it's like,
shadow
I don't know
boots.
if it's gone, and then I can't
And
put
now
up the new one.
looking at the item builds here.
Ooh.
That's
Again.
Flicker.
Looks like AP Brand right now
Maybe
as
you
well
can
as
just
Onyx.
put another one.
I'm looking at the timings here because this is Oakland using the Edith as a roam.
Like put two coats
Yeah,
there.
We saw
yeah,
earlier in
so
game number 1 how
I
Black
mean,
was
I
so
probably
impactful
do
in
it
Super Marco.
after this because like, we still want to watch.
against Kyrie as
And
well.
like
See
me,
the-
like halfway typing, like halfway
Now,
looking.
back to the question
Wow.
here, the timing from AP
I don't
Brand.
have enough
Yep.
eyes.
What time should they
I
strike?
know I wear contacts.
Every
I wear
time they have the
glasses, but
heavy
that
spin
does
up.
not
Fortunately,
increase,
they have
like, my
they have
overall
Tams, Edith as
peripheral
well
vision.
as this Akai. So I think that they don't really have the timing. But every time that the turtle fight is there, they have
no,
the
I
heavy
mean, I
spin.
really, like,
They can
basically half
absolutely
blind.
fight against Sonic.
with my
Basically,
existing
with the
eyes, so
assassin
like my
pick, though,
contact lens just
they have to
kinda
give
makes up for
everything
it,
away
so I
neutral-objective
actually
wise,
am,
right?
like,
Flaps
the
Easy doing a good
main
job right now.
handicap.
Zoning Kyrie away. The quad shadow to be used up as well for Kyrie. Getting full stacks. Hard guard ready. San steals with a primal wrap, but the vengeance keeps them at bay. All for the turtle to be taken for free by Kyle Teasy.
Boots
Flap
at
taking
the
very
back.
low.
Oh,
Hard
hard
guard
guard
to come
already
down
popped.
onto Flap, giving him enough HP, enough sustain
Yeah.
to survive and
I
disengage.
feel like it's just a full
Something
on
that I
brawl
do worry
around,
about
like,
as well, because
Kyrie's jungle.
We gotta talk
fence.
about Flap TZ with Vengeance here. A Claude going up against anyone with a Vengeance
Yes, sir.
is not gonna be looking good for the Claude. CW has to think a lot before he goes in with the Blazing Duet.
Yeah, it's like AP Bren got the Terizla, but a much faster damage build kind of Terizla. I'm not saying that Thanos is better than Terizla, because Terizla still is better overall. But the thing is, that's what they get. It has good lane prio, because if you're going to be looking at Terizla, it's quite slow when it comes to walking from lane to lane. Because of the passive as well as the first skill of Flap
At least
TZ,
not too
he's
bad
able to
this time
traverse
around.
the map from bottom to mid lane faster than a Terizla would. That's how they can keep up the pace against Onyx. So that's the general idea why Flap TZ went in for the Thams against Onyx.
So AB
For
Brand,
now,
even
they're
though
not
they
going
got
to
the
mess
turtle
with his
in terms
purple,
of
it
the
seems.
goal difference,
But they are
not
trying
really,
to
because
steal
the only one that
everything
has a
else.
goal advantage on AB Brand is Few, where he has a 100. Like, isn't that negligible at this point? AB Brand, they're trying to slow down Kyrie, but I saw his farm just now.
They
It looks
seem to have
pretty alright.
other
He just
plans.
stole that. Oh, well, he just recovered his own creep in the jungle with retribution.
Because right now,
and then straight into the
gold
bottom
lead
side.
is,
So
like,
he's actually
quite,
leading despite
like,
not having
like,
a
it's
turtle.
quite minimum, yeah. Like,
It's gonna be
they're
the
quite
trend now
evenly
for
matched
Onyx.
right
Try
now.
to find ways to get
Maybe
something
a
out of
slight
the
jump
map.
when they secure the
And
turtle.
do not contest
but,
for the turtle
no
fights.
first
Maybe
blood
if they
drawn
find
yet.
a good opening on keyboard, maybe they could try to contest. But I think that overall, AP Brand, this is their jungle. This is their river in a way. They will take care of the neutral objectives easily.
Well, I kind of feel like if
This is
AB
a very
Brand, as
slow
long
game
as
from both
they're
sides.
moving with looking at the map here, they are separated. So if Kyrie
Onyx-
finds a
Onyx is
moment where
having a bit
AB
of a
Brand
gold lead. I
is
think
not moving
they
as a
did
unit,
steal something
he can
from
get his
Brand.
snowball going by catching the mistake of AB Brand. But during this turtle fights is going to be a little bit difficult. I am wondering if
Is Kyrie
Kyrie wants to
comfortable
contest
enough
for this,
to
because
start
we've seen him on his
contesting like this?
assassins, man. He wants to try.
Flicker, everything used up on the key-boy, taking first blood. Super Marco gets it. Kyrie in the mid right now. Quad Shadow in.
Oh, Kyrie
finds
gets
it.
the- gets
Oakwood
turtle.
chasing him down right now.
Yeah.
Quad Shadow, he popped in. Kyrie versus the world. AP Brett chasing him down. Kyrie. Shadow kill. Boots is here. Shots also with the Primal Wrath. Kyrie going in the back.
no.
Crossbow tang. The Super Marco and the heavy
Oh, the
spin.
crossbow just
from
came out just in
Kyle
time.
Peasy locks them all down. The turtle
Nice.
traded in
You
for
got the-
2.
you
No,
got the
3 with
objective at
keyboard.
what cost
4
of your
minutes
team?
in, AB Brand move as 5. That's very quick
Like,
timing
this
there.
is like, they're actually
swap is
playing
just
like
top lane.
5-0.
There was
Sunset
the
just
turtle,
forced
and
the
obviously
flicker.
the goldaners were there.
Oh, they're just
See, for
brute
Onyx,
forcing their way
our
up
main
top.
reservation for the
Suns
Hayabusa is
can
that
just clear out just about.
if you
Oh, they
get
still-
the neutral objectives, you can easily be taken out.
Not sure if
We
they
gotta look
still
at Kyrie. Does he
Yeah, I
have
think
the
they
purple
still
ball?
do.
No, he
Because if
doesn't.
not,
Doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, they already
Stolen
started
away.
to steal the
AB
Kyrie
Brand has
turtle.
started this.
He's just 100 gold behind. That's actually very surprising.
Where is he getting the farm?
Well, he got the farm and he also stole the turtle earlier, so
That's right.
technically not that far, but now
balance it
without
out,
the
but-
purple buff, right?
Yep.
That's where the problem starts.
We gotta talk about the Trojan Scythe as well on
They
this
did
Hama.
kinda
So
left,
whenever
like,
he
CW to his own
tries to
devices
create
because
space, even though he doesn't
they're,
have
like, they're
defensive
rotating
items,
so much.
he can take care of himself.
Yep, for
Because
sure.
like 1-1
And it's
joined
a
them
great
to fight all
rundown
the
on
way opposite
on the
side of
Frederick,
the
for
map.
example. You can slow them down so
So
easily. Even the
CW was
catch-up
able
and
to like
skip your
just kind of
sights.
free farm and got
That
the
is going to
turret.
be good for AP Brand.
Oh, some good damage. Onward, and the Earth Shadow, the Appraiser's Wrath deals nothing. Not even helping Boots sustain. And AP Brent find another kill on Super
Win on Edith
Marco.
is quite a
Prestige in the mid lane, tier 1. Another Shatter down Kyrie with the Quad Shadow and the Retry to keep this turret defended.
They will eventually defend. Another problem here that this Hayabusa might
They're
face
kind of
is the sustain
is
that you
losing
can get
map
out of
control.
AP Brand. Angela just gonna be a big problem
They're heavily
later on. That's
rotating
why
many
later
people
on
to,
they definitely
to
need
get kills,
both
secure
Kyrie and
object-
CW to
like,
deal the
secure,
damage
like,
because
the
it's gonna be
neutral
CW to
objectives.
kind of mess with the shields as well as the sustain, and
But
it's carried for
they're-
the sweeps.
Now the turtle has been started by AP Brand.
Curious.
CW Sans as well as Keyboy is there. Ogwen finds Boots.
Heavy spin used up
Heavy
already.
spin.
Primal Wrath gonna
Yeah,
be
Boots is
going
alive.
as well.
Oh, no! They just they
and
paused.
you hear the
Literally,
round.
right at the turret,
Right
at the
before
turtle.
a big team fight.
Right at the
Ladies and gentlemen,
turtle.
please do be patient with us.
Oh no.
We'll try to solve this technical issue as fast
Oh my
as
God, they
possible.
literally
So now we
paused
gotta
right
talk
at
about the possibility,
like at the
because I'm
retreat
looking
timing, I
at
think.
the draft
Like,
coming
just
in
basically 1
from Onyx.
second
They could
before
play
the
with the map.
retreat.
They got the Hayabusa. They got the Claude. And we saw at 4 minutes, AP Brand
Oh my God.
was very much willing to group up together.
Oh my God.
So is there a possibility
we had
of
so
Onyx
many
just
M
splitting the map?
series.
Yes, that's what they need. But at
Why-
the same time, you're
why is
facing up
this
against
happening?
Tams with a. Actually, his emblem. I'm looking at the emblem.
Who called the pause?
No speed up, but that's okay. But the Thams is naturally very speedy when it comes to like going from one
Not-
lane to another. So the
not
split push
Onyx.
might not be that fast for the side of Onyx. It's possible, but it's manageable because of the Thams. Who
Onyx
gets the
just
turtle?
killing.
We're back though, it seems we're back. The players are already ready.
Mm-hmm.
Might still be testing, not too sure.
Kitty, you might
Either
sit
way,
in here. I
man,
need to
looking at the
go
screen
to
just
the
now, you
bathroom.
saw a 39% win
Thank you.
possibility
Use
for
the bathroom
Onyx
real quick.
and 61% win probability for AP Brand. We got to remind everyone here that if AP Brand wins this, it is going to be match point.
Hello
So
everyone.
it's going to put a
This
lot
is
of
my
pressure
stream
onto
now.
Onyx. If they want to get
Hey,
that
yo, I
trophy.
can't do anything
They gotta
about
work
it.
super hard for it. With that being said, we're now gonna be jumping
Hold on, let me do
back
some
into the
adjustments while
game
I'm here.
with a turtle.
Make the screen
Who
a
gets the
little.
turtle?
It's AP Bren.
Oh, what? Sonic with a win.
We are back in the game.
Kyrie's next.
Bear with me,
Super
please. Oh my god!
Triple
Super
kill.
Marco!
On the board, 5-0
That's
and
something.
2.
Hold on, peeps.
Right now,
Give me
AP
just one
Bren.
moment.
This is a big lead.
I'm doing some
Sans
adjustments
can't
to
protect.
the screen sizing.
This mid lane journey
And
is
there we
super
go.
important. AP Bren just takes it like that.
That's not a good sign for
Immediately
Onyx,
they
I
go
must
for the
say.
purple buff.
There we go,
Nullifying
that's a
this
nice
assassin
hit
pick again from Onyx. They already had the Fredrin.
Okay,
but
that's
they
not
switch
good.
it back to the EXP lane. And even without something like a Hilda or anything, there wasn't any problem. We're gonna see through the replay.
Okay, we get to see
what
the
happened in that
replay.
fight.
That's good.
It's brought to us by Kadia. And you can see that Sans
Marco,
already stole the
wow.
heavy spin, but it wasn't enough. I mean, Super Marco just kited all throughout.
Yeah, the Angela
What a
1-1
play
is
by
quite
Marco.
terrifying, I must say.
Honestly, Marco, you're
No,
the
what?
1-1
Super
expert
Marco just
in
went to
this
town.
position right now
Is it-
when AP
what
Bren
about the
has
objective?
3.4k
I believe
gold lead.
Brand did secure it.
And looking at the items here,
So
3
this
items
is
for
very much
Marco.
going
How
in
the
their
heck is he
favor
actually-
already.
Oh, he's super ahead, man. The thing is, on the 1-1, you might take a look at the gold lead and you might say it's just an 800 gold lead, not even 1,000. But the thing about 1-1 is, if you reach that corrosion site and the DHS, that's already your power spike. That's why you can go for the Win of Nature, and now he becomes lethal. Because he can find those weakness points, take more of a risk, and still be doing maybe even more damage than CW.
Yeah, and Kyle TZ took quite a lot of damage there, but again, the fact that he can take that much damage shows that Onyx is not ready to fight just yet. We see Kyrie again. I feel like even though he's under this much pressure, he can still do it. Sans doing the most damage here.
Onward, catching
That's
his
not good.
dash.
Ooh,
The prediction from AP Bren from Ogwen.
damn, he's just
T-Boy
gone.
taking out Sans now. Looking for
T-Boy
some sort
just
of
melted.
retaliation, but AP Bren are utilizing this chaos to go for the Lord. Onyx in shambles.
But look at Kyrie, man. He's looking for the side lanes.
Vengeance. Baptiste just standing there menacingly. CW can't do anything, and Lord gets taken without the help of the Retribution. Kyrie in the bottom lane, looking for a trade. Boots brought back to the team. Kyle TZ there. Should be able to retreat and does. Takes away another purple
Kyrie
buff
also
from
needs
Kyrie.
timer.
And Kyrie can only get
Somewhat.
a
With
tier
his
2 in the bottom
itemization.
lane.
Usa's a
Trade
bit
the Lord and a
hard
purple
these
buff.
days.
Oh,
Yep. It's nothing that Onyx is getting right now. They're trying to
He can
defend.
still
They're
push
trying
off.
to
That's it.
just go for the clear out on the side lanes, but it will not be enough at all. AP Bren might just steamroll into the top lane, especially because they have
Kyle
the
is
massive
there.
objective here.
Aw, dude.
Super Marco
Yeah, just
is
have to get
already
this up,
so farmed up. Kyle TZ is tanky enough. And even Flap TZ. You can see Flap TZ manning up against the members of Onyx, standing in front of them. Not scared at all because he does have the Vengeance and he's very tanky at this point, even getting the Dominance Ice. 10 minutes.
What to Onyx do?
But a big power spike
Like,
from
where
Kyrie. I
was the
saw that
Onyx
he
we seen,
built
right?
the Blade of Despair,
I
so
don't know.
I think it's not
AP
quite
Bren
over yet
was
for
like,
Onyx,
what
but
happened to
AP
them?
Bren wants it to be over.
No, I always know
it's
Bren
really
is
hard
that
now
strong.
for Onyx. I
So
feel like
wasn't
for
expecting, like,
Super Marco
Onyx to,
especially,
like,
right?
get
The main
spiked to Onyx to
idea for
sweep
Onyx
them.
was they want to get Super Marco
I
assassinated, but
always
he has
know
the Win
that
of
Bren was
Nature.
strong.
So what comes next? Where does the damage come?
I don't think it
Sans?
was a strat.
Now the Lord
Why would you
is down
lose
bottom, but
purposely
looks
to go
like
down to the
AP
lower
Bren
bracket?
is able to secure the tier 2s. Oh, CW wants Kyle TZ. He has to be careful.
Shadowkill also used up some damage back to AP Bren. Onyx still trying to defend from the siege that AP Bren are still going at it full force with. Conceal coming down. BMI getting him out. A good splash of damage from the turret to try to take these minions down, but AP Bren do a lot with that minion wave. The base turret in the bottom lane is low,
Sans,
very
not
low.
much impact
Oh,
with
look
the
at the purple
bounty,
buff
no?
here. Kyrie wants it, but AP Bren wants to deny it.
He wanted more. Mogwen needs to time it. No, he doesn't even need to. AP Bren have done it. They've taken another purple buff.
Yeah, that's my concern.
For the longest time, we haven't seen any Flicker Divine Judgment play from Onyx. In fact, there's no play that we saw from Onyx. The last time that we saw was probably the turtle fight where Sans was able to copy the heavy spin, but that's just about it. Onyx cannot find an opening for a team fight. And this Kaja
They
pick,
can't really group up.
even when
There's
it's
a
like one of the
1-1.
best heroes that Kiboy has ever played, it seems like he does not have an impact right now.
I mean, look in the lineup here, man. When Flap TZ as well as Ogwen is up in your face, there's it looks like there's no right target for you to catch because in theory, Super Marco and Few is the perfect target you want to catch. But
they
having
really
Flat
need to
Teasy as
hold
well as
out very
Ogwen,
much. I don't think
man-to-man
Brand will allow it.
defense on you, and even if you're able to penetrate that defense, Kyle is there, man. He's gonna nullify your engage.
Heavy spin.
Heavy spin.
Just one tap away from a cover.
So, I don't know, man. I feel like if you ran with the draft, they've successfully nullified the advance that Keyboy has on his Kaja, but if he can prove me wrong, I'm all for it.
Keyboy up top.
They spotted him. Keyboy all alone, isolated. Still with a flicker now.
Wait,
Kyle Teasy with a heavy
we're
spin.
gonna run
Locks
Keyboy.
Keyboy
Keyboy's
down.
gonna
No way, they have to look.
Super Marco
There's no
has a
run.
monster kill.
He was
6-0
like
and
isolated.
3.
That's a problem.
Drafted so well here.
And AP Bren,
Oh, they can unfortunately
He
even
finally
though
got purple.
Retribution forced
He
out,
finally got
Woods might
purple.
be in trouble.
Is in trouble. Onward, Earthshatter locking him down. The top boots gets him out with a flicker. Baptiste chases him down. CW now pushing some damage. Vengeance! Baptiste able to escape the shadow kill. Not able to take him down. Super Marco dashes forward, looking for one more. Boots sewn away. Meanwhile, Kyle, all this time, he's still on the Lord and he gets it for free. The Hive in Rizal Memorial Coliseum. Go wild.
AP Bren has been hiding this Thamus pick, man. He just, like you said,
just happens to be this
stands there
impactful.
menacingly. As long as he has the vengeance, dude, he feels strong. He feels invincible. He can make a beeline straight to anywhere and he'll be okay.
It will take so much from Onyx to be able to take down Flapteasy. DHS, the Trinity actually available now for CW,
feels
gets
to
the
feel like
Malefic
Onyx
Roar.
is still
Much needed in
experimenting.
this particular game, but they might not be able to utilize it
With the way
because
they're
AP Bren,
drafting.
everybody else is tanky. Everybody else is the problem.
Lord march down, gets a good charge on. The Primal Wrath stolen away.
Like,
Sans
a bit
trying to deal some damage.
experimental.
Ogwen, Earthshatter out already. No
Unless
armor
like
just
this,
yet.
like
Armor
this
to the back.
Hayabusa
Kyrie
is the
does
pocket
a bit
strat.
more damage onto him. But AP Bren will stay
it's not-
disciplined. They have a
if it is,
7,000
it's not
gold
working.
lead. They'll look for another wave in the mid lane this time around. AP Bren still with a lot of resources. Sans coming down into the mid lane with a splash of damage. Boots standing in the front. Flapteasy looking for an engage. Calteasy soaking the damage in. Divine Judgment
Yeah,
on the
Divine
Flapteasy.
onto
With no
one,
vengeance
but
this
it's
time
only
around. But he
onto
has it
that.
back
That
on
just
cooldown
comes
now.
out there. Hard
The
guard
base turret
on
cracked
Super
open in the mid lane.
Marco
Ogwen gets the immortality. Keyboy with a whip. But that's 3 base turrets
for all
down
the
for
turrets.
Onyx. And AP Bren are still lingering. That's
Oh my
Kyle!
God.
With a truncheon by Sans, but it's not enough. The mage, the Gila Sans, has been taken down. Now it's AP Bren 5 against 4. Super Marco looking for all the weakness points. Midway, still gonna be cleared away.
Waves are all
2 waves
crashing
coming
in.
down though. AP
Oh, I
Bren
think this
goes
is
down
over.
4, boosts up to
This
the
is
legend
over.
for CW.
Oh, this might be over.
With a truncheon by Few. Still able to survive. Kyrie marching back and forth. One more minion. AP Bren. The Wild Bees. The Hive. Match point.
Match point for AP Bren. One more win is needed to keep the trophy in
think they
Philippines.
purposely dropped-
One
right,
more
dropped to the
win
lower
for them to be the 2-time world
Lord,
champion.
this land is our home
Just
land and soon
one
it'll be
more.
Onyx burial ground.
That is what the crowd is chanting. They can
There's
feel
one guy
it.
with the iPad.
The first hometown champions, it's just
like,
one
it's the
win
Lapu-Lapu
away.
line.
Dude,
That is true.
the storyline.
Lapu-Lapu is
No host country
PH,
winning
right?
the M
Is he PH?
series. Right now,
Because,
AP Bren is
Malaysia
looking
is
at
Badang.
it and be like,
Yeah.
don't
Is
you know who we are?
From
And now,
Philippines?
a lot of things happen, man. We gotta talk about Flap TZ.
Is
But we're
it?
gonna
Okay.
give it over
Cool.
to Leo as well as Gideon.
Let me search that. There. It is from the Philippines.
Wait, where's the sound?
Where's the sound?
Oh no. Not again.
Ah, man. I have to agree with you, Leo. This is one of the few moments where you just let it sit in. The crowd is giving that extra bit of momentum for AP Bren, and it's understandable with the way that they are playing so far, the way that they are crushing it, not only in the lane, but also in the overall team fights, neutering Kyrie from his purple buff, and more importantly, just pushing the advantages, really abusing the weaknesses in the drafts thus far. As much as I would like to believe that
I felt
Fredrin
like
is
the
going to be
draft
the
was
solution
not the
to a lot of
best.
their problems, unfortunately this time
Yeah,
round,
the
I
draft
think that
was
even the
the easy
Hayabusa
one,
could
but
understand he couldn't go further than this. Angela being able to protect the right
Kyrie
targets
can't do
at the
anything.
right
He
time,
did
and
what
more
he did.
importantly,
Really?
Few making sure that even Sans
can't do
felt it
anything.
in lane.
Not as
Things
a
have changed so
Valentina.
much, but we have to talk about the MVP, Leo.
My mic
CW
made
is trying,
like the Hayabusa
but
in the jungle. It was very
he is-
difficult
he is a
for
clod.
Kyrie to do anything. And it's because of our MVP that the tempo actually got pushed
That would
up.
change the way they're
It's
approaching it.
Kyle Teasy coming in with the Akai. He's actually able to do more than just split up Onyx in those team fights. He's actually able to choke out once more Kyrie. AP Brent's performance in game 4 here was a combination of what they did great so far in the first 2 games they won.
Yeah, and again, Kyle, with one of the most important spells in the game, the heavy spin being the biggest deterrent, a nuke, some may say, for
Man,
Keyboy
what
to
would
stop
there- what
him
would
from
be,
going
like,
in.
the
And worse yet,
respective,
even
like,
for Sans,
teams,
he's
like,
got to be extremely
you know,
careful because the
M-series
only all
team?
he could really take was the Primal
What would
Wrath.
be,
And
like, let's
this
say,
is
like,
where we see
whether it's
Kyle really
Onyx
push
or,
that tempo, wanting
or
even a
Ben, what
slight
would be
EXP
their,
lead.
what would be their
Didn't even notice that he was sitting at 100 KP. That's just a testament to how well Kyle Teasy used the map and understood the assignment, that he has to do more than just take these objectives. He has to take him away
okay,
from
for
Kyrie
Open,
and
it's like,
punish
he's
where he
either,
can to get that lead
Minotaur.
bigger than ever.
But let's remember, at the end of the day, as much as he likes to
Matilda.
oppress, it's about their win
There's a
conditions,
bit more
and that's where you see
enchanter.
Super Marco and as well as Flapteasy really kind of take
there
that early
are
game
for
into their
few-
hands. And when you see Super Marco with 3 kills immediately
few,
after this
it's a
cleanup play,
combination
the
of things.
one
I think his
opportunity
Novaria,
that Onyx
his
had
Nemo is
to
very
try and
stellar,
even things
but
out,
he's
have
been-
they walked
like,
it
he
away?
can play a lot of
Maybe.
things.
But Super Marco said no.
Looking at the way the
Super
KDA went
Marco,
throughout all of
I
AP
think- I
Bren,
think for a
you're
lot of the
looking at
PH
just
teams
one
is
core,
hot.
right? You're looking at Super Marco. But the way Flapteasy and Ogwin also made use of the space that Kyle Teasy bought for them,
Kyle
it made them
is,
all the more confident
you know,
in
more of
even
the
blocking
tank-
the
the
main
tank-
arteries,
the
the
tank
movements
jungler stuff.
of Onyx to try and find even that one last Hail Mary play from Keyboy where he hung out in the bush to try and get a sneaky Divine Judgment, which now explains why, even in the hands of a very talented
Who
player
knows?
like
Let's see.
Keyboy, the Kaja has a
find out.
very, very low win rate.
I don't know what they ate today, or better yet, what preparation that AP Bren has done. They are reading movements across the map extremely well, being able to foretell a lot
definitely
of the
went out in
movements, and
terms of
more
the draft.
importantly so, it's not necessarily just about Kyrie, it's about the big playmakers, it's about Keyboy,
I'm really
and
not seeing,
it's
like,
even
I'm not
about
seeing,
Boots.
like,
As
Boots
soon as he's
have
out of
any
that lane,
impact.
they find him a punish.
Which
If
is,
Keyboy
like,
is missing off the map,
which is
they find that
concerning.
punish.
Let's check out the emblem set once more on Kyle Teasy. It's business as usual. I like the touch on the Quantum Charge. As an Akai, you have a few choices. Again, the alternative would be a Concussive Blast, but here, he's just using it to always be on his targets, always be moving, and again, keeping Onyx on their toes, keeping Onyx honest.
I think, you know, keeping Onyx honest is what's making AP Bren work out so much, right? Every single time we see in the draft, take away some of the comfort
like,
heroes, take away some of the
this
problems
either
that we saw in the previous
like,
game,
you
and
wouldn't
there's still
expect it,
another
like, most
solution.
teams, right, when they
Unfortunately,
got, but even in
Kyle
their
Teasy
own
might
league,
not be the person they
they're-
want to
yeah.
look to pinch this time
People
round
really
for the upcoming game,
underestimate this
but more
either
so
pick, and
to
it's so darn
escalate things
effective.
even further and get CW a winning matchup. It's not just about the quad anymore. These Wanwans, they've got to go.
Yep, looking at Onyx though, it's clear that CW had an idea. CW was
I can't
latching on
believe
the
they
fact that
let the
maybe
1-1
they can
shoot.
hold out for
Like, the 1-1 was
what,
open for CW
18,
and they
19
didn't
minute
take it.
mark, wherein the work he was putting onto the map would pay off.
They gave
As
it
soon
over-
as he
they
scored the
first
Trinity,
picked Fred.
it seemed like it was going to be a fair fight, especially since clearing waves wasn't going to be a problem. But that's difficult to assume that it's going to work out, that you're even going to make it to the 18 or 19 minute mark when AP Bren are hunting you down actively. Again, it's not just Kyle
serious.
Teasy, it's Flapteasy and Ogwin actively manhunting. They're actively looking for kills, and those two, actually there's a lot of damage between these two chunky heroes.
Best yet,
They
the biggest
really lack
nullifier of
damage.
them all. Have any Trinity build have as
Against
much damage
Angela,
as you
Akai.
want, but as long as Vengeance is available, you saw CW. He loses half of his health just auto-attacking this guy. He's got to be extremely careful. It is a big deterrent, and now that's something that they have to consider moving on. I think AP Bren, they figured out and cracked the code when it comes down to EXP exploitations, and now it's up to Onyx to find their own answers because unfortunately
it was
for
this
Boots,
Bren when
if they keep
when
putting
he
on
faced
these
up, I think
sandbags,
it's
it's
Onyx the
not
first time
enough,
around.
especially when he's up against it's Kyle who's doing a much better job.
There's a silent MVP amongst us, and that is few. The fact that he does so
like
well
this
to
source,
hide
yeah, I think
himself
that's
in
kinda
plain
cheap.
sight, to hide himself even from the map when it's so free to just clear waves as the Angela,
I
he's
guess
able
so.
to provide for all of the highlight players for AP Bren right now. Rich guy, Super Marco, even if he gets ganked by 2 or 3, he's fine, he's got a hard guard. Kyle TZ, again, we've already talked about how he has controlled this matchup. And even Ogwin is so confident to actually even go for those Tokyo drift onwards, really, and find targets even if they weren't so sure what were in the bushes nearby.
I mean, his greatest strength is the fact that they waited for the right time, the right opportunity, right? He can't just use his onward willy-nilly. The moment he uses it, he gets run down, and he's forced to use his ultimate.
think
And that's not what you
anyone's
want to do as an Edith. You're waiting for that one chance to
maybe
catch a
those
big
who-
fish.
I think
And
there
whether
are a
it
lot
be
of people
Sans,
who
whether it be
went to
Kyrie,
Onyx
doesn't matter
to win
which,
this,
as
and
long as
they
you
lost
catch them
Kyrie.
in the middle of that fight, it's
I
all over.
don't. No, I
All right,
don't want
here's
Onyx to go
where
down
the
without a
oxymoron,
fight.
the paradox comes in. Look at the amount of damage Super
No.
Marco dealt, and look at
Chico
how
is like-
dominating
Chico's like,
he
oh, I
was
could
and
do
how many
that.
kills the young Stephen Marco Regetiano got in this game. Compare that to how much CW and Suns were putting on the board. That just shows how effective AP Bren's front line was, how their peel was used for more than just protecting their front line, how they used it to bulldoze on through, coming into the base. What was that? Maybe
Because
a
this
wave
is very,
eater,
like,
just
very
taking all the
classic
inhibitors.
Bren
No, that's absolutely
draft, other
true.
than
We're
the
seeing that
Temus.
there is almost double the damage coming in from the side of
Temus
Onyx.
is- I think it's a recent
Flap
thing.
TZ, 35,000, still being the second highest damage dealer on his team, really begs the question, how impactful is your damage? How well distributed is it across the board? Kyrie could already barely participate in this fight, so unfortunately for Good Guy Boots, he's taken the brunt of those hits.
Something in me is wanting to ask, I want to know if the Fredrin has
Maybe I should
always
play
been the
Temus
plan,
again
if putting it in the
tomorrow.
XP was always in the books, or was it a mid-draft situation wherein, okay, we already stole it, you want
No,
to
I
push
used
the
to play a lot
advantage,
of Temus,
you want to
yeah.
make things spicier, okay, go get the Hayabusa. I don't know if that was the plan all along.
I don't know.
No.
It's one of these moments where you're starting to lose faith in your EXP laner.
No,
I
I
think
mean,
that
like,
unfortunately
see,
for Boots,
look at the
he's getting
situation,
shafted in these
basically.
drafts. And for Kyrie, putting him on a Hayabusa in such a high-stakes game, worst yet, we haven't seen Hayabusa come out as hard. It comes down to that purple buff, right? Your purple buff
Yeah.
is so important for these assassins to get ahead. And if you don't actually have a winning lane, and in this case,
They have no winning
it's
lanes.
not winning. Both sides, both EXP as well as gold.
Something else to note, check it out. Flap TZ's Tams, he was also on the charts, top 3 minimum for damage dealt and damage taken. That explains why there is a sudden appearance of Tams in the metagame. For a fact that a hero with no CC, compared to the heroes that usually dominate in the XP lane, like the Lapu Lapu or the Terizla, Tams is just a damage, soak, and dispenser. Is that a term? Yeah, it's a damage
Yes.
dispenser, right? Given the fact that you have a vengeance and you're able to just get in the backline, free, willy-nilly.
Man, I never thought that Temus
Plus
would
the
be
Angela,
back
that
like
just
this.
makes for a puzzle that Onyx has just failed to solve here in Game 4.
Yeah, it's a difficult puzzle as well, right? I think a lot of it comes down to the fact that so far, early to mid game, AP Bren's overall gameplay seems almost pitch perfect, right? It's hard to punish, and the most you're going to get is an equalization. But so far, they haven't taken any losses on these trades, and unless Onyx is able to, I don't know, really double down on that early game, I feel like it's hard to actually bounce back. To play for those 20-minute games really is exhausting.
One can only imagine what's going on in the dugout for Onyx with Coach Yeb and Coach Addy at the helm. I'm sure they got something left in the tank. Let's throw over to Mara and Mikey. They're in the crowd. What's going on?
Let's see how this goes.
Solid analysis as usual, and ladies and gentlemen, AP Bren is 1 win away. And with me and Mara here are 2 of the biggest personalities in the MLBB community. Oh, you're not? Literally and figuratively.
Physically lang kami.
Physically.
Physically.
Okay.
Let's give a warm welcome to Eruption and Ghost Wrecker!
All right,
He's
we'll
a
start
big
with
dude.
Eruption. Eruption,
Yes, sir.
who do you think is
He's
gonna
like,
win?
I wonder if
Who are you
they
rooting
stand
for?
like side by
Okay,
side with
May konting trivia.
Naisu and
Okay.
I
Yung
wanna
nanalo
see.
ng M1.
The winner of M1.
Sino nanalo ng M1?
Who won M1?
EVOS.
EVOS.
Anong bansa?
What country?
Indonesia.
Indonesia, okay.
Okay, sino nanalo ng M2?
Who won M2?
Bren!
Anong bansa?
Now, what's
Philippines!
on the side, now, what's a
Sino
good
nanalo
like,
ng
code for
M3?
runway?
Blacklist International!
Anong bansa?
Philippines!
Sino nanalo ng M4?
Echo!
Anong bansa?
Philippines!
Yes.
Now ito, sino ang mananalo ng
Yeah,
M5?
yeah, it's the one with the little Bronya in it.
Oh, that's good trivia.
Oh,
Basically,
okay.
you just said that the
Basically,
Philippines will
35%. Yeah.
get
So,
M5.
You're rooting for
Yeah,
AP
I
Brand.
guess we
How
can do
about you,
research
Ghost
later.
Wrecker?
Onyx.
You're rooting for Onyx.
Oh.
Oh, whoa! Whoa, the crowd! There's a wild reaction from the crowd. Mikey, how about let's see how they can cheer the fans.
Oh yeah, let me see you hype up the bees of AP Brand. Talk to the bees, Eruption.
Alright, alam natin ha, yung gagawin natin. When I say AP, you say what?
They know,
Okay,
they
isa
know.
pa. Ito, testing lang yan eh.
Oh, okay,
Testing,
just
testing.
testing.
Parang
Just
ito,
testing.
hip hip! Yan ginagawa natin sa Pilipinas eh.
Okay.
Hip hip! AP!
There you
Epic.
go.
Very fun.
The
Oh.
bees are alive.
He's good. Ghost Wrecker, we gotta make sure that the Onyx fans have the same level of energy. Whoa!
Oh, Nick. Oh.
I
Okay.
like the energy.
They're really
I like
sizing
the
him up.
energy.
Okay, you know what, Ghost Wrecker? Let's see if you're gonna win this game because we want to give prizes to the fans. How about this? We have this signed shirt. This is from Kadia, and we're gonna give it to 2 lucky fans.
Wow.
Okay? You're gonna lead the fans. We're gonna play a game.
Okay.
And if your team wins, separate team, they'll win this prize. How about that? Who wants to get the shirt?
Oh, we'll see what our personalities can do. You gotta help these fans out to get the Windows shirt.
Let's pick your people. Let's pick your players. Let's
sino
pick
kaya?
anybody from the crowd.
Anyone for the...
AP
Ito na, dito na tayo.
There.
AP Brand, yeah.
Okay.
I stay in the middle, stay in the middle. The fans stay in the middle.
There you go.
Anong pangalan mo, sir?
Roger.
Roger. Anong
Roger.
team mo? AB Brand!
Oh! Ikaw naman, what's your name?
Lars po.
Your energy. Like you gotta yell your name.
Lars!
Lars! Lars! Who are you rooting for? Lars?
Onyx.
Oh, Nick. Okay.
They're in the bench.
Okay.
Hindi kayo ah.
Meant to be.
Entubi sila.
Let's see who gets to win this signed shirt from Kadia. Now, all you have to do is name as many items as you can, all right?
In-game items.
In-game items. Eruption versus Ghost Wrecker.
So the fans, you can coach, of
itemization.
course, the personality.
You can help
Right,
them.
give us much. Palitan tayo, we go alternate.
Right.
We go alternate. First team who can't
Yeah,
give us
oh,
an
of course.
item, an in-game item, loses. The other team
Within
wins.
5 seconds, parang
Within
ganon.
within 5
Within
seconds.
5 seconds. Are you ready?
Oh, pato, big.
Ready.
Rock, paper, scissors. Who goes
I
first?
see. Okay. Who goes first?
Okay.
Nalito ako dun
You
ah.
go first.
You go first.
You go first.
All right.
All right.
Here we go.
All right, welcome to Mobile Legends. 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them!
Immortality. Twilight armor. What? Armor boots. Radiant armor.
Malefic Raw.
Divine Glaive.
Oh.
Warrior boots.
Ice One.
Ice Queen 1.
Ice Queen 1.
Oh, almost,
You won?
almost. Let it pass.
Ano yun?
Let it pass.
Tama
Let it
daw.
Ano Tagalog?
Ice Queen 1 nga eh.
Ice Queen wand.
Hunter Strike.
Brute Force breastplate.
Okay.
Ano ko?
Five.
Ano sa akin?
5.
Windbreaker.
Windbreaker.
Windtalker.
Hindi.
Windbreaker?
Wind Talker.
Sa motor yan, sa motor.
Sa motor. Mali.
Windbreaker.
Sa motor.
The windbreaker is a jacket.
Next, uuwi na siya eh. Uuwi na.
Maybe they should get an item
ko,
windbreaker.
wind talker. Sabi niya windbreaker. Gusto niya tumakbo.
Okay na, kaya na.
Okay.
Ikaw na.
Antikiras.
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 Okay. Oh, Antikiras. What do you have?
5, 4, 3,
Look at this
Boots.
Meron.
5,
Okay. We'll
4,
take the boots. We'll take the boots. We'll
Rose
take the boots.
Gold Meteor.
Rose gold.
Rose gold
5,
feature.
4,
Ice. There's so
3,
much.
2,
Endless battle! Endless battle!
Endless battle.
match.
Oracle.
Oracle.
5,
Oh.
That side is
Three,
call a friend.
2, 1.
friend!
Tatawagan mo siya.
We have a winner.
Nick.
AP!
Congratulations.
So bad.
Oh, you know what?
So
You
mean.
know what? How about we also give him a prize? Kidia, so nice. We're gonna give it to 2 of the best fans in here.
Hindi sa akin yun.
No, we're gonna give it to them. Do you want to say a message to your favorite players? Go ahead.
First of all, I want to thank you to Kidia for this shirt.
Yes,
And
thank you, Kidia.
Good luck. Even idol ko po si Kyrie, pero good luck pa rin
Oh,
po.
his idol is Kyrie.
AP Bren!
Whoa! He switched!
I switched. He switched.
They switched!
Look,
live!
look,
T-shirt na, may t-shirt na. Ayos na. Ayos na.
What do you want to say to your favorite
They're
player?
switching sides.
Thank you,
They're
Kidia,
switching
for this
sides.
shirt. And
Like it's
let's
ping
go,
pong.
AP!
Before we throw it over to the casters, we're gonna do it one more time. All right, Onyx fans, go! Okay, how about the brand fans? AP! It's gonna be a tough one in here. Who's it gonna be? AP Brand or Onyx? We're gonna throw it over to our casters all over the globe. Casters, pasok.
Man, I love the energy. Oh, wait, should it be the height? Man, I love the energy.
I love the energy, and I love the energy because it's both sides of the spectrum, man.
What about you, Wolf? You love the energy.
Nick.
Hey, You want to do the other one?
What? What?
You said Onyx. You want to do the other one?
AB Brad! No.
Now you can cheers.
You know what?
He's
Here
actually-
comes
no,
the
no,
TikTok drop,
Levin's
right?
gonna
Watch for
blast,
3
like, the
minutes.
other two casters'
You guys
ears
can win
off.
one
Wait,
TikTok
if
viewer
he
chest and
screams
watch
AP
for
Brand
5
again.
minutes or more, and you can win the TikTok
Okay.
deluxe chest and watch
Dude.
way more.
So,
And maybe you will have the energy that the crowd here has today. But we got to talk about match point here.
Match point.
Onyx wants to win this. I kind of feel like they do. But here's the thing, man.
Can they
Before we
even?
talk about that, there's something I got to announce.
Okay.
I want to tell all of you guys here, the M5 Battle Night will go live on the 30th of December and last
End of
for
the year.
2 days.
2.
With plenty of battle bonuses waiting for you. Battle Night Skin Chest from 30th of December to the 31st of December. Complete battle tasks in the game to unlock chest levels. Then choose a permanent skin from the unlocked levels for free. Awesome battle bonuses.
Oh, you get skins?
Play games and enjoy Team Star Protection for 3 matches.
And
You
do you
can
get skins?
also enjoy double star raising points, double protection points, double EXP, and double
That's
VP
right. That's
for
a
5
the
matches.
night is the night.
Heroes and skins free to use also
Where
from
you
the
get those?
30th of December to the 31st of December. Enjoy limited time free access to all heroes and variety of epic skins. Skins.
Hey, we get it.
We don't. Luckily, we're not on.
We're not on. All right, but now we're going into the drafting phase. Potentially,
Onyx,
ladies and
show
gentlemen,
us
the final
something.
game
That's quite
for
nice.
tonight. AB Brand. If they do it, it's gonna end here. Onyx, this is their last chance. This is their last. Hoorah!
Hoorah!
I'm thinking about many things here for Onyx. The way that they can solve this problem that they have. Maybe if they go back to the blue side, could be totally different. And with the ban on that Phobius, they're
1-1?
signaling that they wanted to go for the 1-1.
Right? No Paramis, no Phobias.
Exactly.
And they do.
They
Signature
do.
pick for CW. So, fun little fact as well, right?
Okay, they
Onyx
first pick 1-1.
have lost on the blue side. It was 100%.
Okay.
And then now,
Okay, no messing
Onyx
around
lost.
anymore then.
First loss on the blue side today.
And an immediate answer of the
But he
Claude,
lost.
as well as the Fredrin. I can hear some Kid Bomba.
I mean, Kid Bomba called it, man. He says it's gonna be AP Brand.
Yeah.
Looks like it's coming true here. AP Brand again picking up the Fredrin as well as the Claude. Very quick responses here. I'm looking at the mid lane. Should they go for the Valentina or Lilia right now?
Oh, could be Valentina, could be Lilia.
Hi,
But maybe
I'm
they
David.
just
How
settle
are
for
you?
something like a Martis
Good
or a
evening.
Nakai. Would they go Minotaur?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
The Faramino, very classic combo.
Yeah,
But
you
that
go
means
ahead.
that they will not go for anything like an Angela. This will be
Come
their. This is a
on.
very honest draft coming
Come
out
on,
from
so
Onyx.
much of it already.
The problem that they have right now is that they might be. They might, I mean, they
Okay,
might
I
see
have
the Akai as well as the Martis be banned out by AP.
Yes,
Brent
we're
during the
fighting over
banning
kick.
phase.
I mean, at this point, I'm just worried about Boots because our panelist was talking about how Boots has been shafted in the draft,
Yeah.
given heroes that is gonna make plays,
Give me
but is
1
not
second.
winning the lane. So I'm looking at the draft and I'm thinking, will Boots be having an easier time, or will he be the sacrifice lane?
But good thing is he will be the last pick anyways. AP Bren,
This whole series,
Kai
which
is
is very
still open.
unfortunate.
Hero that kind of is good against the composition of AP Bren. We know for sure that those are the kinds of heroes that you pick up against the Fredrin. There's also the Direct factor for
Good
Onyx.
evening, good evening.
And knowing
It's very-
that
it's
they have the
kinda-
1-1
I
anyways,
have a
all they have to
feeling
do is
we're
to make
going
sure
to
that
end
the
this
other laners, the
stream
XP
very
lane as well
late,
as the
considering
jungler,
how the game
should
is
be
going.
self-sufficient. Heroes that don't rely heavily on the farm. So make sure that the 1-1 will
Oh, they,
have the
oh, they
farm
won.
in the end.
Nice. It
That's the
was
thing
a
right now,
reverse
right?
sweep. No,
For
we're
AP
also-
Brand, they've been doing really
so
well
don't
at
eat
shutting
any
down
of these,
Kyrie,
but
whether
there
he's
were
on a
crumbs that
utility,
fell on the ground. I
especially
picked
when
them
he's on
up.
an
So
assassin.
just eat
The
this
Hayabusa
and,
pick seems like a very
just eat the
desperate pick
solid
now that
stuff.
we look at game
Yeah.
number 4. And AP Brand now
the
they're
spelling
starting
is
to
not
nail
quite
Boots.
right,
They
but
have heard
I think the
thoughts and
pronunciation
ideas.
is there.
Okay.
What happens when
As long
Boots
as the
doesn't get a playmaking
pronunciation is
hero
there.
Yeah,
shot?
that's stuff.
Yeah, because I was thinking of the Terizla as well, man.
Yeah, stuff is right here.
Without what we landed today from the US?
This man right here,
awesome.
you may have seen him in
Hey,
Gen
welcome.
5
I mean, I'm not
Walker,
Filipino,
one
but
of
welcome.
the
Welcome.
casters.
Welcome.
I say welcome?
On the
Welcome.
English broadcast.
Babu
This
hi.
is stuff.
Babu hi. All right, now the Dyrov, you were talking about it as
Yeah,
well, Mirko,
banned
and
out.
Darm getting banned as well.
Yes,
And
we're
now I'm
I mean, at this
finished with
point,
the cake. So I shall go
Does
wash the
Boots
plate.
have the Tabas in his arsenal?
See you.
He does. Actually, he
Yeah.
does.
He does. I mean, I think that Boots can play many kinds of heroes.
I
Going up
do
against
one more
the
game,
Claude, they might.
since I'm not casting.
What did you say? Jauh ke
As a fan,
Filipino
I
to
just
tengok
wanna
Indonesia
see more
juara.
games.
Yes.
What does that
He says he came from
I don't want
Indonesia,
things to
far
be too
away to the
one-sided.
Philippines to
I
see
want
Onyx
teams
win.
to put up a good
Oh,
fight.
thank you, man. I couldn't understand
Okay.
that. Your backup was well
Yeah.
appreciated.
100%, man.
Valentina is open for AP Bren, a valid option for this case. I mean, Few is phenomenal with it, but I will not be surprised if they go pick up something like a Kadira actually for AP Bren because they need a hero for Few to kind of eliminate heroes instead of Onyx. They need a burst. So Farsa, Kadira, although the most reliable hero might be the Valentina for AP Bren.
What about
Honestly,
just the
made the
Paquito
best
here,
team
right?
win it.
The
This
mid
is-
lane's
in
already
this case,
revealed.
it's like, this is
For
already
the side of
match point
Onyx, they
for
picked
AP Red.
Novaria,
I
so
wonder,
Valentina won't be
like, is
contested.
Onyx
Picking up a
gonna pull
Paquito
all the
here,
stops?
sure, it does stop that flex from happening from the Arlet, but hey, it's a strong pick. You get it on Flap Teasy. You
Doesn't-
also get Mr. or Master Ogwen
Yep.
on the Arlet.
Well, the clock is ticking. AP Brent has to make a selection right now, so the hero that they're gonna pick up
Why are people
looks like it's
like-
gonna be the Lilia.
Okay.
So
Oh,
if
Lilia?
Onyx is gonna
Okay.
pick up a utility
Yes.
jungler, he's gonna take quite a lot of
Okay.
damage.
That means that Onyx might just go for Lapu-Lapu on the EXP lane or the Paquito that we talked about. But Lapu-Lapu should be a wonderful choice. Then when it comes to their jungler choice, they still have Akai as well as Martis. They might just go revert back to the Martis because what they need to do right now is to just rely on the 1-1. They have solid pickups for the 1-1 anyways. They have the Minotaur as well as this Novaria. Akai or Martis should be the choice.
the
And
Onyx
then
just-
something like a Lapu-Lapu so that they can dive the backlines.
Right, looking at the selection here. A lot of crowd control as well as a lot of damage coming in from Onyx. The
Paquito
Paquito
So David,
getting
do you
picked up
support
here,
Onyx?
as well as
Oh,
the
the
box. Yeah.
Ooh, box.
I can't believe that the box is still open.
Yeah,
I
but
completely
Baksyan.
forgot
but
about
also
it.
the box check into the Lilia, right?
That's
It's a
true.
tough matchup here.
That's true.
Very, very tough.
Okay.
Baksyan is
AP
actually
Bren
very good.
can choose to go
Chris,
for
it
the
does
Arlet
fall
again.
off
For
towards
they
the
can
later
actually go for the
stages of
Lapu
game,
Lapu.
but they do have
They picked it
Novaria,
before. It's
as
Fredrin
well as
Lapu Lapu
1-1 to
Arlet.
kind of cover that
That'll be crazy, right? A
segment.
Filipino hero in the final, perhaps, game
Yes, sir.
of M5. AP Bren might be able to do it. What is the voice line that Lapu Lapu says?
This
What
is
do
our
you
This land
homeland.
is
Exactly,
this
right?
land
Exactly.
is our homeland.
Homeland. And soon
And
be
it's
the
soon be-
burial ground.
Of
The
Onyx.
barrier ground.
Let's
How
see.
fitting would that be?
But if he
Makes
does
a
go
lot
for the
of sense.
Lapu, the crowd will go wild, right?
Yep.
Right as he says, oh, he doesn't.
No, it's
Okay,
Grok.
They want the Lapu, man!
Let's
They
go.
want to hear, this is our homeland!
All right. Well,
Cool.
you want to show off your skin. Let's hope we have time.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's nothing.
We have too much power!
Dude, we're influencing the crowd. We're very sorry, but again, we're jumping in potentially the final game for today. Looking at the drafts, Wolf, do you feel AP Brand's got it?
Absolutely, they have a good hero for. They have a good
I
standard
do
matchup.
believe they do have
Just,
have what it takes. Both
Especially
teams.
because they have the Lilia anyways, and they kind of. I think that this backshot was kind of forced, but at the same
Yeah.
time, there's no other reason. I dare say though, for Onyx, all they have to do really is to rely on Chewe this time. Just rely on CW.
Really
They have
rely.
a very standard draft, Minotaur as well as Novar. It's gonna be great in the early and the late portions of
Yeah,
the game.
this land is
all
my
Carry
home-
needs
like,
to do is
this
to make
land
sure
is our
that he
homeland,
at least
and it'll
trades
soon be
for the first few
a
turtles
burial
and not
ground,
get
actually. That is
destroyed in the
Lapu
early
Lapu's
stage, and they're gonna
voice
be a-okay.
The host
Which
country
is pretty
has never
badass.
won an M series. Will
Let's
AP
go.
Brand be the difference maker, or will the Sky Kings ascend and then continue this best of 7? We're jumping into the game.
And he's already getting
We're
invaded
hearing it
by
already
Open.
from the crowd. This is our homeland, they say, as they yell out AP Bren. Ogwen early on invading the enemy jungle, going to be knocked out.
Gwen,
Flicker
forced the
already
Flicker
burnt
already.
out.
Keyboy
Kyrie
saving
hunting him
his
down.
skill.
Ooh, the Astrosphere dodge away from CW chasing. Ogwen gets out.
They don't want. They don't really want
Ogwen?
the kill.
Oh my
He's on in
goodness.
a way, I assume, to
But
get
that's
that
Flicker
first
that they
little.
committed. Burnt a lot of time though. Amazon Onyx would be very
I
happy
see.
about that.
In ultimate
Flicker
form,
not being
he says,
available
get
for
out
the
of my
Lord
land.
fight, for the turtle fight.
Looking at the emblem set here, I want to see
I see,
a
that's
little
cool,
bit more
that's cool.
aggression coming in
Yeah.
from Boots, because Boots is going very
So the
aggressive,
only,
having the
I think
Rupture
the
as
only
well as
like
the Festival of Blood.
one
An interesting
word
thing, converse
from
one
Tagalog
of-
that,
take a
that
look at
I
the gold
would
lane.
known is
1-1 versus the
Malakas.
Cloud. We saw yesterday that the trend was go for the Master Assassin,
Yep.
but this time they went both for tenacity.
It's like
Both are playing for
when back then they
survivability.
would
Both
say
are playing not for the
Red
lane, but
Malakas.
for the team fights. That's what they want to do the most. So far, let's look at this
Really,
matchup,
it's
right? The skill
interesting to
matchup,
learn
even
a
in the
different
jungle.
language.
It's Baksha versus
Unfortunately,
Fredrin,
no
but
one is here to
Countesi
teach
has been
me.
able to invade early on, getting a level lead.
Yeah, it's mainly because of the Graph as well, being very aggressive in that regard. I would say though,
How's the
Baksha is
farm?
supposed to be the hero that has a faster jungle take
It's the
rate.
distraction from
But
Ogwen.
the distraction from Ogwen. At the same time though, few can leash, and Novaria cannot leash as much.
Interesting though. Looking at Caltesi, wait a minute. A knockup, a taunt onto Keyboy. Should be able to escape this one, but look at the emblem that Kyle
I like
actually
this
chose.
draft a
We've
lot
seen
more,
many times that now it's the concussive blast that has
This
become
draft
the norm
at the
for
start,
Fredrin. White Braves might hear Wolf.
Owen, like, you know,
It's a
just
standard.
being
Actually,
very
was the
annoying
first
towards Kyrie at
emblem
the
of
start.
choice.
He
Then there
almost
was
getting
the
taken
bottom
out.
charge,
They
eventually
just kind
the
of drove
concussive
him out
blast,
of
and
your
now
side
going
of the
for the
map. They
base
didn't
fight
really
because he
go for
wants
the
to team
kill.
fight. I think that AP Brand, particularly for Caltesi, they're recognizing the fact that it's the
man,
Claude
but no one
that is the main
followed.
character here.
Minions Fury and the knockup Keyboy now knocked out
They
himself
kind of
by a
left
wild
him in the
charge
dust.
from
Yeah, they kind
Ogwen.
of
feel like that's
That's
happening
few.
a lot.
they kind of like just
Man
left him
who is
there,
on a
like
mission to get his
with
second
no follow-up.
M-Series title.
Let me just
Everyone
say
is
that
just kind of
play
playing
was
their own
possible
game.
because of
I'm not sure if that will kind of
Ogwen
bite
saw
them
the
in the back
pathway coming
later,
in from Kyrie,
but
making
I guess we'll find
making AP Brand know that Kyrie is far away so they can burst down the turtle. No hesitation at all. Onyx having both Keyboy as well as Suns trying to create the illusion that they
That's a
want to
lot
contest for
clear.
it, but the illusion was shattered because
AP
Ogwen
Brand
found out where
was
Kyrie
able to
really
create
was.
As a two-time, right?
Amazing
first
play coming out from
two-time
AP Brand
winner
for sure. The
and
spacing
the
that they have,
breaker of
they're
the
not stopping.
Home country curse.
Keyboy very low, the
Oh,
wall.
Keyboy is
Flicker up the
Ah, yeah, he's alive. He's not alive. He's
Sans looking Looking for the turnaround by Flap Teasy. Just walks out. No Sans walks down. Astro Meteor
Actually
going
turned
to be
into
committed
beef
down.
skewers.
The mid lane cleared away by
Get it?
Few to
There's the
stop
Arlen.
that from happening.
What a
Beef
juggle
skewers.
coming out from Few. He took the aggro of the turret and then survived because of the ultimate, making it so that they can dive. That was wonderful juggling coming out from AP Brand.
We gotta talk about the late game scaling here because Onyx, we've seen
Yeah.
whenever they have the Novaria, their Lord Dance is gonna be very difficult to handle just because Sans can deal out so much damage in the meantime. And now we gotta look at the Novaria Astral Recall comparison
hit rate
with
is
Sans
almost
as well
the
as
same.
Few. Games
Sans
played,
and
Few
Few.
has more advantage. And look at the
35
cast
to
count.
36%.
396 for Sans with 776 for Few.
Very similar.
But Few
They
definitely
hit
plays a lot more
One
Novaria
out
than
of the
Sans,
3
that's
shots
for
they
sure.
make. But that's actually pretty impressive.
Very impressive on the Novaria. Boots chunked down by Few, but Ogwen now, Power of Nature, getting him out to safety, but Boots dealing a bit more damage. Knockout strike as well. Ogwen gets out again. Master Ogwen doing the Skadoo sheer Few. Knocked up, but he still has the black shoes and even a Purify. Kyrie canceled out on that shield unity. Flap Teasy doing a bit of a damage. The wall comes down, the Guardian's barrier. Minas Fury dodges away from Cal Teasy. Gets out! Oh, it's a wild charge, a final slide!
Beautiful out charge from Ogwen.
Boots forced to flicker out the safety. Kyrie returns as Poisson's keyboard isolated.
Dicey,
But the
yeah.
Blazers wrath to take
They
him
get
down for the
Ogwen
third
on
time
the
this
side. I
game.
don't think that's
But Onyx
worth.
fine this time around.
They
A
lose out
kill
on the
back
turtle. I
onto
think
the
they
enemy
needed
rover.
another
This is a
kill
very
to
good
kind of
start here coming in
equalize
from
it
AP
according
Brand.
to what the
1,000
casters
goal
say.
lead. They are in prime position to keep controlling the map because
Oh,
at
yes.
this point,
Yes.
I feel like it's hard for Onyx to even move forward.
Exactly.
It's a
Right
bit
after
hard to
taking
say.
the turtle, they know
Because,
that
like, again, the
Kyrie
win
doesn't have
conditions
the
of Onyx, they
retribution. Then
definitely
Cal
want
Teasy
to
steals
drag
it
this
away.
out
He
to
actually
mid
gets
lane.
to
Mercurse is
gets
real.
the Rakursa as well as the orange buff. That's gonna be massive. I mean, you will not feel it right now, but every time that Cal Teasy takes away a jungle creep away from Kyrie, that's double the effect. Because not only do you get gold, you also take away gold from your
Let's like hold out
opposing
for it now.
jungler.
It's like
And now
definitely like
Boots.
there is a
He's
chance.
taking a long way
Definitely
around.
Brent
Boots
can just
will
ride
be
this momentum
taken
and Boots.
out.
Boots, what are you doing?
AP Bren have come alive again.
Oh,
in
the
game
crowd is just
5.
going wow.
Onyx right now, they've been making a lot of mistakes, getting
You're
caught out.
definitely making a lot of mistakes.
Ogwen, even though he's taking quite a lot of damage,
previous
he's not
game,
going to get
like
taken
drafting
down.
was the
He was
issue.
here
This
as
time
well.
around, I don't
Onyx, I kind of
see
feel like they
any-
got to slow down, they got to
like
breathe,
their
they got to
draft.
figure out what
That's
is
the
their
thing.
game plan because I
But
feel like
AP Brand-
they're trying to force things and AP Brand is just catching their mistakes.
They've been catching way more than just mistakes. They've been forcing
Oh.
mistakes out as well. All in onto Keyboy, the roamer, a taunt as well. Cal Teasy put on the stack.
Oh, the wild charge onto
to
him, the
Brazos
smack.
left. Keyboy taken down again. Blazing away
Wow,
from
Super
Super
Marco's
Marco
really-
as well.
oh.
Almost
Oh,
easy
Boots
to beat out.
actually
Meanwhile,
caught
mid lane,
Few on the side.
gets assassinated by Boots.
Okay. Boots actually
I don't know, man. Keyboard
actually
right now.
getting to do
That's the
something.
Minotaur 0-4-0. 6 minutes in the game. AP Brand has 5 kills. 4 of those is Keyboy. AP Brand, they have a target, and that target's name is Keyboy.
Big problem.
Keyboy is
Turtle
not allowed
is
to
gonna be
play this
available.
game,
They're
huh?
forcing the retribution onto Kyrie once again.
Level 10 to level 8. And Cal Teasy gets it, but he does utilize the retribution. Now Kyrie, shield unity instantly onto the turtle. It's now already being started up by Onyx. This is a desperate move, but it might actually work out for them. Kyrie has the retribution.
Considering
AP
how much
Brand
experience-
forced back.
Oh,
That's
they actually got
retribution
the
secured
turtle.
for the turtle
They
right
forced
now.
him
And
back.
Boots is able to pop in that black
Okay.
shoes, and Astrosphere dodged
Okay.
out by Pew. Boots
Okay.
still chasing, but Pew gets out.
Let me just say, AP Brand has been doing quite a good job
They're-
avoiding
they're
all
doing-
the damage coming
they're
in from
basically
Sans because
doing everything
we see
right.
the U-turn coming in at the end of their move and making sure that Sans is not going to make that big of an impact. So I kind of feel like that's also a small thing, but it's really stacking up. It's really making it so that AP Brand is not really all that fearful getting into the
Ah,
fights.
And
good.
AP Brand also transitioning into overtaking the jungle.
Good thing.
And that's the reason why they
Congrats, Wolf.
prioritize utilizing the retribution. Onto
Also,
the
you
purple
are
buff.
still
Boots
our
in
like
trouble.
our country's
Bring
like
back
number
Cal
one
Teasy
enemy.
chasing him. Battle mirror image is there. Boots will be taken down again. This time it's Super Marco who picks up the kill. Meanwhile, the bottom lane, not the same thing happening. AP Brand stopping
It's as if
any
they
sort
know
of trade
every
from happening
move
this
that
game.
Onyx
8 minutes
makes and
in.
just countering it off.
Oh no.
Their rotations have been
Disastrous
perfect.
for Onyx.
Whole series.
That is that is the
just-
strength of a Filipino
I'm just
team.
listening to
Their
the crowd.
rotations, their
I
macro
mean, at this point,
gameplay.
AP Brand 1.7k lead for Onyx. What is the timing here? Super
Super
Marco's
Marco is just
pushing,
blitzing
man.
that.
The only timing for Onyx waiting. right
Claude
now
is-
is again
is a
for
bit
the
of
game
a
to equalize
signature
once again.
for
They
him.
might forfeit the early to mid game
No,
again.
it's the thing is
the
they-
first
they
15
actually
minutes,
dare
it's
to
gonna be
pick
AP Brand for
Minotaur
sure.
up against,
And all
like,
they can do
Bren
is to hope
that, like,
that
for
Keyboy
Open, that
lands
is
the
just
beautiful
a
Minion
pick,
Fury
like, one of
into
his favorite
CW's
picks.
ultimate. Until then, it's gonna be difficult for them to find
Sans
a
is
fight.
not quite landing
Unfortunately,
those,
AP Brand
Star
has the
Shatters.
better heroes, the early stages of the game, and the better items, the better economy. They just have
I
it
just feel like
right
Onyx is
now.
kinda like
One way out for Onyx.
they're
It's the
kinda
fight.
crumbling.
But AP Bren are doing the best they
I'm
can
not-
to
it's like-
stop that from happening.
Yeah, and right now again,
Oh my god.
Onyx, their mechanics are going to be tested here because AP Brand, they're definitely winning out when it comes to the
Let's
macro.
go,
The
let's
Lord
fight
has
up top.
pawn. Boots up top with Super Marco. The Lord dance is initiated by Kyle Teasy. Keyboy probably looking for an opportunity.
That's a good shield unity into the Astral Spear. Crossbow tank to be locked in.
Oh!
CW on the Cal TC. He's taking a half HP right now, but he has it. Precious.
Oh! Oh,
Cal TC very low. CW watching
Oh,
forward.
okay.
Deals some damage.
Okay,
Once
okay.
Once
Okay, you bought some extras. Okay.
That's a good
Okay,
play.
come
Cal
on.
to be able to secure this
Okay.
more of the game.
All right.
Both very low.
Let's
CW
go.
trying to get out. Knockout strike locks him down.
Ah!
Should be a kill over. Boots the heavenly fist. is
Okay.
what we call him in
All right.
Indonesia.
Let's go.
Now getting it. CW
Oh,
finds another.
Onyx needed to fight. They
Ah,
fought.
Wind of Nature.
Wind of Nature.
Oh my god. That's
crazy.
Oh, I couldn't even finish my sentence there.
Yeah, me neither.
They're so nervous.
And that's a
over
team
there.
fight that Onyx badly
I
wanted.
kind of want to see like
We're looking for an
the
opening. They have
streamer's
found it. They
reaction.
made it,
Oh,
actually.
the final
Uh-oh.
smash onto Boots. Boots.
taking
Oh, he
very
just
low.
got. He
Marco
just
back
gets
off
up.
with the battle mirror image. Now Kyrie with
Yeah,
the shield
I'm waiting for
unity.
DGY
Looking
already.
low. My goodness
Oh,
gracious.
oh my heart.
Every single time he throws this one, man, it's a
Oh my
panic
god.
game, but
Yeah,
CW
first
gets a
Lord.
turret up
Yeah,
top.
first
Mirko,
Lord
we
for
need
Kyrie.
you.
Oh
We
my
need
god.
you, man.
For
Agreed.
this, yeah, this
All right,
game.
so now we're going to give it over to Wolf. Looking at the items here.
Yep,
Oh,
rush onto
leave
the
it
Wind
to
of Nature.
CW.
Interesting choice coming out from CW. That's the reason
Oh,
why they were able to
actually
dash the
CW
fight.
carry.
At the same time, deal the damage.
Actually, CW.
And now Onyx, they all of a sudden get 2.4k.
What?
Yeah.
Wait.
Suddenly,
rubber band.
suddenly 2k swing
400 gold
to
to
Onyx.
2,600. 5-man Astral Echo. Onyx looking for steal Minions Fury.
No, the minute
But Kyrie will just
not
secure
landing.
the purple buff. They're getting chucked very low. That might be a bad hit.
Whoa!
But cheesy.
They got
He went a
that.
bit too aggressive. Super Marco, a great battle mirror image to escape from this onslaught of damage. Another
Oh, ouch.
shot down.
Whoa,
Threading the
CW
needle,
hurts. Look at
Sans.
you.
That was for Star
I would say
Shatter.
here Onyx has been winning
No,
those
part of
fights
it
where
was
Flat
also
Easy
from
made a
CW.
bad engage. And
Yes.
I don't know, AP Brand, they
It
gotta
was not
stop
all
that. 'cause
Star
every
Shatter.
every time we
If
see
it was Star
Flat goes
Shatter, I
in,
think he would have
And then
like.
Onyx
If
feels like they're having an
CW got
advantage.
another
His
hit in,
HP
then
has-
Star
yeah,
Shatter, I
look
think
at
that would
that,
have been dead Lilia.
And my smart translation to that is that the box that was set up by Onyx was already so
Okay,
rigid,
that's
and
still
AP
the
Brand goes into their box
cheers.
one after the other.
They're one game
Especially
away.
when
Can
Flap
they
TC
do
starts it,
Can
they're waiting for
Onyx
Oakwin to go for the
turn
jump, but unfortunately Onyx has established this box where
It
Kibo
does-
is in front,
there
CW
is-
is waiting
there
for the
is signs
stacks.
of
When they
hope,
do have the
and
ultimate, they will
Sans
be
is
able to pump
starting
it.
to
And I think the
hurt.
real
Like, look at
game
the
changer
damage
here for
dealt
Onyx
already.
is
Like
Sans.
CW and Sans
Every
are
time he
already like
lands
ahead.
the Astral
of
Echo
Super Marco
onto
and
many
Few.
members of AP Brand, Onyx will have
And
the
Boots
better
is
decision
not
making.
far
Because
behind.
Ogwin can't find any wild
Exactly.
charges. The wild charges become very tame.
Oh! Oh
And
my
that
god!
becomes very powerful.
That's
Kyrie
that's
knows
one Star
it's time to
Shatter.
go in right now. Flap easy. Crossbow tank already.
Keyboy? Yeah, Keyboy's not
Final
going-
slash,
Oh,
not
Flap!
able to cast it in time. And he gets
Boots
bursted
is
down.
angry.
And Oakwin cannot do anything, didn't do
Nothing.
anything. Because even if he uses the
Ah.
wild charge, it's just a waste of an ultimate. And what's gonna happen
Look,
is
look,
that
like, look
Oakwin
at
will
the
also
swing.
be taken
Look
to
at
the
the
grave.
net pressure is
Yeah.
favoring Onyx.
Let me just say, man,
Can
this
Sans
is not a
steal
fun
the-
game to be a front
Ah,
line.
not quite, not
Because every
quite.
single
Not quite.
time
But it still hurts.
you're just doing your job.
No,
Just
no,
doing
no.
your
I think
thing,
the goal
man.
was
You
to
just
steal
get
the
punished
purple,
too
but
much.
yeah.
It's like, excuse me, sir. Let me play the game.
CW11 is
game
such a
Turned
thing.
out to be a battle of
Man.
mechanics in the end because both teams have good heroes. And when I say good heroes, they have the 1-1 on the side of
Ouch.
Onyx, they have the
Ouch.
Claude on the
Oh,
other
Boots
side.
is just hunting
Meaning to say, no matter
Super
what happens,
Marco,
there will
he
be
can't
the
play.
late game insurance.
The
and it's
the
just 12
Paquito.
minutes of the game.
Boots now, I gotta say, I don't think he's been
Astro-
shafted by the
Astro
draft.
Echo?
He's been
Not at
getting
all.
a hero that can make a difference, man.
And he's performing on it so far on this Paquito. 2 deaths, but with those 2 kills now, they're looking for A little initiation. Astral
Forward,
Echo
Echo,
once
yep.
again revealing forward.
Boots in the back.
Flanking around, just making a miss.
Oh my god.
Calteezy going to be chunked
They're
down by the
actually
Astral
forcing
Spear.
them back.
Carry still on the Lord. Flat Teasy
They're
not
actually
able to enter
forcing
this.
them.
Final slash only on the Keyboy.
Astral
They're
punch
playing.
really? Oh, the wall charge. Oh, this is bad. Oh, the crossbow. The crossbow.
But CW
crossbow.
with a crossbow.
Oh,
into the Astral
Sans!
Spear. Now CW chasing few down.
Yo!
Forcing another big
That's
punch
what I'm
from
talking
Boots.
about.
Four
The
for
reversal.
one. He got that.
Oh my god, man.
Unbelievable.
This is dangerous.
Nah, he's
And
fine,
it's
he's fine,
Sans
he's
again
fine.
landing the Astral Echo to
In
4
the,
members of AP
Astral
Brand.
Recall, he
Then
can
immediately
face
what
through
they did afterwards was to go
Oh my god, look at this.
The front-to-back damage coming out from Onyx cannot be contained anymore. Calteezy steps
Look
into
at-
the
look,
box
look,
of
look,
Onyx
look,
once
look.
again. Gets punished for it.
Wait, they're going for the end. One base turret up top, one
I
base
don't
turret in the
know, they
lane.
can't
Getting
end.
shut down.
Oh my god.
1 second on the
Sans.
platform.
Barrier.
Coming down. CW focusing.
Time to go.
But Onyx will decide to disengage. It's a bit too risky
do
with
have a
all
Lord
the members
coming
coming
out.
back.
CW,
They
careful,
don't
yeah.
want to
They
risk
need
a
K-Boy
one
here.
straight push. But they
The-
have
the-
another
the-
Lord.
they-
Yep, the Lord is here.
they're
Astral
gonna-
Echo connects onto everyone.
Oh.
Beautiful Marco taking a lot of damage.
Take
AP
no,
Brand
Sans
still
has not
protecting
died at
their
all
base.
this game.
Onyx.
And
Doesn't
remember how
find
I
a way
how I
to
said
go in.
earlier, like, oh, Sans is not
Amazing
quite landing
defense from
his shots.
AP Bren.
I'm-
Onyx now
He
looking
took
for the
that
bottom lane
first
base
Yeah,
with the final
we,
one.
we
Flat
always
Teasy
say that,
lane.
you know, when we say like, oh,
Weakness
they're not landing the
points.
shots, and then he takes it personally,
out.
like he
Flat Teasy,
actually
2
can
more.
hear us.
That's a good final stack on the CW. For the nature. Wild
Oh,
charge.
that's not good.
And
Oh, that's not
shit.
good.
3-man minute fury into the blaze into it. Boots in the castle with the help of the Keyboy. That's an Astral Spear. Dodge away from once again. Flat Teasy very low. Boots
still
missing all.
holding.
Dealing some
He's
damage,
got it
getting some
there.
shields. Able to
Boots still
disengage,
taking a
and the
lot.
base turret, the Winions,
It's just
take
like one
away the
minion
final
left.
base turret in the bottom lane. Only the base left standing, but AP Bren are fighting.
Farewell. Brave minion.
Offense there
You
from
have shown
AP
true
Brand.
courage to the
It's
world.
really good, but they did lose a lot. And the thing is, Onyx, all they need to do is to make sure that CW is cleared for takeoff. And AP Brand finally are able to stop them. Flicker is going off cooldown on Ogwen. And AP Brand punished, they get
Oh,
one
ouch.
turret. You gotta live to see another day, another Lord Dance for sure.
CW,
It's
they
gonna
a bit
happen
too
in less
deep.
than a minute.
He does
Well,
not. Yeah, he has to win a
When we were
mission.
talking about how they were.
Oh, Gwen, he's
my
so
lord.
low.
Unable to take him down.
How is
It's
he
taking,
alive?
but
He's
Ogwen
not- he's
survives.
barely-
Pops
I
the
think- does he have
power of
Guardian or something?
nature. Oh my
I
goodness,
saw
this
him like
game.
regenning a little
Onyx.
bit.
They're in a
I
position
don't,
where
I don't
they
know if
push
he has
AP
Guardian.
Brand
Let's look at item now. He doesn't
Now,
have. He has
looking at the
Radiant.
base.
I see. Okay, he has Radiant.
half HP.
There is some
basically.
healing.
Right now, I'm looking
If he
at
did
Boots
not
as
have
well.
the Radiant, he would have been
I'm
dead.
thinking, Onyx has a lot of ways to play this. They can wait for the Lord.
Wait for
They
the
can go
Lord.
for a
yeah,
fight.
Yeah.
They can go
they
for a
can't-
split.
Exactly.
This
because
is
they have
match
the
point
Mosquito anyways.
already.
There's a lot of options here for Onyx. The pressure's on to AP Brand now. They got to figure out what Onyx wants to do and be 2 steps ahead.
They,
Look at the draft.
they
Remember
have
what
the momentum.
Onyx did to AP Bren.
They
Now
have the
Few is the one
momentum
on
right
the
now.
Lilia. Now they are the ones who have good wave
Ah.
clear. Could it possibly happen?
Ah.
One big fight to end the game from AP
I think
Bren.
the viewership should be quite stonks right now.
There's so many possibilities. In
Perhaps
fact,
so.
right now, I'm
Over
curious
in
because
Indonesia.
Super Marco as well as Ogwen, they're grouped up together.
where-
They might punish Boots.
Wild charge into everything. Boots able to dash away.
Every-
For now.
oh!
Not enough.
Catches him and Few takes the kill. That's
Can
the
they back
play
door?
indeed.
a bit
AP Bren. That's the opportunity, the golden one. But Calteezy gonna be locked down. Crossbow attack ready.
that's gonna be
CW
crossbow.
popping it now in the final second. Able to
Oh,
translate over to Ogwen.
he got the crossbow! He got the crossbow!
but the-
Oh,
the
just
Dragon
the
ate a lot of it.
Super Marco jumps in as well with CW.
Oh,
they got
no.
it.
Super Marco survives. T-Boy right there.
They're
Oh,
so
but they
low.
traded for Super Marco.
T-Boy. 4 for 2
Oh my
in
God,
favor
they're
of
also
AP
low.
Bren. T-Boy very low. Another
Oh,
one.
the winter champion. Oh my god.
From Few. A flicker.
They're so low. Can they get it?
T-Boy looking at another
Lord
good play.
whack you.
They're looking for a snipe down.
Oh my god.
With that distance, T-Boy
What is this?
running Ogwen
Wait,
down.
wait.
There
Why
we
is
go.
Ogwen so
Astral
far?
Intelligence. He buys some time. Astral Medium
Why
is
is he
away.
so far?
Like, you
An Astral
really
Spear
burn your
connecting.
immortality.
Ogwen flickers
Oh,
out the
he's
safety. The
out.
crowd goes wild. But the
Come on,
base
if Sans
is
has
still
something to
wide
say about
open for
that.
the minion waves to come crashing
Hello?
He's trying to
Hello?
avoid the
Come on,
shot.
that's
The point blank.
Gets it.
black shoes.
Dude.
Boots.
right
Ooh.
now.
Oh
so
my
close.
god.
This game is like,
So close
it's
to
like
finishing
playing
him off.
tag. Sounds trying to catch
no
everyone,
Mario,
and everyone's
such a
watching
problem.
him left and second, right?
But look at the timers. Now it's Ogwen who's down for 20.
He doesn't have
I don't know
immortality
why
when he
Ogwen
wakes
did that
up.
because like now the rest
This is
of
what
Onyx
happens
is
when you have two of the best
that's
teams
weird.
in the world of Mobile Legends going up against each other in the
They
best
really
of
waited.
5
They
series.
wait for the Minuan
with the
Fury
best
and then they
heroes
just
that
like
we could ever
collapse
expect
onto
from
one.
them.
Blitz the Lord.
It's a duel.
Yes, they can.
Right
yes,
now,
they
the Lord
absolutely
has been
can.
started
They
by
can,
Onyx.
they can. Yeah.
AP Bren will not
Okay.
contest. Onyx now has the
Aye.
Lord.
Shot? No,
They
no
will
shot.
push
No
with
shot,
this.
yeah.
The question is AP Brand. They have the Lilia. They have the Claude. They have ways to clear the minion. But Onyx,
Everyone
can
running
they
from
force this
Sans,
out?
yes.
Sans!
Sans Gila. And
Gila
You don't
Sans.
give him
And I wanna
something
say-
like this.
majority of the damage output of Sans obviously comes from the Astral Sphere from the second skill. But actually, his Astral Meteor usages were
Yes.
so much on point.
The choke points.
The choke points, he's utilizing it to...
He's playing it like a
Is
Lilia.
it- Am I lagging?
Are you? I see it. What?
Do I refresh?
Try refresh.
Exactly,
Oh,
he's
okay,
making
okay,
a lot
okay.
of space for the team because
Okay,
he's
give me a
blocking
second,
so
huh?
many of the passageways of AP Bren, and the slows are actually super duper annoying to deal with.
Look at
AP
the timing
Bren.
though. It's not an Evolve Lord.
It's not, it's not.
Hello,
Right
everyone.
now.
And they have the Lilia.
Oh
The
boy,
Lord
they're pushing
marches
in.
in.
Lord is here.
The wall has been brought
Astral
up.
Echo.
Astral Echo hitting
CW
the
looking
floor.
for the chance. Keyboy
Okay,
looking
move.
for his boots.
Very
Actually
low,
taking a
able
lot
to
of
get the
damage.
shield down. Now the
But
base
he's
wide
out,
open.
he's fine.
Minish Fury not
Lord
even
on
casted
Crystal,
just yet,
but
but the
it's
Lord
dying
has been
very
cleared
soon.
out. Kyrie taking low. Towards the
Crazy
poison.
graph already
To run
moving.
away. Oh, they
Gonna be
go.
trapping
Black
Kyrie
on the
inside.
Kyrie.
Gets pumped out. Keyboy in the back line. Minish Fury, but the back line of Onyx is being chased away instead.
Four-man knock from
Keyboy
Keyboy. He
forced
clickers
to
out
play.
to safety,
A
but
little bit
Flatteezy is
defense
chasing
here.
him down. Sans
Onyx
clears out
going
midway.
to
Flatteezy with a good
get
stop.
out.
That's another
Keyboy
Astral Sphere not
might be
connecting this time
taken
around.
out here,
Keyboy
and
taken
yes he
down.
is.
Flatteezy
Brent's still
finds
holding.
the vengeance.
Onyx
My
has to change
God.
their strategy, man. They
Oh,
gotta
the base
take advantage
few.
of Sans.
Okay, I think
They
it
gotta
should be
let
okay.
Sans.
Another brave minion.
Another brave
It
soul.
looks like AP Brand was able to protect
My
their face,
goodness.
but back to my point.
30 seconds.
Oh, wait.
Just a single.
Can he do it? No, he can't. Nah, he can't. He can't.
Oh my goodness.
It's very risky.
Very risky indeed. Has to recall out. He's keeping at
The
it.
chance is there, but it's
Keeping it.
difficult.
He's waiting for information.
CW?
Few. Can he take a few?
Oh my god! Oh no!
Black shoes,
Oh.
stop. CW needs one.
Oh, that's a
crossbow
crossbow.
attack, but he saves it. He saves it. He outplays Few, but immortality gets
The
brought
rest,
out, and
both teams are
CW
trying to make
will
it back
back
in
away
time.
Few.
CW not gonna finish off you to make sure that he's able to get out. The rest of AP Brand gonna
Now
keep
giving
catching up Kyrie
Still is
first.
able to bomb in that poisons. He's isolated
Wall
from the team,
cutting him off.
but
Few
is soaking
coming
a lot of
in to
damage.
dish out the
Final
damage.
clash might be happening
Kyrie
right now. The
going to
immortality,
actually be
no.
taken out
No
here.
immortality. Kyrie has been taken down.
Kyrie down
it's
for
mainly because
50
of
seconds.
The usage of
Lord
Guardian's
up in
barrier
30.
to isolate Kyrie away from his team.
But it's very
Then the
difficult
supplement
for
of the
Brent
final
to still
slash.
contest
The
for
Ogwen walking a bit too
displacements.
far. He might be
Ogwen,
traded now.
wild
Wild
charge,
card comes out
keeping
quicker as
surviving.
well.
Super Marco now trying to turn it around.
Oh my
Ow,
god.
ow, ow,
Both
ow,
CW and
Mechanical
Super
duel
Marco
between
trading the
the two best goal
50%.
laners in the world currently.
Let me just say, I don't envy the position of CW as well, Super Marco
I'm
right
pretty
now, man.
sure
Too many
Onyx
things
has the
going through
tools
their
to
heads.
delay
Yeah.
until
Feels
Kyrie is
like
Right,
back.
I mean, everybody's trying to outplay each other, forcing so many mistakes, and at the same time, like making the mistakes their own. Kyrie 12 seconds before respawning.
Yeah.
Does have the shield unity, so he can
Boots in the
get back.
back. Astral
And
Echo
the lanes are
resolves.
naturally
Kyrie
in
back
favor of
in.
Onyx.
Oh, the final slash! Minor Fury on 4, but CW is dead! CW is dead! Cat PZ loses immortality. Keyboy gonna be taken out, loses his immortality. Cow PZ surviving somehow. Another knockout from Ogwen. Ensures the cow goes down. Kyrie comes in. The snipe. Toss immortality on Super Marco. He's able to get out of the MI. Kyrie still killing on the choice. AP Brent very low. Astral Echo pops. Immortality again. Kyrie taken out. Few is just wrecking them, but look at the minions in the base! The minions in the base! Okay, they'll make it back in time. I cannot believe this.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness!
The cannon event! The flappening! David Charles
What's the point of
No, no,
recall?
that's his
Just walk
name.
home.
saving this game with a final slash to take out CW, then saving
Super
them
Marco and
from
Kyle
the minions!
on the
It's the
Lord.
cannon
They're on
event.
half HP, but CW only just came back. Kylie's down again.
Sans has to carry the
Keyboy not
team, man.
available.
He has the damage, he
3v5
just has to
situation,
connect
so
them.
Kyle is
Obviously
very
Looks
low.
like AP Brand
Yeah,
But
was
it's enough.
Lord. This is not looking good for Onyx.
Onyx has to defend
And the
another
wave
one.
here is not that good for Onyx. It's not like for AP
They
Brand
have
where
the
there
tower
is
advantage,
the
but-
Lilia as well
They
as
will
the
lose it all.
Claude. This is the 1-1 single target hero.
There's a good
This
chance.
is the Varia. Although you have the Astro
Here,
Meteor,
you
it
can
will
have
not
your
be
chair
enough.
back.
AP Brand,
What is this
because of
game?
Flap TC,
What
the
is this game?
flapping.
Onyx battling
And
for
here,
their lives
you can
right
hear
now.
them. End it.
They can't
End
kill
it
us off
now.
the game.
Well, Onyx gonna try their
Everyone's
very
back.
best to
AP
deny
gonna
that.
be trying to sync up the
Because again,
waves.
They have.
This
this
is
week they have to consider
match
like,
point
a
for AP
potential
Brand.
backdoor, but it's so
I don't think
difficult.
Once
this
that
Lord will be
crystal
enough
is
to end.
down,
They still have two
we'll
Yeah,
external
crown a new
towers.
champion.
Um,
The Lord is
the
marching
bot-
up top.
Oh, they're
Oak
kind
wants the lean
just
in.
holding the,
Yeah,
they're
He's
they're
trying to
holding the
sync
Lord
up the
in.
minions.
They want to wait until
This
the
is
next
going to be
wave
very
in mid and
difficult for
bot.
Onyx to defend.
Even the base turret down below will be taken down by Super Marco.
Yeah, they're waiting for all the
Astro
waves.
Sphere in the mid
Bottom
lane.
guns
Can
here,
they
two
clear
mid
it
should be
away?
gone soon.
Is it
Actually,
still
Lord hasn't
possible, Wolf?
crashed in yet. This is getting dangerous.
Again for Onyx. I think
Those
anything is
towers
possible.
were
They still
needed
have
to buy
boots.
some space.
Maybe
but
that's the
AP
wave that
Brand
they're
is
looking
doing
for.
a
And
good
Sans,
job
a key
of
hero,
getting rid of them
needs to
before the
survive for
Lord
the
even
entirety of
crashes.
this defense.
It looks like they'll
base
only
is
get
Get
one
one
in
in
here.
here.
Onyx
Yeah.
on full defense mode, under siege.
All
The Golden
considered,
Road at
still
risk.
pretty
AP
good
Bren
for
in their
Onyx.
world tour.
Not
The
a
mid lane
minion
cleared
wave,
out. Super Marco gonna be
Marco
jumped down.
down
AP
to
the
the
shield already
speed.
popped away. CW is able to clear out the minion wave in the mid lane. Kyrie the shield unity backing away once again. That top lane now gonna be dealt with by Onyx. And we are back again to the waiting game. Rizal Memorial Coliseum. Are you not entertained?
Ooh. There we
That's
go.
nice.
Crowd, this
That's
is an
nice.
amazing match. 24 minutes in. AP Brand with a 6K goal lead, but at this
Marco
point,
knows how
the
to
goal
do
is
it.
only
No,
about
I mean, like,
switching
you know,
your
that's,
items.
that's what you should do. If you have
You,
such a big
as well as
audience, why
Oakland.
not?
Finds all members of Onyx. And AP Brand, they're just moving
Oakland
around.
and
They're just
Few
waiting
holding them back.
for a point. where
Immortality
Super
is
Marco
down
can just
for
go
a
in.
majority
Lilia,
of
the
the
super
map.
duper late game,
Oh,
the ultra late game is
Of
so
the
good.
Kyrie.
Final slash!
Oh my god!
CW! Little Fury a bit too late, and now Boots forced the flicker back to the base as well.
An Astral Spear, this time from
my
Sans,
God.
an Astral Meteor in the bottom lane to try to
Russell
clear
gonna
things
help
out.
Super Marco
Super Marco
trying to
non-stop
take
has
them
the
down.
mirror image.
CW just like that.
55 seconds on
Flat
CW
TC.
on
Flat
Calvin
TC
with
with the
that.
final slash was so good.
Goodness. Flap TC once
So
again.
good.
Boots going in, trying to force out the Black
Boots
Shoes. Minion
clearing
wave in the
the
mid lane.
wave.
Gonna be chucked
Mid
down
lane
once
gonna
again
be
as
coming
Boots
in again.
is able to dish out some damage in the bottom lane to clear the
No
minion wave out.
CW, so AP
Both
Brand
waves
feels more
dealt with, but
confident
AP
about
Brand
this.
are slowly
Flat
sieging.
even jumping in,
Flat
final slash
Oh,
inside
he's
their
jumped
base.
into
He's
the base.
dropping real
Very
low
low.
actually.
Astral Meteor.
Gonna be able to just
Oakland
walk out
takes
with
it up.
Oakland tanking the main
AP
tower.
Brand, what a juggle!
Super Marco on
Marco
the tower,
down.
Boots pushes him away, but
Still
he's able to
gets
BMI out, just barely.
And for
Sam's
some
gonna look
miracle,
for him with the Star
Onyx
Shatter,
holds
but
on to two of
probably
their turrets.
unlikely.
They might let go of the other one though.
Bottom lane base turret.
Hey,
That might be taken
The
down.
Lord
That is a big resource,
gonna
but they
be
are able to keep it at bay.
started
Fatizi
by
up top,
AP
clearing up the
Brand,
wave.
Guardian Helmet
Onyx looking
finished
for
for
another
Flat,
way
which
to
is
reset this, to
terrifying.
stop AP Brent.
After
Right
Echo
now,
comes
4
out,
members
scouts out 4
are caught
members.
in Astral Echo. Boots is from
CW
the
just
side.
respawned.
The few
Onyx
finds him.
needs time until he's there.
Slash
Flat
wants to
in
go
the back
in.
line.
He wants to find a target.
Final slash into the
Smackdown,
Lord
Astral
pit.
Spear.
Kyrie
Going
in
front of it all right now.
danger.
Kyrie's gonna be chunked down.
But
Super
Boots
Marco.
comes in from the back line, knockout
Wait,
strike.
I mean,
Pushes
it's
Super
my
Marco away.
favorite.
Super Marco into the Moon Fury.
Oh!
Keyboy's down. Last
Dude,
PC
Simon,
being
shut
shut
down.
down as well.
Oh,
Open
see?
defending Super Marco.
There he gets the
Flickers
Lord.
into the back.
Sans is in the back
Looking for
line.
Claude, but not enough. Open.
It's bounced to
Playing the
Marco.
odd disruption. But CW finished off with Kyle in the back.
Boots.
Oh, he wasn't able to stop the recall. Few was able to come back.
Oh my god!
Few is able to come back. Oh!
Black shoes.
Dude,
Oh my
CW, man,
God.
as long as he
I
survives.
cannot believe Few made it back.
Space for Onyx.
If Boots had
Right now,
stopped
they got the
Few,
Lord. The minions
could
have
have been
spawned.
GG.
Onyx can push right now. But look at the position
But-
here, Sans.
But is
CW,
it gonna
they're
be
in
enough?
the face of baby
They have the Lord.
Sans is preventing
3
Phil from
members
laying down the
down
glooms
from
so
the
that there will
side,
be no
including
defense.
Super Marco.
Sans with the
and they're
place,
not
the
going to be
aggression.
back in time. Now
Sturdy
Onyx
things
knows
around.
that. That's
Alright,
why
let's
they're
go.
pushing.
Coming in from Onyx, Ogwen.
CW looking for it.
Sans
Few dropping
looking
low,
for a
forced
shot.
to use
Yeah,
Black
back
Shoes
shoes.
CW.
very early.
This might be the
They They
His
have to
crossbow
throw
open,
bodies.
crossbow
Throw
attack,
bodies.
that.
Let's
Onyx.
go.
The kick crossbow open. Oh my god.
Onyx
Deny.
denying the 4-1.
Match
Onyx
point. Deny.
continuing this
Jeff.
battle. Onyx. That's one
That's
more
a
chance.
series.
to push us
We do have
That's
one
a
more
series.
chance to become the world champions.
Oh, CW.
There's so many
oh my God, you
heroics
dying there
coming out
was
from Flat
could be-
TC and the
you guys
entirety
could
of
have been
AP
so
Brand.
effed.
It was Keyboy who finds the Minoan Fury
Minus
and
one
then
heart attack,
Kyrie
yes.
buying the immortality
Oh.
out of nowhere under duress
Oh
from the
my
Lord
goodness.
Dance. And then eventually Sans acting
Oh
as
my
if
God.
his base is the other end. What a
Oh my
game!
God.
We need a breather, man.
Oh
Mirko
my
needs a breather. We need towels. We need everything. We're
I
now.
think this is
We're
time to drop
passing it
another
over
code, I think.
to our panelists.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean, like, David, if you didn't claim
Boys,
that
I don't know
code,
what to tell you.
like,
I
here's
thought that
another
was it. I thought AP Brand, they were going to close out that game, but Onyx pull it back somehow. They looked so broken in the early game.
I think it's safe to say,
Oh,
and
my
I
hands hurt
speak
from
on behalf of
tapping.
everyone watching,
Oh.
that was the best game
That
so
was
far
so good.
in this series.
That was
Oh, my
so
lungs
good.
are giving out. This, I don't know, if Onyx can pull it all the way to make this a full best of 7, good luck to them, because the crowd is against them, and it doesn't help that AP Brand had so
Oh.
much momentum, and yet,
That was so
despite
good.
all that,
Actually
they were able to
insane.
synchronize,
If
calm it down
Onyx
for just a
pulls
moment.
this
A
off,
split second, some might even
well
say.
deserved.
Sans poking them out.
Actually,
Great
well
job coming in
deserved.
from him. The final
Also,
play with
the boys
Keyboy
will have a
and the
long day
whole
if that's the
team.
case.
The synchronization
we're,
like no other.
We're really in
All
the grand
throughout,
finals,
early,
right? We might
mid,
as well,
late,
right?
ultra late, there was but one shining beacon
Remember
for
the,
Onyx
like
to
that
hold
one
out
grand finals
for,
back then in
with
the,
hopes
in the
of not
Tropicana
ending
Gardens where it
the
went
series
fall.
just yet. And this series was
Yeah.
Gilak, and he is Gilak Sans, your MVP
That was
for
the best
game
season.
number. I even lost track of what game this is.
It's game number
No,
5,
the code is not
technically
not
right
upside
now.
down. It's right here.
Game number 5. I can't even
It's not. I
explain
think it's
how
not. Can you check the
insane
screen?
this man is. The number of shots that he was able to connect.
So there are
the
two codes.
number of
There's a
times that he
slash in
saved
between.
his team, turning a losing situation into a winning situation with a single click of a
Hi,
button.
Iman,
This
yes.
is game 4. Now looking back, I'm doing the
Gilak
math. This is game
Sans.
4. 3-1. Looking back at the highlights, you can see
Absolutely
exactly how
insane.
Sans
My
all
God,
throughout
that
was
game,
not just but a vision
I was,
getter,
like, so- I
a
was,
source
like,
of
on the
damage,
edge of my
and
seat.
a reason for AP Brand to
were.
scramble.
I was, like, having
Anywhere
heart attack. I
Sans
think I was having
was
heart attack the
in the
minute,
map
like, that flat
was a
PC
hot
final
zone
slash in
for
CW
AP
that was,
Brand
like-
to either engage or to reinforce. The fact that Few is a short to mid-range mage means he can only really interact with so much from Onyx. Compare that to Onyx, who's playing on so many different ranges of both engagement and damage.
I mean, in a lot of these moments, right, you're looking for the big playmakers, and I don't think it comes down to the playmakers anymore. It's about synchronization of your abilities. If you're using that knock-up strike,
No,
and
it's-
if you're using a
I
double
think
knock-up
everyone-
strike,
the
it
concern
still
was whether
counts as
Onyx was
CC.
able
Even
to
if it
hit
is
that late
what
game.
some people might call a micro stun. It doesn't matter because everybody else is piling in on that damage. You saw that the only losing situations coming out from AP Bren is when Super Marco happened to get caught
I know
by the
right,
knock-up
I
from
remember,
Keyboy.
like, that final
And if
slash
that doesn't
was
happen, then AP
insane.
Brand has a lot more in stock.
Like, Flat
They can
TC just playing out
overload
of
on
his mind, but I
CC.
think
As
finally
for
we're
Onyx,
getting
it was but
to
just
see,
one
like,
big
Boots
turnaround.
be
Again,
more-
a big
like, I think
knockout
he's a
for
bit more comfortable with the
Keyboy. Boots
Paquito.
coming in from an angle.
He
Those
wants to-
are the
he
ways
wants to
Onyx win.
assassinate people.
Yet, some way, somehow, they're able to
Yeah, that
clap
final
back from
slash.
this almost
And Keyboy
unwinnable
just, like,
position.
that Minoan
Flat
Fury,
TC was
the problem
fishing
always with
homies
the
out
Minoan
of the
Fury,
base.
it's slow.
He was
It
pulling
doesn't
people
come
out
out
with the
fast
final
enough.
slash, and if you get pulled out that way, the way the CW did there,
Oh, CW.
a lesser team would have crumbled. A lesser team would have just crumpled up and said, you know what?
Oh,
All right,
man.
it's over.
Take care,
Most people
David.
would give up at
Like,
that
you
point
know,
because
like,
this
get
is
some
such a
Panadol in.
creative way to fish people out.
He's having,
To
like,
use
flu,
conceal
yeah,
in
he's,
this
like,
manner.
like, yeah, he's,
Conceal,
like, he's
send the
approaching,
person
like,
who
38. When you
activated
hit
the
38,
conceal
you're
to
having a
run
fever,
into your
basically.
opponents while you have
Yeah.
one person to fish,
Yeah, take
walk
care, David.
outside, walk back in while he gets distracted just to find CW. Who thinks of that?
You know who? Let me tell you, you know who?
Who?
He's the season MVP, season 11 MPLID.
Oh my goodness, no way. Don't tell me that he used to be a mid laner. No, a jungler that turned into a mid laner.
Yeah.
He was rocking with the Astral Recall.
Ah, every time he hits it, Gilak Sans makes that difference. And when we're looking
Star
at the
Shatter,
emblems,
guys,
it's
but
the
never
same
mind.
exact
You
story
guys go
time and
ahead.
time again. This time, no Master Assassin for
Mino
any
needs to
of the
yes.
laners. The
So
story
basically what
can be
I would
told
like so
based
I
on
had
the
this
supports
debate
and
with
not only
Yasu,
that,
one of the
the
casters
EXP
was
laners.
that
Because
you
good guy
first
Boots,
start the
I mean,
initial
he was taking a pounding
Minoan
in this
Fury,
matchup,
then you
especially
flicker
when
in
you're
for
up
the
against
full
Flat TZ on an
knockout.
Arlet.
So
It's
that's
a
how
pretty
you really
skill-based
maximize it.
matchup.
But
I can't believe
to
that he
do
also
so,
was
it's quite
not
difficult
rocking
in these really
the
tight fights.
agility.
Or
It was
rather,
the
they
concentration
you know,
and the wilderness
what
blessing.
Bren
So
also did
that
was, like,
plus the
prevent
Astral
him
Recall allows him to
flicker
weave in and
into-
weave out the way
into
he needs
position
to. Looking
get
at the
phone
item
knocked up,
build,
or rather, like, it,
though
you
he
know,
ends
it
up with
comes
just
out
the
too
same
late,
build.
MCW
Again, this is
gets
how
taken out.
confident Sans was that no one was going to get to him. Didn't even need to juggle
he
the
can
Trunch
only
or the
maximum,
Immortality.
He can only
But let's
build
also
on
talk about
nature.
the supports
Going
here,
for
because again,
immortality,
for supports, once you're getting to those final items,
just,
you
know, it
really
just
have to think about
diminishes
cost
his
efficiency.
damage.
It's not about how many
Overall,
items you
so
can
it's
switch
like-
out because you just
it's
don't
just-
have
it's
that
just
kind
the
of
things
money.
about the
We
marksman,
look
they
at
cannot, like,
Ogwin making a
have
very
one
smart
less
decision,
damage item
deciding to go
because,
for the
like, they
Guardian's
need to
helmet
be
because
the
he knows
damage
he's going to
dealers
get hit by the Pope.
for their
But if he can
team.
regenerate and if these
But
fights go
I can
on
see now
long
that
enough,
once, I
he
think
can then
once
walk
so
back
what
in
you
and
can do is, like,
participate
use-
without
once
having
you
to
use it when
recall.
nature, you
You know
swap
who
it
else
out
was a
for
testament in
immortality,
this
but
bout
even then,
was
so it's not
Kyrie.
enough.
I saw the young
Alright,
man
David, just
from
hold on, just take
Bataan
care.
now playing for Indonesia under Onyx juggle so much towards the late game. I'm looking at maybe
But
post 18
they
minutes.
really-
He
they
was
really
so
focused
willing to
damn hard
die
to
that he
Kyrie.
would just put himself in
Man,
the way
Kyrie
of
took a lot
harm
of
just to
damage.
protect Sans, just to protect CW, and then the odds be damned. He will just wait until he comes back, because once again, I remember getting a shouting, he has no money, he has no money. He can't even juggle with the Trunch. And then, again, that just shows how well connected Onyx is. They're able to make these sacrifices and not get punished for them.
I mean,
so
it's
final
coming
stash,
to a point
it's a great
where we are
displacement
seeing some of the
tool,
greats
really
learn
good
from their
against
past
the Minotaur.
predecessors. We all know
So
Kartizi
it's a
from
matter of,
M2,
like,
and even
once,
when
like,
he
what
won
ultimates
during
have already
M4
been
on
utilized
Echo's
or
side.
baited out,
Switching
then
items is no new
who can
concept, but to be
follow
able to
up or
play
the counter
from a
engagement.
kick
So personally, for
butt
me, Minotaur
style of
is
assassin to now a
always
more
better
utility
for
jungle, I think Kyrie is going through
counter
the exact same
engagements compared to
phases.
initiations.
Oh wow, to be following in the footsteps
So
of
that-
such
that's
a
something
great
to
in
take
Carl
note. So
TJ.
everyone
They're both
else
in the top
from
10
on
greatest,
the
so
side of
I'm
Onyx
not even
has to be the
surprised.
main
Looking at the
initiator.
damage dealt
It
again,
can
you'll
be
see that
Boots.
it's a majority
It
on
can
Sans, that's
be-
no question.
I guess it
But
can be
what
Kyrie
is
to start
surprising
things
to me
off.
is the fact that Super
But ideally,
Marco
like, Key
dealt
Boy
more
goes
damage in
in, like,
CW, even
too
when
late,
you're looking at a map
right
that
after
was
everything
controlled
is out.
completely
Basically,
by
the
Onyx.
timing of
Where was
everything
that?
needs
Are
to
we
be
looking
perfect.
at a point
But
wherein
it's
the
difficult.
turret
They had the
was
final slash. They have
You
the
know
wall
what?
charge with the
It was a
crop.
very long game. That's why it led to
Boy
that. That's
had
why
his
this
work
looks
cut
this
out
way.
for him,
Is
for
because
sure.
the Minotaur was healing up. That motivation roar changes the math when it comes to an ultra late game.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right on that one. And let's not forget the big problem that unfortunately AP Brem was trying to solve
if
was
you guys
how do
see the
you
quotes
catch
on top, let
Sans?
me
He's
know if
never
they've been
there.
used. I
Half
still
the time,
got a
he's
good-
not even on
a
your
good
screen for a
couple of quotes.
majority
If
of the
we're not
game.
able
And the
to
only win
finish
condition
it,
that they could have was to take out Mr.
like
Calvin
tonight, then I'll
Renata in the
just, like,
first
save it
place
until,
and then
like, another
hope
stream.
to
But
maybe
ideally, like,
outlast
you know,
the
it's gonna be a long
onslaught coming in
series.
from
I
Sans.
might as well utilize
With that
everything.
said, it looks like we're in for quite a ride. This series must have waken up something inside of Onyx Indonesia. As for AP Bren, I guess they're saying, gloves are off, pal. Now the series has gotten closer than it has ever been. Score now, 2-3?
2-3.
They're 2-3.
This could be the equalizer for Onyx. This could be the game ender here, and we might crown a new world championship. Regardless, this has been one of the best series we've had thus far
This is
in the
the-
entirety
this
of
is
the
the
M
best
series. It's
series
been
we had
so
thus far.
long since it was not a sweep for the very first time
Basically,
in a
when we saw,
long,
like,
long time.
you know,
Something to note,
our
now
MPLs, like,
it
going all
seems
7
like mid
games,
has been
I was thinking, like,
reactivated
finally,
for
will it end
Onyx.
series?
And
Oh,
in the
hey,
games that they've
congrats,
lost so
I'm like,
far in
oh,
the
he got the
series,
Lunox
by
epic.
attacking both the jungle and
Nice,
the XP, AP Bren has been able to minimize Sans' efficiency.
code ID.
Now Sans is
Yeah, you got
back
the code.
online. The
Nice,
question
nice.
now
Congrats.
falls onto Coach Vren, Coach Ducky, and AP Bren. What do
I
they do
don't
now?
know,
What else is
you know,
left in the
what
tank
exactly
for
are
them
in
to
the
choke
codes,
out
but
parts
yeah,
of the
just,
map,
like, go
parts
ham.
of Onyx lineup for them to once again stop the Gilak, stop the madness?
I mean, they're gonna have to dig deep as they possibly can, and more importantly, choke out that mid lane. They did it once before,
What
they
is-
had
what-
that
what-
checkmate,
what
and if they
are
can
the
find it once more on
adaptations
that
right
blue
now?
side, well, casters, you know what to do. Take it away.
Back to the drawing board.
Well, we're taking it, and the score now is 3-2.
Marco, where are your
And let me
glasses?
just say, from the English desk, shout out to Chantel.
Oh,
I
okay.
heard from all the PH talents whenever she's on. We're expecting a 7-game here.
In fact, she's actually called the
I see,
mother
I
of all
see.
series.
The
Okay,
mother
so Iman got
of all
both the
series.
codes.
of all
okay,
series.
okay.
That's right.
He got
Seriously?
Elite,
It is true.
But he has,
So we
but he
gotta
owns
thank
it already,
Chantel
and he
for
got the
this.
Lunox.
3-2.
Nice, nice.
It's exactly.
Nice.
We got to go back into the game. Sans. if he wasn't there.
Is he wearing
I don't
contacts
see how
now?
Ani could have
I guess
came
maybe
back
he is
from
wearing
that one.
I think
contacts.
straight up they would have lost,
Yeah.
right? I mean, looking
not
at that
used
MVP
to
performance,
seeing him
looking
without
at his
glasses, though.
performance,
Yeah.
It's a
how
bit.
did he not die?
Exactly. Well, I guess the biggest answer here
Mirko's
is
trying to get some risk. Mirko does not need any additional risk.
For all those who don't
like
know,
he has
Dilac
enough
actually
like
means,
attention already.
crazy.
He's local, man.
And I actually
Bahasa-
prefer him with
Bahasa
glasses.
Indonesia. I know that.
Why? How do you know that?
Have you visited Indonesia quite a lot?
Yeah, for events, you know.
Damn, rich caster.
No.
He is a rich caster.
That's
Rich
not
caster.
true.
And like yeah, there,
Going
there,
into
there
this
is
game,
always
it's
that
still not
ongoing that
impossible
Wolf
for
is the
AP Brand
richest
to close
caster.
things out because we saw so
Like he's
far
like,
the
there's
trend
like
in
this
this
ongoing
game.
joke that
AP Brand controls the
Wolf
early
is
and
the
mid.
richest caster.
So it kind of
amongst,
looks like
the
Ani. They
talents.
got to
Yeah,
figure
yeah,
out
yeah.
a draft
Yeah.
that transitions well
We
into
don't know
the
how
mid
true
and
is that. We
transitions
probably
well
need to
into the
ask
late.
Wolf
And
himself.
I kind of
but
feel
I
like
think he won't admit it.
AP Brand will start sniffing that out.
Well,
Yeah,
would
for
you
sure.
want to?
For AP Brand, we can. If you look back at their lineup, they already have the
did
plug,
like
which
have
is
like a
hero
bit
for
like of a
it's
bit
great for
like
the
oh
late
if
game.
they
And
if their
even
team
Lilia is
wins, like,
arguably
oh,
good
Wolf
in the
would
late
buy
game right
them,
now
like,
because of
food
the
and stuff.
changes, the revamps that you can reset easily your spells, your stacks. Most
Means
importantly,
you're
though, I
generous,
think
I
the
guess.
reason why the Novaria didn't die in this game is because there's no actual dive from the side of AP Brand. Surely they have Flaptizi, but it's not like a dive kind of hero, right? Because you want to bring back people towards your own box anyways. So it's not like an actual dive hero. That's the reason why Novaria didn't die in this game. Yeah.
And I gotta say, man, Flaptizi did a lot.
Is this
Yeah.
enough
Like
to
the
like
mo-
swing
like, okay,
the
sure,
momentum
early
into
game,
Onyx's
He
favor?
got attacked quite a bit.
Possible.
But the moment he got a little bit more
But
tanky,
It's gonna be hard.
Vengeance goes in, final slash, man.
That's right.
Flaptizi is a
That's
game
like
changer, but now
So far,
we're looking at the players here. We gotta
it's
talk
been a
about
lot
their mental
easier
strength. This is
for
where
Brand
if you want to be a
win their
champion,
victories
a lot of
than
sacrifices
Onyx
have to be
win
made.
theirs.
A lot of preparation all year,
So
all
Onyx-
Like
throughout the
Onyx is like an
2023
uphill battle, right?
Yeah.
is on this point
But
here.
for
Can they handle the stress? Can they handle the pressure? It's been
And
like
a
what,
lot of
5
pressure.
games going into the 6? This is gonna be
This is
a
gonna be
lot
a
for the
long
players to manage.
sure.
Doesn't change at all, right? Even after winning that game, AP Brand are still at match
I like
point.
how at least
correct.
Wolves
One
is
game.
kind of like
Onyx
able
need
to
two
play
back
the
to back to
game
become champions.
instead
Heck,
of
well,
just
we
being
count
a
last
punching
game.
bag.
3.
Now he's punching back.
And the thing is, that particular game number 5 alone is a series on its own. You think about it,
Wow,
it's
look
with
at
what,
you,
28
Frank.
minutes, it's almost like a 2-0
If it was best
series.
of 5, it would have been over.
Exactly. And but the thing is,
Being
there's a
able
lot
to
of fights in
assassinate
them.
you in the mid
what
does
you
kind
can
of
say about
relieve,
Onyx.
like,
Even
the pressure
CW
onto
getting
Suns.
what three times killed back
And
to back to
Keyboy.
back
So,
by
I
Flaptizi
think that
in the
is what they
gang,
need to
and
do.
still managed to
The
land a
1-1
beautiful
is definitely worth
crossbow time in the
it's
end,
such
right? And
a
then
pocket-
Keyboy
it's such a
suffering
pocket
0
pick.
and 4,
But it's like,
and all throughout
but
the game,
thing about
land,
Brand is, like, their
always
first
having to
3
be
bans,
forced to use
they're
the
gonna stick
Minnow and
to their
Fury,
guns
but
and
also
just
lands the
continue to
game-winning
ban
Minnow and
towards
Fury
Kyrie.
at the turtle dance, right? And Lord dance, I mean. And then lastly, Kyrie was under duress. He was in the middle of the Lord Pit, but he still managed to
what's this?
secure an immortality for some reason. I don't know if he bought it or he sold
I
something,
see, Emma
but he
noted
didn't
the
have the immortality
punching
before the
back and
fight
back
happened,
down,
and
yeah.
then he had it afterwards. So there were so many
I'm
micro
serious, is like, I never
gameplay
seen
that you have
Boots
to
this
take note of that
oppressed. I mean,
game.
we see him
Rico, right
in
now,
like his own
there is
MPL.
one similarity
We've seen
between you
him
and Kyrie.
in MSC.
Okay, both of y'all
I've
are
never seen
sweating
this
because
man
look at
so
Kyrie, man.
oppressed in
Like
his
he's
lane that he
drenched.
can't
Like
fight back.
he's not been
Literally
having a
becoming
great
punching
series,
bag.
and it's not because he's making mistakes or anything like
Yeah,
that,
for
but
me,
the
that's
constant
appalling
pressure, man.
because he's
It's
amongst,
like I
the
know you guys
top-
love me, but come on.
like, you know,
Imagine
top
if he was
in
wearing a
his
three-piece
class
suit.
amongst the XP
Oh,
leaders.
yeah, well,
Shows you the extent
there
of
you
the
go.
competition.
Well, it's for the trophy.
Flaptizi
So
is so
all the
scary.
sweat and tears that may have come
Absolutely
along the
insane.
way to get to this point, it's all for
okay.
the trophy. But you
I'm not
guys,
sure if you guys
everybody
get this
in the
one,
stadium,
because
everybody
we are
watching at
literally
home,
fighting
y'all
with
have been
I
amazing.
think with the rest of the world, this
4.45 million.
That deserves a clap. Come on. Come on.
That deserves a clap. Thank
Round
you
of
very
applause,
much,
everyone.
How
everyone.
many people can even
Let's
redeem
go
this
even
code?
Good
further.
question, right?
Let's try to hit
Yeah.
6.
I mean, if you're gonna like
6 would
post
be-
or tag
Hey,
anything,
if we go all 7
yeah,
games,
just
man.
like tag my social.
We got Chantel in building.
We do have Chantel in the building, and we have this wonderful crowd as well, right?
I feel like
just
Sip is
tag
doing
us, like,
something as
maybe
well. I
with
kind
the
of feel like
skins
this
you
will
got
go
from
all
it.
the way.
I'm curious to
You wanna
see
ask the
which
crowd?
skins skin you got. I do wonder.
I think they'll
which
say
one
no,
was
right?
it? The
Because they want
butterflies
to.
or
Or no,
Seraphim?
technically
Yeah.
they can say yes because 4-3 could be for the team that
But
they're supporting.
unfortunately, I have not got
Yeah,
it. I
but
got the other
Before
one.
that,
which,
man, they're like, I don't
which,
know.
Staffa got
I want to
for
save
me.
some of my energy
Bring
going
in
into
Kyrie
this
out.
game because
No! You forgot that time
Even
where
I'm starting
Kyrie
to run
took
out
a
of
break
breath
for a
because
week and they
looking at this
lost all
game.
their games.
Onyx,
Lol.
what else can they do?
Yeah.
Do they really have to just let go of that early game?
I don't
Boots is
think
taking
so. I
good
think
shot
that
of EXP
they've been
lane.
doing a great job.
The
Securing the
boots,
early
yes,
stages.
we do
There's no
remember
reason
that
for them to
era.
change up
And
their
also,
strategy
like,
anyways.
I think my favorite
Maybe,
time was
remove
when
some of their
Suns
habits so
was
that
still
it will
jungle,
catch
the Lee Sun Shin
Onyx
era.
off guard. But I think
That
that
was, I think,
AP
amongst,
Bren,
like, my
even after
favorite.
losing that match, they're still at match point, like
good
Gurkov
old
said,
days.
right? There's nothing in exchange.
Well,
It's just a hard reset,
Time to
perhaps.
jump into the
Well,
draft.
It's so
Here it
sad
is. You
never
guys
get
are
to
seeing the
see Sun Shin
countdown as
anymore.
we're going in.
Other than the
The
Walker.
draft of what? The
That's
sixth
pretty nice.
game of this best of 7. Where again the pressure is not stopping, it's not slowing down. As we look at
Who
a
will
trophy,
be able to claim the trophy
reminding both
and all the
teams
bragging
what they're
rights
fighting for.
of their country.
And what already is
Imagine
good
if
for
we
AP Bren is that they have
actually
secured the
go Has that
blue
happened
side.
in an MC
Yes.
And Onyx
before? I don't
I-
remember.
so far
never-
only
never
one
that-
on
never
the
this
blue
close.
side, so they take that away.
Ah, I see.
And
Ah,
that
you
means
got
that
the
they
Dawn
will be the
Revolution.
first
Yes, that's
points to
pretty. I
take
got that
the
one.
1-1.
I already have the
Will
butterfly
Onyx
from
ban it
previous
out, though?
draw event. Nice, nice.
Oh.
I assume you draw for the aspirant because
1-1
a lot
or
of people,
Frederick
that's where
should
they
be
got
the pick here for
butterfly
AP Bren.
fun
if they
from.
pick up the 1-1, Onyx can pick up the Faramis.
That's true.
And maybe eventually the Phobius.
They banned the Novaria.
Faramis and Phobius, Faramis
Wait,
Arlen.
Guinevere is open.
Gore
What?
is
Guinevere
100%
is
win rate this
actually-
series.
Oh, hooray.
They pick up the 1-1.
Oh,
And that's
oh, they
Faramis
contest for
Guinevere
1-1.
or Faramis Arlen
Ooh.
that I'm seeing Onyx will pick up.
I feel like Guinevere is a
That's
solid
a
pick here,
good
no?
like counter for one.
You don't want to
like,
give both
in
the
terms of,
Guinevere
like,
as well as
golden
the
matchup.
1-1, right?
Yeah.
But then again, yeah,
Going
Gwyn,
matchup.
Gwyn
Gwyn
Something
Faramis or
puts
Arlet
pressure.
Faramis is what I think Onyx will
yeah.
pick up. Just because of how
Oh.
good AP Bren is with that hero.
Oh, they are. Oh, they're all pulling. Everyone's pulling.
That's a lot of
Maybe
Oh,
the
that's a
Faramis to
fully-
follow.
Yeah, Faramis is a solid
Doing
pick,
anything
but
nice?
I think they're taking
too
their
many
time.
at
Yeah,
once.
I think
I
there's
can see.
Valentina anyways.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
So
What's
Gwyn
that?
Faramis,
What's that? Oh, that's
Arlet
only one.
Valentina,
Ah, that's
perhaps
nice.
from
That's
AP
nice.
Bren.
A lot of spins here, folks, but sorry.
There's so
this
I
many
is
can't see.
happening.
Yeah.
I can't see.
Okay,
Stop.
congratulations to all that get the
Too
big
much.
skin.
That's too much gacha. It's all
Yeah.
overloaded.
I'm thinking
Nope.
Arlet
Ah.
will get it all. Oh wow.
Ooh.
Wait, he says.
Lol, we
Alright,
can't
alright,
see.
alright.
Another
Can
one.
he get it? If he. Oh,
Lol,
no.
nah, the
Yeah,
camera's
no,
off.
we
I think
gotta-
that
we
was
gotta
too
look at
much
the draft, because again,
information.
this is the 6th game here.
Yep.
Onyx, very good start. How is AP Bren gonna supplement this
Ooh.
1-1?
Okay,
What if
Onyx
they
with
pick up the
Fairness
Akai, I think. So
and,
maybe Akai or Frederick for AP Bren for
I
sure.
forgot her name
But
for
I
one
think
second.
they
Guinevere.
might be leaning towards more than the Akai. Then pick up the
Guinevere will
Faramis
get a
of the
very nice
Valentina as
skin,
well,
next,
so that they have an answer to the
in the
Faramis.
next season.
So another option might be Arlet.
Yeah, I think it's more of
There
the
it is.
recharge. The recharge
there it
skill.
is.
Like you
Okay,
recharge like
there's
once
the
and
combo
then you
here
get
with
to
the
buy
1-1
like
as
the
well
skin
to try to
for
cover
100
for her and
100
also
diamonds.
try to punish
But
his
it
club
is pretty nice.
composition that they are going to
Oh
try to
my
look
god,
for
they
with
got
a
this
Faramis.
Flap TZ
If
on
the Phobius
Arla
not
is just so
picked here, he's gonna get banned.
consistently
Yeah.
good. So
Go
good.
Martins, where they
Claude
pick up the
again.
Claude immediately because you don't want to not have a game-winning hero on your side for Onyx. Onyx will just ban out the mages
Yeah,
here
but
for
yeah,
a
but it
few.
wasn't working
Perhaps
out
the
for him all
Valentina,
this
because
while.
it still is a pretty good
Yeah,
hero, and it's a
I
hero
agree.
that can also
Aspirin
one-shot the
is
Claude
Aspirin's
later
quite
on.
worth. He
If
got
the Claude does
Scott
not pick up the
Johnson,
Rose Gold
Lance,
Beater or the Athena Shields,
Matador,
Valentina is a hero that
and
can
Harley
one-shot that
Inventor.
hero.
That's a lot of
Then
skins.
the Gourd, which
I got
Novaria?
like
Yep, that's
actually
also true.
I actually
Novaria.
pulled
I
like
kinda feel
live.
like if they don't
at
have
the-
a hero,
oh,
they
they
can
got Ruby.
oh, he got it.
Oh, they got Ruby. Oh, nice.
No way! No
Hey.
way! You did it! The draft was the... Even
From
the
0
draft
to
went
Hey, the
down.
coach.
Even the draft
It's-
had to go down for that
Wait,
one, man.
that's not the coach.
Congratulations,
That's
my
the
man.
coach. That's-
Dude, shout outs to everyone getting the
Lol, 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 lol.
Sana Ball.
Actually, I do have that.
That college is not.
All right, rich guy.
Lol, 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 lol.
Well, either ways, looking at the draft here, looking like
I got
Minotaur getting
the
banned
Tigreal
out by
Lightborn, I think.
Onyx.
And the
So now it's on to
Masha
AP Brand.
Dragonborn.
Whether they want to ban out the EXP or
Not Dragon Tamer, yeah.
the Roll.
So
I feel like
Lightborn.
banning out that EX,
Yeah.
EXP
Oh,
is going
is
to be
that?
a safer choice here.
Yeah, definitely the
Oh,
safer
okay.
choice there. You want to take Boots. How would
Okay.
also same
Yeah,
with Khalid. That's going to be the Khalid band coming through.
Maybe Terizla as well.
Okay.
Terizla
let's see
Khalid
what
would be
else is
solid
going
to
be.
take away from Boots, but after that game on Paquito, do you want to respect that, right? That's my question. They can pick it up for them. Wait, no, first pick on red side.
Yeah.
So that is a viable ban actually to go for.
You know, so was the Benedetta.
Okay, Okay, let's see. Next. Minotaur
Well, also the
ban,
Terizla is a
Khalid
pretty good hero, but
ban.
usually what you counter with the Arlot, against the Arlot, is the Terizla, right? You pick it up. It's
the
a
graphics
good
are
hero to
kinda
go up against the 1-1 in a way. So yeah,
Okay,
the Gort,
okay.
as we expected.
Gort ban.
And I think Onyx are willing to give the Valentina On the side.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, there is a chance for AP Brent to also pick up the Lapu Lapu once again.
Okay.
We've seen that it worked before because it's a, like I said, it's a great hero versus the Faramis. So I'm thinking for AP Brent, they might just run out the Terizla for good measure.
Yeah, I would say because again, the Paquita was strong, but Boots on the Terizla, we see that it's a comfort pick for him. And I kind of feel like, I don't have the numbers, but if Boots gets the Terizla, the percentage of Kyrie actually securing those turtles and lords significantly increase.
Yep. It's a massive chance of a Hoot Hoot as well from Monic.
Ooh.
Knowing that there's the Arlet and the Kai, that could be a
1-1.
And 1-1. Yeah.
Oh, they banned the Dairon and the Khalid, so you're right, the Diggy could actually still come through for Onyx
because it
here.
can be.
Yeah, but
it can
they
be
might pick
flexed
up the
into Ogwyn,
Hoot Zero first though.
Arlet,
Because they want to keep
and
this
Fat
Guinevere
picking
kind of
up
flex.
the Lapu Lapu for himself.
So what are
They
the heroes
played
that
it
could
before.
be
That was
there
a
for
very,
Boots?
very
Maybe they
deadly
steal
combo.
the Edith or the Lapu Lapu
And
actually.
give something like
Again, a
Lapu
lot of
Lapu to Boots.
EXPs are open.
Yep.
I think that
You
would
can just
work.
go for
Unless they
Terizla, right?
want to
Terizla is
continue
like
with
the
the
safest.
Paquito.
It's like one of those, like, just pick it up and then almost
Cheryl
like you
is so
can
pretty.
autopilot it, because I'm guessing Boots has been playing this hero.
And I guess the camera
Even in
knows
the
it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, instantly
I'm sure.
Like,
the comments are like, yes,
Oh,
pretty.
penalty zone.
Red.
Penalty zone, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a lot of XPs. I think XPs and M5 have just been that way, right? They can play Terizla in their sleep. It's the most common hero.
It's,
They go for
I
the
am seeing like,
hero
I
that's
am
not
feeling
as
like
common
Terizla is not
as
enough.
Brock
And
in
it gets
the role,
countered,
I am thinking now,
by
right?
the
technically
Tamas
flex
pick.
still.
Yeah, but
Technically.
so far this tournament, have we actually seen a Grok XP?
Yes,
That's
yeah.
my question.
I don't think so. We haven't. The pickups. For AP Brand, Lapu Lapu still is a prime option. There's also the option of the Edith, because Edith is
Okay.
naturally a good hero going up against this Faramis. But you spend that out, and then
Clear
the
this.
Valentina.
This has been already utilized by
Valid choice
Mr.
as
Iron.
well for AP Brand, unless they want to go for
New thoughts?
Eve, which has
Ooh.
been
The
proven
Iron's
to be
gonna
good
claim
against the
them
Faramis.
That's the fair bit. I mean, there's a reason why the Gore was banned out, right?
No,
Exactly.
no, it's okay.
But they
It's
can
okay.
also
I
just go
will
for safest
release
choice.
another
Yeah,
round after
yeah.
this match.
Safest choice.
I think this.
So now the clock is ticking
Then
down.
release
A
it
lot
all.
of
And then
good
whoever's
choices that
around
Lilia
uses
has
it.
picked up, and Damas flap again.
Yeah, Tamas. I knew it.
Ooh,
He's been winning on this, Damas, man.
I knew
No
it.
reason not to pick it up.
called
This
it.
might be the game-winning draft coming in
Exactly.
from maybe Ren.
The series winning draft.
Ford wins all. That's why it's banned.
That's why it's banned.
That's why it's banned.
Yeah,
Nice,
that's
Sue.
banned. Here's Trex.
With the Dyroth being banned out, what else is left for Onyx, for Boots to use going up against this
There's
Dams?
Apple.
There's still this Edith.
There's still Edith, yes.
Which is technically not a very bad hero, but at the same time it provides you with the front line that you need. Then you can run
What
down
else
the enemies
for
with it.
EXP? Kitty?
Maybe they might even consider Uranus actually.
For against Tamas.
But they have the split push for them to be able to have the split push and go purify, and then you can
You
stay
know what's in the back of
front
my
of
head?
this.
Like Boots.
Akai.
No, Boots Masha.
Clock is ticking down. It looks like
Against
Onyx.
1-1.
They're gonna pick
Oh,
up
Phobius.
Phobius. It's all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan. EB ran 4-3.
Phobius F's
I mean, we talked about the Phobius the moment
Yes,
we
because
saw
like
the
every
one
time,
line, right? Yeah.
Every
every time,
Someone that
every
Arlet
yes,
comes
every
around and then you
enhance like
think,
will
okay,
just from
Phobius. If
the
it's not
Empire
picked,
skin
it's
might
gonna be
just
banned.
be
That's what you
Arlet.
said.
Yeah.
First phase, it
Tamas.
wasn't picked or
But
banned.
Arlet
So
just got a
was picked up.
starlight though.
We have
Oh,
Mr.
I like it,
Bomba again.
Hey.
Oh, there you go.
And Mr. Basic as well. the
Mr.
building.
Basic and Mr. Bomba, the two Bs. We just need
I
Beloyski
know
to
that
complete
won't
the
stop anyone.
BBB.
But yeah, we'll see how
All
this
right,
goes.
going into this game, Wolf, the Phobius, will it be a difference maker or
Tamas, I
Will
think,
Boots won't be able to
doesn't
do much
quite
with it?
match. I think
Difference
it's
maker when it
going to be
comes to
quite hard for
teamfights,
Tamas
100%.
considering like how
My
they
problem is,
if
how
they're
does
going
it
to do
fare
anything
against
like
the Thams?
put
And
them
the
in
EXP
the varsity
I would assume
jackets
that
or wear
it's
like
not
the
that
teams
good.
like the team's
Well, so
colors
there
and
are
all.
many few heroes that
I
actually
think we
win
would pick
against the Thams.
someone more humanoid than
the golden
Tamas.
road for this year's for the Sky Kings? The dream is still alive for them to complete it, but they gotta take down AP Brand. That is again, it's match
looks
point.
nice, yeah,
Where we're
it looks
going
nice,
into
it looks
game
quite cool.
number 6 to see whether it will end here
That is nice.
or it will go all 7 games.
The start of the game,
we're back in the
it's
land of Dawn. Let's
Kyrie
see if
who
this
has a
will
significant
be-
advantage
it's
on the
either they're
Guinevere. This is the
pushing it-
reason
is
it's
this match
so
point?
heavily prioed in the draft. Baptiste and Ogwyn, though, very aggressive start of the game. Actually clears
Yeah,
it
hi,
out
Aziza.
very well.
Welcome back.
Kyrie
So,
has
yes.
already rotated. This might be a
Your
miscalculation.
so
Sans as well
Phobius
is here.
is a good
Quicker out from
counter
Ogwyn.
against,
Baptiste holding on
Fat
to that
Tizzy on
orange
the
buff.
Tamas,
But in the end,
as
will
well as Super Marco on the
disengage.
1-1. You are
Yeah,
correct there,
interesting
but
idea
it
because
takes
we know that
time.
the
It still
Phobius
takes
will
time
not
to
win
scale
against
up.
the Thams, but he gets level 2 now, so it's gonna quite an even matchup. And the reason why that that happened is because Keyboy
This is
did
gonna
the
take a while.
anti-glue treatment in
it's
M4.
like,
If you remember, they
only
used
when I
the
saw
grab
in
to
action, I
block
realized, like,
the minions
my
twice,
Phobius is
so
damn
that the
good
minions
against
will be
Chalice.
in favor of Boots. And that was a genius move coming out
Basically,
from
any
Onyx.
form
That's
of,
why
like,
they
a
drafted this
movement,
rock earlier
A
on.
bit of a dash
Gonna talk about Super
counts.
Marco again. Now using the Master
For the
Assassin,
jump.
where
That's
before
what we
this,
shall see.
he used it tenacity with Kyrie.
The Shadow
Trying to
Stampede
go
as
for
well,
invade.
right?
Spatial migration, retribution secures the
When
invade seal
Sans
over the gold
displace
buff now.
an enemy.
It seems like he should be able to find this for free unless
So I
nope,
think this
Kyrie
is
takes
okay.
it.
Yeah, looks like
And Kyrie actually, we are
looks
actually
like
able to see him like
still
kind of
again
walk out of
wants
his
to
jungle
go
a
for
bit now.
that Corrosion
with the
side
Gwen pick.
early, and maybe try to bully out Boots because the Phobius is strong, but if the Phobius can't do much in lane, then it's not going to be that
Yeah,
big of a
the goal
problem.
will be
Kyrie
to
again,
like kind of like focus
always getting
like,
pressured
hard
by
on
AP
towards
Brand.
Boots.
AP Brand has a thing for Kyrie.
So he's not
We
unlocked.
know.
I mean,
on
he
this
is
lane.
cute, but you know.
Even the fans in the building, CW versus Super Marco 1v1
Oh,
battle.
oh,
my
oh,
goodness.
CW just barely
Marco
winning that.
able to
Just
escape
barely.
regen pop by CW. Does this mean Marco's already used it?
Oh!
Oh my God.
Super Marco gets away. My God, every little fight.
I feel like after this game,
That
they're
is
going to
so
be best
scary.
friends, man. They are. I mean, like, that
Or
kind of...
maybe not, you know, I mean, like.
I mean, dude, you bonded over a best of 7 like that?
That's true.
You gained respect,
That was
man.
like that
They
was.
have an even
Imagine if
better
that was
or
first
special,
blood.
more special connection for sure.
Cloutizi jumping
migration.
forward. Violet Requiem locking few down. That's a lot of
Black
damage.
shoes
Black
pop.
shoes as well with a heavy spin. Cloutizi
Kyle
secures it. The
has
heavy
it.
spin knocks Keyboy out of the frame. Demonic Force though. Now on the Cloutizi. One more shot.
He's
to it
just
for the
following
block.
Tamis around.
Secured by Onyx. Keyboy still onto Owen, who still
Oh,
has
nice.
the vengeance, but he gets knocked
Oh,
out.
final slash. Oh, they have to be
Vengeance
careful.
into Kyrie.
Oh, careful
He's still able to
now.
survive.
Oh,
Turned around now.
Oh!
So team by the Stampede, and it's AP Brent who win
I think
in
the
a
last person you want
prolonged
to pull
team
back
fight.
into a fight
I
is
mean,
Ogun.
that was a very prolonged team
terrifying.
fight. I kind of feel like
Yeah.
Onyx really wanted that kill because, again, he was right in front of them. Who would want it? But
It's like
AP
the,
Brand was
yes, you
able to buy
yes you
enough
want to pull
time
people
for
back
the rest of
in,
the
but the
team to
last person
respond.
you'll be pulling back is Arlen.
That's the thing is, Onyx will manage to go for double lanes this time. That this is the effect of CW winning some of the early stages of the match of
So
this
how to
lady
those who
stage.
just joined,
Allowed him to get even more
they
gold
probably
for
be
his
dropping
team.
another series
This
of
is the
codes
main win condition
after
of
this
Onyx.
match, and
Stack
yes,
pad,
it could be a
this,
match point.
Claude,
It
give
could be
all of
another
the
game.
things to
I don't know,
CW and let
but I
them carry
mean
the
that's
game
how
later
the
on.
sequence of how I'm gonna drop the
Looks
codes.
like
I think
the
it's only
first
fair. I
item
don't want to be
is
halfway
gonna be
typing
that
out the
Enchanted
code,
Talisman gonna
like
help
trying
us
to
quite
get
a
it
lot
right,
during that
and then something big
turtle
blows
fight.
up on the screen, and then I accidentally tap out of my
CW as well,
stream
Super Marco, they're really going at it.
Blazing Duet in the bottom lane.
Because
Super
I feel
Marco
like that
getting
would
chopped
happen.
down. He did get the gold
And I
buff,
don't want
however,
that.
and Onyx now tried to look for an angle to attack this bottom side of the map. Meanwhile,
Oh, nice.
spatial migration into the Requiem finds
They
a
get
kill
the
in the mid
kill.
lane onto View. Without the Purify, he was a sitting duck.
Going at the
He
able
couldn't even,
to
like,
force the
black shoes,
final
basically.
slash or the purify onto CW.
That spatial migration
But that
is
was a
so
great
good.
pinch coming out from Onyx. They found a reaction coming from AP Brand because there was a massive
another-
push in the bottom
another
lane, so
spatial
naturally you want to
migration
defend that,
onto
but they cut
Kyle.
it off.
But the panda is relatively tanky.
He has
Ogun
level
coming
advantage
in.
onto Kyrie. So, for me, it just signals that the invasion onto Kyrie was definitely worth it because Kyrie is, I don't know, this is Kyrie, man.
this
Even
is
with a
rough-
level disadvantage,
this
I
is
feel like he
kinda
can still
rough for
secure the
that.
turtles.
Final slash
Final
though on the
slash
Suns.
onto Suns.
Might force a flicker out with Baptiste jumping in, but he actually instead goes for another round. Pop back!
No, I didn't jump back
Suns
in!
taken
Oh,
out.
but the
flicker
Violet
one second
Requiem.
off. Spatial migration though, blocking him down and
Oh,
Tony gets the kill back.
nice.
It's a 1-for-1.
Was that bait?
Now it's Boots who's rotated
That
over.
might have
The
been
Wanting
bait.
Force already used earlier, so now it's going to be
Maybe
reset.
he
It's
knew
going to
like,
be
yeah,
on
I'm dead.
cooldown.
I'm just gonna, do whatever.
Nice reset coming out from
Whoa.
Key Boy.
Oh, no!
Plays into it.
No, why did you
Down.
black
Keyboy
shoot?
gets the
He
kill.
black
CW
shoots back
goes
into where
for
Keyboy could
another
just
wave
get the
push in the
hot.
mid lane with Sans respawning.
Oh.
Kyrie holding the turtle down.
Oh,
Yeah,
both
right now
mid
the
lane,
turtle
I
hasn't
had
started.
alone.
Sans is there.
Faded into that.
Owen
Chewe.
sees
I'm
it.
pretty
It
sure
looks like
that
Kyle Beasley's going
Keyboy was trying
I
to
don't know,
make
heavy
him
spin.
do that.
Still has it.
Black shoes
Going to
back
force
in.
spatial migration. Violet Requiem. Retribution.
Oh.
Kyle. Teasy finds it. And even a
Oh,
pin
the lockdown
onto
onto Kyrie, the heavy
and
spin.
Bren come alive once again. That lead going back and forth.
It's
Absolutely.
not much of
AP
a
Brand
lead. Yes,
taking
they get the
advantage
turtle, but
of
look at
what they have. They
look
have
at
the heavy
CW
spin
on
versus the
top.
Guinevere. Key
CW.
Boy getting chunked down.
Oh.
Oh my my goodness.
What was that deal?
That was Flapteasy.
The fadeaway.
And what he does is, I think there's one thing that I really want to comment about Flapteasy, a very smart move that he made.
What's
After he
his
was able to take out
itemization?
the Nether Realm, there's a suppression, right? So he threw his sights, waited for
so
Sans to
quite
be
normal,
not
the
invulnerable
one
anymore,
damage item,
then swings him
and the
back
rest
with the
all
sights,
tank
then
for
gets the
Camus.
kill. And he does it, almost does it again against Keyboy, taking full use of the sights.
We gotta look at the goal lead though, because even though AP Brand has the goal lead, but CW has the goal lead.
Final
For that Sans getting jumped down. Looks like Oakwood understanding that Sans is not in a good position. He wants to force it and forcing on CW.
Purified now brought back to
But
Oakwood.
he's basically pushed back into his teammates, but back into the lobby bounce of Flapteasy. Nether Realm not going to be able to save his life. Wild charge Keyboy to get out of there.
Defensively,
But
and AP
Flapteasy
Brand
just
take
continue
the
on the
lead.
pressure.
Significant lead. As they will
This
be
is now
able to take
becoming a
out the
very
turret up top.
significant lead
They
for
get a kill
Bren.
onto CW, who we have been commending to be able to farm out the early stages of the game, but now it's stopped. And AP Bren have the absolute lead in the first 6 minutes of game number 6.
Oh, Flapteasy. Looks like he is not the one getting caught here. He
this
aggressive.
Arlet.
No, Kairi was the one initiated.
Yeah, even
Where's
Keyboy
the
now
focus?
opens it up. Super Marco getting the turret in the bottom lane. Ogwen poking Keyboy down, doing a good amount of damage.
But right now, AP Brand, they're moving as a unit. Boots is moving around Sans to make sure that Sans is actually able to survive, actually able to farm
Look
up.
at Marco.
Marco is just
that
pushing.
turret. On
He's
the
alone in the
opposite
bottom
side.
lane. It's a 4v5 for Onyx, but they're not actually going in just yet. They go
They're
for
going
it.
to lose
Space
it
migration,
here.
battle Requiem, locking Ogwen down. That should be a kill.
Okay.
Kyrie picks it up. Meanwhile, the bottom lane, tier 2 should be taken down.
Yeah.
Price of Marco, few. So able to pop
No
the
one's
glooms in.
gonna-
Demonic Force.
no one's gonna deal
Zoning
with Super
Flapteasy
Marco.
away. Keyboy break taken very low. Kalteasy with a good pitch
Okay.
out. But the Demonic Force is still on him.
coming over.
Few. Black shoes, back away. That's Sans.
gets the
Flickering
turtle.
forward. Kyrie finds the turtle. Meanwhile,
Sans.
Sans will fall.
He's down
Flapteasy
low.
outplays him under the tier 1.
I mean,
they're gonna
he
push
was
it.
he was greedy, man. Like he really wanted it. And the thing
Look
is,
at
he
Flash.
paid for it. Right now, Onyx, even though they won that tournament again.
They lose few.
I don't know, man. I feel like losing that
yeah.
tier 2
They get the
is
objective.
gonna hurt Onyx in the
100%.
long run.
100%. The only good thing that might have came out from that is the fact that they pushed the mid lane. And the
they
fact
pushed
that they
the mid,
pushed the
but
mid
they
lane
lost
means
that
that they have
tier two
access
up top.
to better access to the mid lane. And obviously, somebody just can take care of this long lane anyways. That's the only good thing that came out of that. And of course, the goal that they had afterwards.
But getting mid is
And
still
look at-
pretty good.
This is interesting.
CW.
J-Way.
Actually,
Wow.
I'm looking at Boost because usually you see the Clock of Destiny, but he went for the Lightning Truncheon.
Yep.
I think I like this build better. Dominance Ice Rush into the Lightning Truncheon as the Phobius.
Should you be
You're not that
rushing
required to
lightning
actually
instead of
output the
Clock of
damage
Destiny?
anyways. You have the Blood for
On
that,
the
and you have
Phobius.
Suns to dive
Hi
with
David,
you.
welcome
You
back.
definitely need the Dominance Ice because you're the one to be
No,
in
he
the front lines.
went
And
Dominance
AP
Ice
Bren,
and then
with
lightning.
the fact that they have both Ogwen as
I'm
well
not
as
sure if that
Flapteasy,
will-
good sustained heroes, somebody has to really man the front lines and then take over with the Dominance Ice.
Okay.
I'm very interested to see the Lightning Truncheon on the Phobius.
Oh, Boots dealt a
For
lot
that,
of damage.
LTZ finds Kyrie. It looks like they want him.
Heavy spin, but the Valor Requiem cancels it out. Sans gonna be pinned down to the wall. Final slash, shoots down the road.
Oh,
Gets
oh,
the
that
roll.
wild charge, the Nether Realm.
Finds a wild charge, a few, gets Kyrie down. CW, able to fight. Bench is still gonna be popped in by Flapteasy.
Messy.
And Boost jumps into the back line. Demonic
Boots!
Force.
Oh my god.
Kaboom!
Look at this!
Crossbow,
Oh,
Tango,
the crossbow
Super Marco,
goes out
Sans,
just in time.
Ghostbusters,
Oh!
and
Sans!
Ogwen jumping in.
Boots!
Another
Oh,
one
this
to bounce.
Phobius pick is effing him.
Flapteasy, one last member standing.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
How did
Shut it
Sans get the
down.
kill? He was so.
Onyx won
I
a
thought
big
he- oh
W
my
there. They
god!
got
To a
a
wipeout.
wipeout.
And
Onyx
all
has
falls
the
AP Bren
momentum.
finding a good jump onto Onyx, almost taking out Carry. Sans' ultimate was just pixel perfect.
Oh, Sans.
Oh my god.
Here.
They're blitzing and Carry's
Yeah.
already here.
Power's bot. They're giving it away. They're giving it up. Onyx
Okay,
have
okay,
taken
okay.
the first Lord of the game.
Look at the line
Fire.
coming in from Indonesia. They're excited, man. Right now, Onyx having the lead here. But again, AP Brand, they have showed time and time again they can
Do we have like
fish
the highest
out
quality?
that mistake
No,
coming
as
in from
in, like,
Onyx,
the
and we've
highest
seen quite a few
quality
times
on
with
your
Boots.
team is 7
Let's talk
to
about
8.
Boots,
I
2-0 and 5 here, Wolf.
Yes.
So can we hire?
Was the last one to get into the
Or-
fight around
No,
the
like, unless we
Lord
restart
area.
the
I see.
But his timing was perfect because now he is able to force out Super Mario.
Why did Arlet dash
And
there?
big shout
Good
out to Kima
question.
with the flicker
You
play,
really?
or the wall charge
It's
play.
one
in
of,
fact.
the
The
thing
previous
is,
fight
it can
that's-
be really
that is what
difficult
allowed
to convince
Onyx
yourself
win
to
the fight
not dash.
afterwards.
You know,
It's
when
not
you get
really a
items as well,
behavior
even though the
that
big
you will
goal difference
often
coming in from the
train
Claude as well as the 1-1, but I
to
feel
do.
like Super Marco can still dish out the damage.
No,
Sans
it's
here
just, it's just
he's
a
zoning
matter of
everyone
like
out.
the
He's just like,
hero's kit
I'm a Faramis,
getting
choo-choo, I'm
countered
gonna hit
by
you.
Phobius.
Choo-choo. Is that what
Okay.
Faramis?
Yeah.
Is that is the noise and sound?
Choo-choo. I play
They're
choo-choo.
all-
I play Faramis
They're
a
doing
lot,
the
man. I
same
believe
thing
you.
of
Faramis, the
stopping
train
the
engine.
Lord.
Yep.
They are picking up some tricks.
Doesn't have the right ring, but you know what?
No, I'm pretty sure
work on
most
it.
teams.
The
No,
most
no,
important
no, that's
item
not
for
something
Boots
I.
gets the
That's
winter
not something
tension.
that Onyx usually
Able to
does.
tank damage coming out Super Marco.
You do what you
Definitely
gotta
gonna be
do,
able to
which
dive
is
that.
like I
Now
like
that's
this.
a massive
But you
problem.
you only
Spatial
can kind
migration,
of do it
onto
with a
flat.
Grok, and they do
Final
have a
spot for Kyrie, back for
Grok.
Baptiste, still gonna be
Kyrie.
isolated. Kyrie taken
Kyrie's been
down.
taken
Look at
out.
the plate for the wild
Wasn't
charge
able to
connection
get
on
the
the
call
course.
all-time
In the midst of it
in
all.
time.
Calteezy, now the heavy
Baptiste's been
spin.
taken
That's
out.
still Baptiste.
Whoa,
Boots
Boots is
is
still
now
light,
with
light,
the
with
Baptiste
her.
He's using a
Oh,
loser.
Boots!
He's still able to set up the kill.
Boots is still alive!
I triple down.
Keyboy just sacrifices
Keyboy,
himself
the
to
one
make
to
sure
attack that, but I
everyone
think
else
that
can
they'll
get
use a
out.
sacrifice to take the Lord.
is he,
Nice touch from CW
I
again.
think it's alright.
Falls
Boots
as well,
will finally
sacrifice
fall.
necessary. Sans and
But if they
CW.
can keep CW alive,
Damage
beautiful
coming
pull
through,
once
CW
again from
Ranger.
Sans. He's
Oakwood,
also gonna
vengeance.
sacrifice himself
He's
to
not
make
dead.
CW can do what's necessary.
But
But there's no minions.
Flap has
There's no
respawned.
minions.
Run,
Run.
Okay,
You don't want to fight
what's
flat.
going on?
They're actually
CW
gonna
looks
go for another
angry,
tower.
man. He doesn't want to back
Onyx
down.
has
Sans goes back.
The Sans has to get up,
He feels like
basically.
he's the
Sans is
Thanos.
low, but CW can stay as long as he likes.
Wow.
CW. He wants to take his family to Japan, and I think that he's
He
doing
does want
everything he can to do it.
No, it's like he's joking
cannot-
about like,
it is
or like, oh, he
indescribable
really
the way
wants
that
to
he
take
held
his
his
like,
ground
family
and
to Japan.
knew exactly who can kill him. And the fact that Boots already took out Super Marco with a wonderful winter truncheon play, that allowed CW to be unafraid of fighting under
I have
the
work
base of
tomorrow.
Brand.
Well, konnichiwa, Mina-san.
Oh, but this is
Onyx
so
right
good.
now having a 5.6k goal
Ah.
lead. And CW again, 8-1 and 5. Very impressive here. It does look like Onyx did. Now they have the mentality
that
is that
was
very
they want to
fed
get everything
Claude.
from maybe Brand in terms
Oh,
of
yes.
their skills. All of their survivability once is gone.
That
CW
is
is just
like-
going to
I-
go
well, you
in
saw
and
his
he's
boots.
going to clean job. Now AP Brand
Might
is
as
in
well,
a
might as
position
well, yeah.
where CW is a problem, but
Yeah, neither.
you can't ignore Boots and you can't ignore Sans. Kyrie has not been having a great game, but
The Phobius
dude, everyone
was
else around him is moving
genius.
forward.
I like
Exactly.
just
With Keyboy
ingenious.
with the wild charge usages, the way that he's tanking for his team.
Coach, yep.
And then there's Boots. The proper
Stumps
timing
the
all the
coach.
time.
Oh, huh?
No contest. They're waiting for 13-10.
Yup,
Ah,
there you go. It's not going to spawn this wave. They'll have a bit more time to prep
Yeah.
for it.
Were they waiting for
1340.
something?
They waited until the next wave
So
spawned,
Ah, okay, okay,
so that the
The
Lord would
lane,
spawn with the
CW
following.
has to be careful
Ah,
because
okay.
I feel like AP Brand, that's the goal. It's like,
Like all
Yo,
these things you have to
but I feel like
consider
Flap
while we
did
in our
it.
rank
Oh,
games.
wait,
We
you gotta
just
do
rush
it, man.
Yeah.
Flap did it.
because we don't know what's
You-
what's
you
happening
can catch
next.
him. You got to find a slash. He's gonna be the one that's like,
Rolls go
you know,
for
everything's
Super
on his shoulders
Marco.
now.
Those gold meteor available for the 1-1.
Oh my Lord!
Okay. Oh my. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, good.
oh,
Oh, good. I know what I said, but not like that.
Not like
Not
that.
like that.
Not like that.
Lord
NLT.
coming in.
Not like that.
They are in position. The
Right now, the
Shavi
Lord is marching
can
down mid.
Onyx.
Kyrie's down
Look at
bot.
Kyrie hold sinking the
The
waves.
top lane is coming in a little bit slower,
Top
but the
lane's a
mid
bit
as well as the
slow,
bottom,
yeah.
they're gonna crash
Actually,
together.
it might match.
No, no,
Because
no,
of- yeah, look, they're blocking
Held
the
down
match.
by the barrier.
Yeah.
There you
Look
go.
at
The
the Lord.
three-way
The Lord
push
is
that
so
they built
annoyed.
up. Top lane to be taken down by CW right now, but Baptiste has dealt so much damage. What are they going to be busting right now? Another round gets
and the call
used
part.
up.
CW
CW has the
can't
back
do
away.
his damage
Baptiste
anymore. They
has
can't
used the
end
vengeance
with
one
it.
charge.
One charge comes
No
out.
initiation
That is
from
so
Onyx.
tight.
They'll be happy with a base turret. CW is too low for them to go for anything else.
Really
Great
well
play
played
coming out
by
from
Flap.
Flap.
Dropping
Forcing the vengeance
CW,
and finding
forcing
CW,
out
even
Wind of Nature
forcing
and called all
the
far.
Wind of Nature.
Neither
That's going to be a massive resource that
of-
Onyx would not have.
It's
But they have
it's
to
the
defend
old
for more.
it's the old term.
CW
I
is
don't think
top
we'll
top,
get
but you gotta
punished too
think about
much for
Sans. He doesn't
saying
have
it.
the net
But
rep
yeah, it's
anymore.
annoying.
Can Onyx even
Final
force
slash
it? Oh,
misses.
that's a big
CW is dropping him low, but
right
he's
now, the
he's
pullback.
open, still surviving.
To
But
execute
Boots
the
jumps
back.
in, gets the final hit. Chaos is happening. Cosmo Tang finishes off Kyrie, but CW is still alive. He's the big threat. Super Marco trying to survive, but
they end
no.
the game!
It's game 7.
There is
Game
absolutely no way we can end the F5 World Championship without going all
We're
7
going all the
games.
way, boys. We're going all the way.
Onyx and AP Brand. This isn't a best of 7.
my lord.
Now it's just a best of 1.
And I
Moon
wish
Tune
this will
management
go
will be
game
pumping
9,
like their hands in
game
the air
11. I wish to
because
see
their-
these teams fight against each
Their
other time and time
viewership
again
is
because
stonks right now.
every single play is just amazing. It's smart, it's amazing, it's
No
mechanically
way.
Oh
skilled.
my god.
I'm so entertained.
We're getting
I'm gonna
all
pass
7
it to the panelists,
games.
and let me just say,
Never
the question
happened
is,
This has never happened before.
I don't think Boosk is getting shafted anymore.
I know for sure now we're in game 7. We're going to game 7. Onyx takes game 6, going all the way in hopes of claiming
Can they
the
do it?
golden road.
The
What
momentum
a
is theirs.
turnaround. A back and forth in the early to mid, and now here we
M5
are.
title comes down to a
Best
best.
I thought they didn't have it in them.
Why?
You know,
That
it's easy to
Phobius
lose
pick.
faith for some of these teams,
Yeah.
but
Honestly, do they
I'm
want
just as
Phobius?
surprised as all the
They
other
worked
fans
very well
out there.
this
They
game because
found
there was no
a second
counter. They
win.
were not
They're looking
ready.
cleaner than ever.
Yeah,
The fact that Mr.
yeah,
Calvin
they're
Winata
like straight up
apparently
people
is
in, like,
aging
our-
like 5
without
wide.
trying to,
His
like,
laning is
jump
getting
tung
better
fu
and better each and every
Our
time he
hearts can't
touches
take
the
this.
land of Dawn. So I cannot wait to see who our
Alright.
MVP is going to be. Brought to you by the Republic of Gamers. Let's have a look here. I'm just as curious.
For game 6, we're handing it over. Stone cold
With the,
thumbs up.
with the AC
All
just blowing on his
according to
face, he's just
plan.
smiling. Yeah, this is another day of
Amazing. He's
people.
able to duel.
It's
He's able to
Chewe,
own
CW
lanes.
on
He's
the
able
clock,
to
9, 1, and
threaten
8, just
after Boots,
perfection.
after Sans, after even Keyboy engages. And that's after a game wherein Kyrie was clearly struggling.
I cannot believe it.
That's
you know,
only a break
from
in
where
1K.
he came from, and more importantly,
if
the
this
fact
game
that
went
this
a
is not
little
exactly
longer,
the easiest lane to
he
win.
could-
He has been abusing
The longer
every
the game
moment.
goes, the
He's
lower
ending
it's
with
supposed
a
to be.
GPM of 990, 10 off
So
1,000.
it should be
This
shorter.
is
Yes.
as
okay.
high as it gets in the
If game
current
was
meta game.
shorter, it might have been 1K.
Okay, okay. Can oh.
Up. I guess we reload.
Alright,
Game
done people.
wherein
Okay,
they
we're back in business.
so
That was very
well
weird.
orchestrated, even after AP
that
Bren
normal?
pulling out some punches,
I don't know,
presenting
sometimes
threats
it's
in the
just-
early.
sometimes
It's just this
That
lineup
play
here,
from,
this team
I think,
fighting
I think what
lineup.
happened
It's
was
insane,
that
right? And I think, you know,
Sans
the
kinda
first
knew he
issue
was
that
dead
they
even
have
though
to
they
address
caught,
is,
like,
what do
his
we do
nether realm,
against Flap
but
TZ's
it kinda
combos, right? We
enables,
know that the
like,
early
Kyrie
game
to
is
jump
played
in
so perfectly by AP Bren, and the
get that
solution
kill
to
in
that
the
is,
lane.
you know what?
like-
Take it. Because Lamus's biggest problem is that he runs out of gas, whether in the late game
Yes.
or during team fights where he is by
Yeah,
far,
situation
I would
in the
say,
stadium indeed.
he's got a time limit on him. In comparison
Coach, yeah,
to Boots
is
on
something
this
else.
Phobius, who is able to delay and really stretch out, really
And
get
5
the
crash
mileage
YouTube,
out
yes.
of the hero. That's when you know
Yes.
that AP Bren were exhausted.
Actually
in
crash
fights.
YouTube.
Boots is an unsung hero. You'll see him here making the
There's
call.
too many,
I want to pick
like,
up
you
the
know,
Winter
it's like the
Truncheon third
traffic.
item
The traffic
and
to
make
YouTube
it
is so
count.
high right
yes,
now,
he
it
eventually
crashed
does
YouTube.
get punished.
Lol.
Yes, eventually he does
Can you
overheat,
imagine?
but this is the writing on the wall right here for AP Bren. It was hard for Super Marco to play the way he wants to. It's one thing to try and outplay a Phobius by just walking, but how do you even take the skies?
I don't know, man. I really don't know. I think, you know, CW in this particular, you know what? Come on over here. Come on over here. Let me tell you something about Mr. CW himself. Before this, Kages used to rule the world. Kages used to be the one coming in from Onyx,
Yeah.
Indonesia.
It
And
kinda
when they made
clashed, but I
that
think
first
that's the idea.
change, it was CW who took that place in the gold lane.
You know what? We saw his 1-1 here, along with the days of his old Melissa. You remember his Melissa?
Oh yeah,
You
I
remember-
was like,
Muddles.
and then he was like, Muddles, and get away from me every single time he
It's
makes
a
it
shame we don't get to
work.
see Melissa.
And that's the difference. That's the difference maker here, right? For Mr. Calvin Winata. If we start looking at the emblems, we see a
Alright,
deeper
another
story going
color.
on here. Because immediately, it's about itemizing based on the tempo of the game. And that's what a lot of people don't recognize here. When we start to look at, for example, Sans, he understands that he needs to be able to rotate fast, but more importantly, so having the CDR to build up stacks so that when he has just enough in the early game, hey guys, I can dive, I am willing to die for this, I'll be right back when it happens.
And here's another matchup
Sometimes he does
wherein
do that, like a
the
certain
Master
tournament
Assassin
lasts-
really didn't do
Ah, I
much to
see.
win you the lane.
What tournament
Very
that
early on,
caused YouTube
Onyx
to
and AP
crash?
were team fighting, and that's already one emblem null from Super Marco. So he really wasn't able to take advantage of that one bit of extra early percentage damage to try and quell CW's reign here. That's why he's the MVP, is because he was able to make the most of that advantage that he had, wherein it's Onyx playing with numbers. Here you see it ended very, very quickly. Not even enough time for Super Marco to find that window to try and play out of Boots' ult.
Absolutely, and I think, you know, the biggest problem
like
that we're
you
seeing
say,
right
oh,
now
you're
in the
gonna
laning
pick
phase,
Thanos again?
considering
Oh,
that Super Marco
obvious
should
then.
technically
Ta-da.
won the lane, is the fact that he is not as generous with his battle spells compared to Mr. CW. But even then, right? We look at the items,
Will
generally
Ren
about
be
the same,
able
and
to
of course
break
we've already touched on the Phoveus.
the
I was
host
surprised
country
that he didn't go
curse?
for the Ice Queen's wand, but
Or will
again,
it continue?
tempo of the game. He's looking to dive, he's not looking to chase.
He already had it
Like
on the
host
way.
country doesn't
I believe
win.
after that Radiant armor, it would have become eventually an
Means
Ice
like
Queen
if that
wand.
does happen,
Again, Rich Guy, 990,
I
carry
don't think you should be happy
95.4.
about
It's what you can
us
expect when
hosting
everyone from Onyx is
M6
just setting
in
it all
Malaysia.
up for an amazing, for a big time blazing. And not to mention, Flap was really overloaded here. Now you kind of see how in the games that he actually won with the Tams, it was
thank you
working.
for
It's
still
because
being
AP
here.
were
We're here
able to
for-
close
we're here
the
for the
fight
long haul
out.
until
But
this
when
ends.
you're on the back foot, when you're up against the
Hey,
ropes,
Xavier,
you're
welcome
just a
back.
big
Yes.
dude with a lot of cardio. You're not
I mean,
really
we got
punching
it for
back as
MPL,
hard.
not for ID.
And we look at the damage
for
dealt,
PH,
right?
I don't
CW
think so
coming out
either.
off top, of course, coming out with
Who can tell me for MPL, please, how many games we
95%
had,
of the overall
for
team
MPL.
fight
So
participation.
basically
But the
for
question is, what could have AP Bren
NY,
done better in these
SG,
cases, right? And
I think
obviously,
for
there were a
Cambodia
couple.
as well,
However,
we went
it
all
really
7
comes down to the
games.
micro mechanics of it all. The fact that Few was getting chased around in the manner that he did
I dropped
because
one.
Keyboy was holding
I
him
dropped one.
hostage with that wild
So
charge, making
see who
sure that
gets
the black
first
shoes
one, and
were
then,
always
I think
covered.
wait for a
One
couple
could
more
only
minutes before we
theorize,
get
and
to the
here's
draft.
mine,
I'll drop
alright?
another one
The
on
fact
the
that
side.
AP Bren's playing with a Tams able to come
the
in
one right
from
here.
the flank and try to stop via damage, again, absorption and dispersion.
Yes?
2, you have the
what's that?
final slash from Ogwin, and 3, you have the heavy spin from Kyle TZ. They never really got to
Oh.
break up Onyx formation. Onyx had superior communication
for-
here, and that's why after
this is
Boots
for
took to the
last fight,
skies, they were the ones left scrambling.
I don't know.
Note the places of which they actually took these fights. A lot of it happening around the river, a lot of it happening around neutral objectives like Lord and Turtle. Even though, yes, it is technically an open and a very enclosed spot to be in, as long as
Yeah,
Sans is
more minutes, I'll
nearby,
drop something
that Nether
else.
Realm
But
makes
yeah,
all the
this is the
difference. That
first
extra bit of time makes all the difference for people like Boots, like the Art of Thievery on this claw from CW.
So now we've come to this. Game number 7, all on the line. The last time we were in this situation was about 2 or 3 years ago in Singapore when Brenny
we're
Sports
actually
went
getting a
all the
best-
way
like a
against the
proper full
Burmese
best of
Ghouls.
7.
Here in the now, the greatest finale. What else is left? It's just a matter of who doesn't overheat. It's just a matter of who doesn't
CW actually really
just
wants to bring
build
his
first
family to
and who has
Japan.
better communications.
Well,
I think mechanically
can he with
speaking,
the
these
prize money?
teams
It
have
should
shown
be
that
enough, right?
they're the best of the best.
I mean, it's 3 variables
I don't
that
know
they
how
have
many
to worry
family
about.
members he
The
has,
laning
CW.
stage, the team fight, and most importantly, the heart at the end of the day.
Alright.
Can they coordinate
Okay,
just as
this
well
is
as
the
all of their
first
team
code.
members? With that being said, this is going to be
Then
the
on the
final
side
panelist with me
here,
and as
I'll
well
just
as Leo.
drop another
It's been good doing good work with you up here on the panel. Oh boy. With that being said, we're going to be throwing it over to a break. And when we come back, the grand
Yes,
finals
Xavier, the
will
redemption
conclude.
code should work because I just released it like 2 minutes ago. And I will release another one. Yeah, as we're going on break. Chapter 6. What's this? Oh, yes, oh. Oh. Okay. So that's another code. W6I10, not 0, O-L-I-L-A. Yep. Let me know if this works. Yep. So there we go, there are 2 codes. We're gonna have a quick break. Honestly, what are your thoughts about this, Kitty?
Game 7?
Yeah. In the best of 1, what is the strategy?
It's not really a best of 1 in this situation, and they have the experience of 6 games before they... So far, again, a lot of it does actually come down to the draft, and we're definitely seeing that some heroes that we thought wouldn't be as prioritized are still pretty valuable. It's all about how well they can set things up.
How is that? So David, in order to redeem your codes, I think even if you access your in-game, you should be able to redeem the code. There is a function in-game, I think, under your profile. Otherwise, you can just search for Mobile Legends redemption code. There should be a link, and that's when you input your ID and your server, and then you input the code. If I'm not mistaken, that they already built in like an in-game feature where you can redeem the code. Yeah. So over here, you go to your profile and your settings. There should be like your redemption code on this side. Yes, I have the Farsa skin courtesy of Staffa. So here, so you go to profile. You click on your profile photo. Go to settings. And that's when you get your redemption code. So yeah, just for you guys who are aware, because like back then, I remember like going for events and I would be struggling to like find the link, input my redemption code. So this is so much easier to do and a lot faster. So that's how so what you do from now on is like, you know, you go for any event, you just open your in-game, go to your profile, settings, click redemption code, and then you should be able to get it in. Which is very nice. Back then we had to keep going. We had to log into a link. Very annoying. But now we can do it like it's much easy. Man, I'm losing my voice. I mean, the games are pretty insane. If the code runs out, I do have like another. Let's see how many do I have left. I do have another. Let's see. I have another four more codes. But of course, we can always save these codes for Kohai is coming up after them series next week actually. The Kohai Championship Season 2. We're not too sure who the casters are going to be exactly because that's not announced. But we shall see. If I'm not casting them, maybe I consider streaming. I will have a nice 2-week plus break from my full-time job. So yeah, I can consider streaming and doing some content there. And we're back into the stream. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here now in the Philippines. It has
I'm
struck
tapping you in, yeah.
midnight, and we are going to a game 7. Let's go!
I'm the Michelle
This is the
substitute,
grand
everyone.
finals. We won. This is the grand finals. We deserve for the final game here again.
Game
The Fel,
7, I
Marco,
can't
and Wolf.
believe it.
It could not have
Actually
gone
insane.
any other way. This golden road from
Whoops.
Onyx, this travel all around the globe for AP Brand, it's gonna be completed in the final game of
What
the
are
day.
you guys feeling right
Work
now?
for it, right? Everybody has to work for it.
I'm
If you
still
look
not
back,
sure if this has ever
everybody's
happened.
shooting for AP Brand now. If
I
you
still
look
have
back,
no idea if
in
this
their
is something
M2
that's
run, it's
actually
another
happened
best of
before in the
7. So
past
every time that
M-series.
Few plays, and Flapteasy plays in the grand
No,
finals so
are
far,
we
then
sure?
we'll go to a game 7.
Hey, you're right. Jeep memberships, man, it helps you out in a lot of ways.
That's right.
Man.
They are here for endurance, man. And right now, 3-3. I think it's safe to say for
Give
us on the
tips to
desk,
get a
whoever
GF.
takes it, we're satisfied, man.
I think I'm not the one
7
to
in
ask.
the best series that we have ever casted in our lives,
Definitely.
is it?
Exactly. That's
Xavier.
true.
Yeah.
Which also makes it
Michelle,
Every
how do I get a
And
GF?
by the way, amazing panelists as well.
We
Quick shout
gotta
out
cast
to Rio
it,
as
she
well as
said.
Gideon, breaking it down all this while. You guys have been great. But now, we gotta
time.
look at the players, man. Look at the trophy.
I don't know how
Remember what
accurate
you're
that
fighting
is.
for.
Let's see.
Actually,
Look at
all of the
trophy, Marco.
casters have
Does that
partners,
not spark
right?
emotions?
Most of them.
It does.
sparks board and
so,
emotion.
Oh, okay,
Hard
we're
work,
missing one. Sorry, so
dedication,
sorry. Hold on.
everything
The
put
second one is missing one.
the entire
My bad, my
year
bad.
to build up to this one moment. For
it's
Onyx,
like
the
basically
golden
right
road
after the
lies
I,
ahead.
there's
For
a 1.
AP Bren,
which is like, which I misread.
the
Yeah.
world
Okay,
tour
this is updated.
shall be completed
There
with
you go.
one game
It's
victory.
W6I.
It's gonna be the most
1.
nerve-wracking game for
Oh,
sure
then
for everyone.
Maybe this is
The
a bit
winner
blurry.
will
Let me
celebrate
adjust
Okay,
it.
so
we're gonna
much.
adjust this real quick.
The
I'm gonna
losing
make
team.
it bigger
How
like
do
this.
they recover from that?
Like
Game
that.
7,
Hold on,
the
peeps.
World Championship awaits, and it is
Alright,
There.
there you go, guys.
totally intense
Okay,
for
Hey.
anyone.
there you go.
All I
Yep.
can say is, we're gonna bring our best. The players are gonna
There
bring
we
their
go.
There you go,
best
Xavier.
because the
There we go.
energy from the
Stop
crowd
get
here.
tips together,
They've been
Dolphin.
here
I mean,
since
first of all, how old
what?
are you,
This is
Xavier?
like what 7-8 hours now. Yep.
Because like for I
They're
think for
still
Stafford's
strong.
case, he has not. He doesn't. He
And
didn't
looking
have a
at all the
girlfriend
players
until, like,
at
he was,
this
like, what,
point,
25?
I'm even questioning what is going through their brains, if anything is going through their brains at this point. I wonder if it's all just
Okay.
muscle memory,
So
man.
back
It
there.
has to be. At this point,
don't get to
it's
rest.
mental,
Yeah,
it's
no,
mechanics.
No rest.
Everything goes down here.
Well,
I mean,
this is the
okay,
best
like,
of the best.
Yeah.
This is the
Xavier,
final
you're still
drive
damn
of the
young,
day.
man. Like Staffa, like didn't get
We're
a
jumping
girlfriend.
to
Like he
grab
was
game
like
number
he
7.
only like 25
Brand
years of being
against
single.
Onyx.
Didn't consider
Who
getting a
wins this
girlfriend.
one?
And suddenly I popped
Who'll
out.
be the
everywhere, so-
world champions?
So basically, it's like you know, it's gonna
Right off the
happen where
bat.
you least
Bat.
expect it.
We can see
And,
the Guinevere
it helps to
gonna be banned
socialize.
out. It's the last
Don't
ban.
be like Staffa who always stays at home and like you know like.
1-1 also
never
banned out.
meets any other
So
girls
does
other
this
than the
mean
waifus
AP
in
Brand
his
will
game.
take the Fredrin immediately? Or Arlen? Because we know for sure Arlen
No,
is
I
the
agree.
favorites of AP
But
Brand.
it's like you still need to, but you
Matilda
still need to
also banned
socialize.
out.
Nothing wrong with waifus. Waifus are
Kind of
good.
makes me think, yeah, surely Bruno or the Fredrin should
I
be
mean,
the
like
pick here
girls,
for AP
we
Brand.
like girls,
almost
we
feel
also
like
enjoy
you gotta
staring
set
at
up for
other
the quad,
girls.
man.
I
Either
think that's
you're
a
gonna
known
use
fact.
it or you're gonna go against it
You
because
just think
both
about
Super Marco as well as
what she's
CW,
wearing
which
is so pretty.
in my
like,
personal
her
opinion
makeup
are the
is very well
standouts
done. I like the
for this tournament.
hairstyle, color.
They're really
that
showing
kind
up
of
with the
thing.
Quad.
So yes,
And I
you
kind
would
of feel
stare
like
at other girls.
it's gonna be picked up in the first
pretty
phase.
well known.
Maybe
Like
Brand
you know,
pick up
it's
the
open
Frederick.
truth.
The
We like to
Faramis
look
is
at-
the typical
we like to
answer
look
for
at, like,
Onyx this
pretty
time.
people,
Maybe they
guys
pick up
or
the
girls
Claude with them.
regardless.
Or maybe they take up the Bruno. Bruno Faramis or Claude
One
Faramis.
is not open.
No reason not
They
to pick it up
open
if you're
up.
Onyx.
Come on, no,
Yeah,
no.
especially considering they might be up against either a Claude or a Brody. Two heroes that up against the Netherrealm will struggle. Onyx can definitely go for the Faramis here with, I mean, just take a look at the bans, right? Just throughout this series, the progress that we've seen. AP Brent started out with just Cryo Heroes.
Kadita!
It's a Kadita
Kadita.
Facades. It's an
Or-
Indonesian hero.
Keyboy.
Yeah,
Oh,
I see.
you're
He's
right.
studying
We're
IT, so
talking
you can
about
kind of
Onyx, we're talking
silent.
about
So
Onyx.
same. So Staffa here.
I studied IT.
He did IT too.
Do you still want to go Lilia for AP
Why are we
Brand or do
talking
you want to
about
pick up the...
partners right
I
now?
think there's nothing
the
wrong
Bruno
with
is
talking
good.
about
I guess so.
partners.
Faramis
Yeah.
plus Fredrin though,
Right
that's a
before
valid
Game
option
7
here
of the
for
Grand
AP Brand because
Finals,
it's a
right?
classic combo.
No problem.
Decent versus
It's
the
like
Kadita.
Staffa here is also
There it is.
quite
Maybe they
silent
pick,
and
they
stuff,
close it
yeah.
up with the
That's
Arlet.
how
But
you
it's
write
like,
down
Here's the
words.
thing, man.
yeah, it's like, yeah,
I kinda
silence
feel
and
like
just
that
always,
Kadita
like, kinda
pick
stay at home,
was
like a
forcing that
homebody, like,
Faramis
play
pick
games.
because it's a
Phone
good
is
it's a good
good.
answer,
Yeah,
right?
there's nothing
Kadita
wrong.
goes
So
in,
it's like,
wants to burst.
For me,
What does the Faramis do?
my type
Cancels
is
out that
definitely
burst.
more of
So this
the-
Kadita feels
like,
like
a lot of my friends
a
choose me.
bait,
I
man.
prefer like the
Yep.
more the
Something
engineer,
about this doesn't
like,
seem
IT
right.
kind of
They
dudes.
are.
I think it's the
Brody, a
profile,
very
like
early
the
Brody here
personality.
from
That's
AP
my
Brand. I
one
mean,
of
it
my
did work before. That's
nice,
instantly
Xavier, got a
answered
good-
by
oh,
Atulizla.
nice. Like screenshot send me.
Onyx are
Yeah,
going in
yes,
for their
yes.
There it is,
signature
Lock. Here
picks.
he is.
The
Okay.
picks that work.
Few Faramis
I'm
is
looking
scary.
at the draft here, and I kind of feel like Onyx,
Yeah.
they want to have a very solid front line. I feel like they want to go in. I feel like they want to pick up the pressure. They want to pick up the tempo, not letting AP Brand time to think. Because AP Brand is a very disciplined team.
That's right.
And if you break up
Systematic.
systematic, and if you he had a game
Nice.
7. In the best of 1, you can't do it. In the best of 3, you
Nice.
can't do it. In the best of 5, sorry, in the best of 7, that's where you
Yeah,
see
yeah,
the
no worries,
practice.
Xavier.
You're right.
Like, just
Because you've
screenshot
seen
and
so
send it
much
to me. I
games,
wanna
you've seen
see
so much,
because,
you've
like, the only
battled
reason
against
why,
him so much,
oh,
and
yeah,
you even
yeah, you can
mentioned
tag
like CW versus
can
Super
tag me on
Marco, they
story.
might have
Okay.
developed their own relationship in that gold chain.
Thanks for
because of how
supporting
many
stuff,
times they have
Vinay.
poked each other
It's been a while.
out.
Just her.
It's a very likely option here.
Just
I mean,
Well,
like,
AP Brand
I've been
gonna be
you've been
looking
following
for,
like stuff
some
as
bans on
streams
the
and joining
market
us
for
for
sure.
games in the
Like
past.
the Cloud still is a good ban for AP Brand because you don't want to give that
Apologies for the
out.
lack of
And
stream.
also, maybe.
But there is something
maybe the
exciting
Bruno.
happening in regards to
They
me
banned the court anyways.
They're
that I
seeing
haven't
this
shared
this
with
pick
y'all
as
yet.
suspicious as well.
that I do
This might
intend
be
to share with y'all
But if they
soon.
ban out too many
keep
mid
an eye
laners,
out.
Yeah.
maybe sounds just like,
So
yeah,
if
no,
you
I can
take-
use the Kadita,
okay,
no worries.
in
That's the beauty of using
Redemption,
the flex
it's
pick
been
here in
no,
Game
so
7,
David,
right? You
all
know
the
for AP
codes
Brand, they've
here
gone
are
for
all
solid
permanent.
picks in
This
their own
like
role.
it's
For
yours,
Brody, the Feramis,
like
and
permanently
Fredrin.
in
I
the
would say
game
the Fredrin
itself.
can
This
be
is not
flexed, but
child's
for
skin.
AP Brand
We don't do
particularly,
that
we've
here.
never
We
seen
are
it
not.
at
We are not like.
M5.
We don't
We've seen
do
it
that.
multiple times
We
into the
don't
mid
do-
lane, even in
We
ISF.
don't do child skins. Everything I
How
send
about the
out is all
Dyrop here
permanent.
for Onyx as a ban?
Michelle
Because we know
is
for
a
sure that
generous
the Dyrop is
god.
great
I mean, more
versus
of like
the
they.
backshot.
I signed up like
Maybe
they told me
pick
to
up
do this
obviously
whole
the
streaming
Novaria,
thing, and they gave me
from a
codes.
few.
I'm like, all right.
Yeah,
I
we
said
gotta
that
look
I
at
use it.
both players' most used
Xavier,
heroes,
if
71%
you
win
tag
rate
me,
for the Valentina
I
for
don't think
Sun,
I'm tagged.
77% win rate.
I don't think I'm
Novaria for
tagged.
few. Again, very
She doesn't
impressive
see
heroes
any
where we
tags.
Yeah, I don't
saw
see any tag.
doing quite
Yeah,
well
yeah.
in this game so
Okay.
Make
far.
sure you have tagged the
The stats
correct
is on.
Michelle.
Wait, I
screen
mean
here,
like my
looking
my
at
IGN is right on
Onyx
top
betting
there.
out the
Rochelle,
Grok as well.
906. It's not the same.
My
I think they're
inference here
across
is
the
that
board.
it is a hero that can be used against the Kadita in a way that you spot out where the
Unless
Kadita
it's
is.
like
It's
under
a
like
bush checker.
like
The
I don't know if
Request.
that's a
Ban.
proper word, but yeah.
It,
checks
it
bush.
is now. You said it on the world stage at what, like what?
Okay.
4 million people watching.
Yeah, I
If
think
we
at this
could
point
go
it's
up to
kinda
6, that would be
necessary
amazing.
because
But
they
the
already
final
clocked in
ban
the
here,
twos left.
coming in from AP Brand, we will see if Brand rules.
If Brand
when
I'll
Brand wins,
propose
I'll
to the
propose to my
GF.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
W-Mans.
W
I
man.
think David,
Wait,
I think you will
do
have
it
to
now.
wait
Do it
like
now.
for another
Yeah,
round
yeah, do
because
it
I
now.
think
Do it now.
Xavier
Why are you
has
waiting?
already,
Projection,
picked
right?
it up. So I
Yes.
think you have to go for
You
the
gotta
next round
imagine
of
it.
redemptions.
You gotta
Either
do
way,
it.
do it now, man. Do it now. But Lilia getting banned out as
So
well.
far,
They're really
almost
not
the
taking
whole
the bait here.
series
They
has
do
been
feel like this
Claw
might be a
versus
key
Wanwan.
boy, Kadita.
So we are seeing a
Now that
Brody
they
now.
see this Brody, do they pick up the Bruno or do
Bruno
they
is
still want the
open.
quad?
Oh yeah.
Claude is
Claude's
going to be a
Bruno, open,
solid
like-
option for Onyx, but if they don't pick up their gold layer now, I think they might be eyeing for something
and,
like a Harith.
anniversary.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was going to say that too.
Like
It's
that's
a
like
good
mom and
hero.
dad.
Maybe they pick it last.
Who's
So
mom
now
and
it means
dad
that they
is
might
that?
pick
Happy
up.
anniversary, by the way.
Yep.
Happy anniversary.
They might pick up something like Edith here.
Oh,
It's the Faramis, of course.
1% ban pick rate,
Oh,
100%
is
win
this
rate.
how it ends?
That's right.
And it's
Do they
against a Feramis,
really
against a
want to
Brody, two
test
heroes
this
that struggle
on the
against
final
a Yi.
game?
That's right.
This is what happens in a long series, man. You wait to hold on to your ace.
Exactly.
Bad
Bad
You
Merc.
exhaust everything and then
Bad
you
Miracle?
I'm sorry.
Nani?
I said 4-0 something, remember?
You're not fair. You're not fair.
Oh.
Fair. You're
I
fair.
see, Mercus.
Oof.
Oh,
Okay,
it's because
now you're gonna be looking
Xavier's
for
account is
maybe
private.
Romer,
Ah,
maybe a
ah,
Rupee
I
actually
see,
for
I see.
AP Brand because it can check the,
Is that how
the
it
waves.
works?
Minotaur
I'm
is also
smart.
open. That's also a valid hero going up against Eevee. I mean, you don't get some of the real world
Keep
manipulation, but at the
Kadita,
same
yeah,
time
yeah, yeah.
you stop
Okay,
him from
it's
doing
like,
it.
I mean, like this works.
So they
cool.
Edith, they go Edith and the
Okay.
Kali.
Your early game is strong.
So this leaves
Like
us
Edith, Khalid,
with the gold
Ru-
laner.
and,
Will it be Harith?
and,
But that might be an
what's his
overload of
name?
magic damage.
Yeah.
So they might just go standard.
Brody.
Go for Claw.
There's too many.
Yeah, go for
like
standard,
B,
man.
Like
This is
bro,
game 7.
like Brody,
Game 7.
Bruno.
You don't want
Someone
to
in
give
the
it up to
comments
chance.
suggested
If they do
Ixia
pick up
for
the
a
Harith,
while.
Yeah,
then
I
again,
no,
keeping
perfect.
their
It's
ace in their
Ixia with
sleeve.
the Yi.
No, Bruno,
Bruno
or
or
Claw.
Claude, yeah.
Yeah, Bruno
I
or Claude,
like that.
definitely.
I think Bruno, more consistent damage.
But Bruno is more.
Claude can do
like,
the same
definitely
thing,
more
technically with a lot of pressure they already have already, but
Claude
Claude is
again,
feeling
okay,
it.
I mean, it's like
CW is
basically
feeling
real
it
one
after an MVP
manipulation.
performance
It
in
It
the
is a
previous game.
CW staple.
What did he do? He went in their base and
Yeah,
he
I
said,
see you.
fight me.
Hold on.
Fight CW. He took that fight. He got that wipeout. I mean, at this point, you got the
Yeah,
momentum.
Xavier, your
Don't
account is
stop.
private.
This
I
is for the
can't
World
see
Championship.
it.
And the thing is, if you're looking at to compare both of the lineups,
I can't see it.
we know
Look.
for sure that this Brody composition from AP Brand is very strong
Your
at the
account
early
is
to the mid
private.
game.
You gotta open it up,
Come late
buddy.
game though, Deceive with the Claude, and then you have the Kadira factor. It's gonna be hard to control the map. AP Brand, they might win this best of 7.
I really
They should
can't
win
get
this
off.
best of 7 only with their
Oh, good,
standard
oh, good.
play style. Their
Yeah, you
early
gotta
game.
open up your account, unfortunately.
To everyone tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last game of the M5 World
Let's
Championship,
go.
where either the Golden Road will be completed or the World Tour be completed. We're jumping into the game where this game will determine
Claude just
the
for the
world
juke to
champion.
get jumped by Khalid. Yes. Yes,
There's no
yes,
other way.
definitely. But
to see it
come
happen.
on, we do like to
One
see that
last
Barrage
time.
come out.
Rizal Memorial Coliseum. Give it up for the two teams.
Against the Cloud, yeah.
Now, Keyboy
Keyboy
as well as
Kadita.
Ogwen, man-to-man defense, looking at each other here. Looks like this time maybe Brand is opting not to go aggressive into the jungle. Kyrie, for once, will have an easier time forming up to level 4.
CW opted to go for the Purify, knowing that he can be gone upon by Ogwen.
Ouch.
And obviously, FlapTZ can go for the Flicker plays, we know. I can eliminate the Goldaner
Sans
easily.
E.
So Wind of Nature
Yeah,
might
I
be
got
rushed
it. No,
here
no,
by
no,
CW.
no, don't
Maybe
lock your
his
account just
third
yet.
item, or maybe fourth.
Okay. Some damage
Yeah, I
placed
can
now.
see it
Quick
now.
sand
Let
guard
me just
gets him
reshare.
a bit more HP. Kyrie already looking for an invade. Kaltis is able to clear it out. Just a big one though. Kyrie looking for a little small one. Retrieves it. Gets level 4 and pokes Kaltizi, getting boots a bit more prio in the bottom lane.
And again, we got to look at how Sans and Keyboy, I got to say this duo has been doing well for Onyx, but the same can be said for Few as well as Ogwen. I do feel like the composition that they both have, the mid duo is going to be a very big impact in this game.
Speaking of
Let us
the
know.
mid duo here for Keyboy as well as Sans, it's a tricky duo because you clear the waves fast, but you don't necessarily stay in that lane.
Okay.
It's gonna be up to Onyx on how they utilize this. Keyboy, Kadita,
He
and at
got
the same time,
he got the
AP Brand,
fancy one, see?
they don't have the best
Yeah.
heroes to
Nice,
kind of
nice,
check the
nice,
bushes.
nice,
Maybe
nice.
Kyle TZ could be there, but of course Few can save his teammates, but
There's a
they're
lot
not
of people
built for
back
this
here.
Kadita.
Oh, oh my.
Few able to pull them in, but not that much damage. Both Sans as well as Boost just want that
Here
level
comes
4
Terrell.
Kyle
The
TZ
fight around this
already
will
unleashing the
dictate
turtle
how the game goes
in a
for the next
position
couple
where he
minutes.
can cancel at any moment. Kyrie thinks about it. Well, Boost as well as Sans, no level 4.
Typical Zainan.
Doing the same thing.
Like,
Kyrie with
where's
shield
your-
unity into the back right
like-
now.
like
Able to
Snap
connect it
wasn't
onto
even
Ogwen, who has
active.
the Earth Shatter.
Yeah.
And now
I
the
had an
onward.
IP
So there's a
just
point
because
Flap
I-
Teasy.
Oh!
Finds him. The real world
Oh!
completion. Just popped in. First blood secured by Flap Teasy. Another round coming down as Boost deals some damage. Retribution battle still.
Kyrie
for Kyrie
still
with
in the
Few.
bush,
Finds
gets
it, and
pulled
that's
out
gonna
by
be
Oh
Few.
my God.
a kill from
Wow,
Keyboy.
Few pulling
Ogwen
Kyrie
primal
out
round
of the turtle
Brazers
pit.
round.
This is
Ogwen
kinda
gets
bad,
the kill
yeah.
onto Keyboy.
Yeah, this is
and
not
Onyx
how you
lose
wanna
out in the
start.
first turtle fight.
Oh yeah, definitely AP Brand won the turtle,
Hedgehog
won the
skin.
fight. This is the
hedgehog skin
usual
would be
story
quite
of this
cute.
best of 7. Look at AP Brand to win the early.
Who would have
It's the
hedgehog
early game for
skin,
AP
though?
Brand all the time. They're the
Gotcha.
masters of the early game that we saw
They kinda-
all
she kinda
throughout
can.
this M5.
I guess.
Every time that they
Or,
win, they
Baxia?
destroy their
I
enemies
guess
in the early
Baxia makes
stages.
sense,
But
And I
yeah.
gotta say, FlapTG started the charge once again, going in for the flicker play. In fact, they have both
Right, they
Sans.
have to see
Sans
already.
forced to use the flicker and the real world manipulation to try to keep himself
Onyx
alive.
can be playing a
But
bit for
in
that
the
late
end,
game
during the
again.
turtle fight, he was a
definitely with the
non-factor. And it's all thanks to FlapTZ.
Now
let's
looking at the
they're
item
rushing
builds
Ice
here,
Queen's one
the Cloud
for
has to
Sans.
delay a little bit just
Rushing Ice
because
Queen's one.
he has to build a little bit of defense, but Boots getting attacked here.
Look at that burst. My goodness.
Fade.
He goes bursters as well.
Uh-oh.
Boots. Defensive
Okay.
penalties on. Cal
Uh-oh.
dives. Flicker.
Forced to
Out.
use everything
Real world
to make
manipulation.
sure he gets
Popped
out.
down by Sans. Ogwen. Just posturing. Zoning Boots away. Meanwhile,
Sometimes it's necessary.
Looks like CW just wants to farm up safely here. And again,
goodness.
Onyx, they have to find a way
We're
to
gonna see like
slow down the game while
porcupines
AP Brand
versus
has to
bees, which
figure
is
out
the
how
stronger
to
like
get these
animal.
objectives because they've been getting kills.
Actually.
They got the turtle. The faster they can get the outer turrets,
But what kind
the
of
more
porcupine is Onyx?
space
since
they're
we
gonna
call this
deny from
porcupine?
Keyboy.
Who knows?
However, Few with 2 assists and a lot of lane prio. Able to get to level 6. It's actually a
Later
level,
have to
almost a
see
level
some
ahead of
flat.
Suns. Gonna be waiting for that. That's a massive lead that AP Brand has. More resources, more EXP means that in the early stages of the game, yeah, surely they have the advantage and they can team fight. And eventually
What
they will
worries
activate
me is
Super
like
Marco.
Keyboy is gonna lose
Fortunately
a
for
lot of
Onyx,
his
the turtle is onto the bottom
utility
lane where
later
Super
on.
Marco is
No,
not
we
at.
have seen this
It means
before.
that they
basically
might not
Kadita
suffer from the
quite
Brody, but
being
at all
able
the
to,
same,
like,
Onyx,
get those
they don't have the
initial,
best
like,
tools
pickoffs.
to go up against
And
AP
then
Brand
she just kind of
anyways.
be an,
Yeah,
like
but
she
now
kind
we're
of
looking
becomes
at a
another
turtle.
body to
Kyle
throw something like
Teasy
to be
initiated.
wary about
Kyrie
when you go
finds
for
Flap.
these team fights. Always
Flap
worry
just
about
wants to wait a little bit of time. He sees signs.
Hooks him down. There's a good
That's
amount
how
of
it is,
damage.
though.
Caltesi as well there.
The
Both
bit more
junglers at level
sacrificial,
7.
unfortunately, when
Flap
they don't have
on the
that
turtle.
lead.
No quick sand guard this time round. Kyrie picks up the gold buff. Meanwhile, up top, there's also a
Oh,
little bit of a
shit.
gap.
No, there,
Oh.
no,
Ogwen
that,
in the
no,
cop.
that's
All
not-
right.
that's
Take it
we
down.
were
Kyrie versus
talking
Flap.
about.
Versus
got
Kyle.
it.
Flap
Flap.
takes it. Kyrie brought back to the team in the Shadow
Kyrie
Stampede. The
needs
real
to get
world
out.
manipulation. Not enough to take
Oh,
it down.
nice maneuver.
And that is
Man
a
is
trade. One
driving.
kill up top for a turtle for
Kinda wanna see
AP Brent.
Johnson.
Kyrie is one of the only junglers that can and play your utility hero like an assassin.
LDD
Justin
thread the
Johnson
needle.
back
It
then.
gets out and
that's
into
it.
safety. Unfortunately, still missed the retribution. So, still massive coming out from AP Bren. Almost a
Love
free
it,
turtle,
love it.
if you think about it, because
Was
they didn't
Kyrie
lose
stunned?
anything. At the
Yeah.
same time, Onyx had to just back down after all their investments that they did.
Few in the mid lane, very low, nether realm. Popped in, Kyrie brought back
Nether
the demon.
realm,
All
Kyrie,
reverse
though.
shattered, not connected. With a rough wave.
Oh,
with Bowie,
Keyboy.
Few as well.
Punching hell.
Kyle with an impressive.
Oh,
Boy!
Oh, here comes Super Marco.
Marco!
Oh!
But Sans picks
Oh my
him
goodness.
This is why I say, man, Super Marco, as well as CW,
Yo,
they're
Keyboy.
developing a relationship.
Does he want Kadita?
Super Marco
I
came
think
in and was
Keyboy
like,
likes
I want to
Kadita.
go down, but
Like
you're going to come
Kadita.
with me.
Kadita skin?
And that's a
It is
positive
an
trait,
Indonesian
obviously, for
Yeah.
Onyx, as they switch back a little toward
Kadita
their
is
side.
an
They
Indonesian
give
hero, yeah.
two assists to CW, one kill after that. Eventually, he died, but that's all good for a Claude who's looking for
Keyboy.
farm in this early stage of the game. Most importantly, they have punished Kyle TZ, and Onyx have recovered.
DK watching.
It's gonna be good for the Delusion squad.
I just want to say, man, this time they're picking up the pace. Both teams are fighting, I would say, in a faster tempo here. Both teams are finding the mistakes, and this is what happens in the best of 7. Keyboy, I gotta say, very good counter engage.
Wonderful.
Coming in from AP Brand is like AP Brand and
4-1-2
strikes, but then
impressive,
Keyboy is just like,
considering the
You
time.
were,
just
you
waiting
were
for you
saying
guys
like,
to
oh,
clump up.
Kadita not getting those.
Look at
I
his
want to deal maximum
Yeah.
damage.
Look at his position right now. He's trying to
Happens
pin down
again.
Super Marco without the
Keyboy
flicker.
right
Does
there,
have the
like Sans
petrify.
does.
Yeah.
Super Marco not feeling so confident, walking towards that
Sans
bush.
actually like doing pretty
That's
good
a
on
smart
the
decision on
H1
his
and
part.
G.
I mean,
Like this is like
at
pretty
this
ideal.
point, he doesn't want to get wet, man. Like,
For
he
his
smells something, and he's like, I'm smelling a fish.
Turtle.
There's something in the
Kyrie's gonna
water.
engage.
In the back line.
Baptiste jumps
Oh,
forward.
not
Right to
sure.
front.
Actually
Knocks
misses
Baptiste up, but still
Earthshatter.
able to
CW
get
on
out
the
in
flat
time. The quick
on
sand
top
guard
of
buys it a little bit more
Keyboy.
time.
A
CW
lot of skills
able to back
invested.
away with a
Good
round mirror image,
raging
but he did
sandstorm.
just bait out a raging sandstorm and a quick
Turtle
sand guard.
reset.
That's
Once
good enough
again.
because me Sans
pulled
can pop
by
the ultimate
Kyle.
this time.
No petrify this time though.
All
From
good.
Keyboy.
They don't need to.
CW no blazing the web. Baptiste jumping forward on the Sans.
Sans.
Doing a bit more
Flat.
damage.
Jump
CW
in the
trying to
head
turn
once
it
again.
around.
Oakwood
Earthshatter,
waiting for the
Oakwood
ambush.
compromised.
Actually,
look at the
Onward,
turtle.
no turtle.
Shield
Now
unity.
TZ
Kyle
finds
secures
it. A
the
beautiful
turtle. Oh, wow,
retribution, a
this is
beautiful
happening.
macro play
Very
by
good.
AP Brett.
Looks like Onyx, they just
Good
want to get
macro.
some kills.
As
They don't really
Marco
want to
said.
contest with that turtle because we
Oh,
saw
wow, the
that
flicker
they
timing.
are basically avoiding the
He,
turtle.
he got-
They just
he-
want to go
he
in.
definitely connected,
They
but
want
he
to
was
get
able
Super
to
Marco
flicker
down
Oakwood
because Super
popping the
Marco
ult,
looks like
forcing the
Keyboy
rough waves
has to use
from
the rough ways
Keyboy.
to escape.
This tower might
We see
fall.
AP Brett
but
now
Kyrie's
pushing
coming
the
up
envelope
to
on
back
top.
them up.
Blazing duet on the Super Marco.
Blazing duet
Still
comes
able to
out.
disengage for now. Puts in
Kyrie
the
finds
stacks
a
to
lot
zone
of
TW
space.
away.
Yeah,
Does the
he's gonna
same
have
to
play
Kyrie and Boots is
defensive, not
waiting
enough
in
damage,
that bush. Flat
especially
TZ
with
needs
rough waves
to
down.
back off. And Onyx and AP Brett, both these teams.
Look at Kyle
lot of
TZ. He's
attention
taking
being
advantage
pulled
of this chaos.
to
It's
the
like, hey,
side.
you guys want to go up
Sans.
top? I'm going to go to your purple buff.
It's a
Yeah,
massive
gonna
win.
steal that away.
The retribution, he steals
Them
it.
leaving the tidy one
AP Bren
behind
are
to
making
delay the
micro
respawn
moves
timer.
They
that
get
eventually
It will fall
pile up,
eventually, yeah.
and now it's great macro from AP Bren. They have regained the lead because of the small things that they have done, and they are doing it cleanly.
Oh yeah, very clean
Down,
right
they're
now.
gonna be
Onyx, it
switched
looks
down
like
to the
they're
bot lane.
being more responsive than being proactive. Whatever AP Brand is doing, they want to counter it for better or for worse. And AP Brand, I kind of feel like they're starting to understand the mentality coming in from Onyx. So if you guys are waiting for us to make a move,
But Bren can't
well,
drag
we're going to
this
give you the
out.
sleight of hand. We're going to show you the left side
Ideally
while we take
not,
something from the
yeah.
They're
right.
they will
Focus up
fall
on
off.
up
Again,
top.
is back.
Hi,
That
again.
means Onyx might go for the push here.
That hurts
Flat
on
TC ever so
CW.
on point with the
That's the half
defense.
the seize
And
damage.
AP Bren are just denying everything away from
How are
Onyx. Onyx
you?
just can't catch a break.
Look at the position from Onyx. Everyone is on one side of the map.
Kyle finds
Sans
the
now
pod,
engaged on
raising
right
Sands,
now.
so lands on Sands.
In time.
You
And falls.
gone.
Keyboy in the midst of it all. Petrify, rough wave.
Petrify
Bounce
comes
it
out.
up,
Keeper
cancel
cannot
out.
get the rough waves out in time.
Oh,
He's
easy.
being hard CC. He
Keyboy
can't
down.
ult.
A turn of memory
And
onto
now Kyrie
Kyrie,
forced
who
back
pops
to
in
the
and now
Brody
Jonas
ult
is
as
pushing
well.
Sans. And AP Bren now with a significant
Disaster.
advantage
Oh,
in the
no.
mid-game.
Onyx.
The mental distress, man, is getting to Onyx.
That's right.
Sans now making mistakes.
And the problem there for Sans as well as Keyboy is that
Skin codes and giving out.
they're not
Yes.
tanky heroes.
Yes.
They're eliminated
The skin
easily.
toss,
They
I'll
didn't
be
have their
releasing
flickers.
Another
And the
two
thing
more
is,
cuts, and
the
then
Lord was already
Stop it.
respawning during that time, so every single move that Onyx did in that fight is a mistake. And AP Bren punishes with the Lord
that
Jake.
far ahead just
Right now,
yet.
he ran
but
3,400 gold lead. Onyx, they have CW on this quad.
The pressure to end the game
It's
is
possible.
on Bren.
But AP Bren, I don't feel like they want to wait that long. They're waiting for that point where Onyx
You're gonna try and end
will
this
concede a team
ASAP.
fight. And then they might try to push the
Kyrie
end.
coming in from
Stampede,
behind,
Kyrie with the
stops the
flank.
recall.
A weird angle, an
Few
off
gonna
angle
be
to
the
catch
one
AP
caught
Bren
out.
off. The Purify gonna be used up by
Purifies.
Few. CW claims the orange buff. Keyboy gets
forced
out of the
to get out
taunt.
of as well.
Lord spawning back in the land of Dawn, this time on AP Bren's side of the map.
It'll be the defense for
Well, yeah,
Onyx.
again, you're kind of late. I
Fortunately for
already
them,
like
they
gave
have
out
all the
like I
tools
think
to defend.
like
They have
how
a
many
lead.
rounds of codes.
And this is something that they can use to
You still
bridge
have some
I,
the
I,
early
I
game
swear
to the
I
mid
can
game.
give out one more round.
At this time, Onyx
Or
needs to
I can
go
give out one more round at the
full
end.
anti-disaster protocol now.
CW
They need to
still
just
needs
regain
time.
their part of the map at least. And they can use the E for that one.
Marco just
So
showing.
Marco able to
Doing
get
things.
the turret up top. Kyrie so far is
Was
taking
it
the
right?
opportunity of
Was
AP
it a
Brand
good
setting
idea?
everything up for
I don't know,
him to
we
farm
have
for
to
himself.
see. At
Because
least their
he
base
understands that he needs
defense
to get
is
as
gonna be
tanky as
really
possible.
strong, yeah.
Hold up, that turret. Ooh. Still kept
Actually somehow
alive
keeps
by
that
Onyx.
tower
Now looking at the
alive.
mid lane, tier 1 Boots.
Yeah,
Holding it down, but the turret should fall. Tier 1 over to AP Bren.
You see that move coming up from Kautizi, zoning out the members of Onyx by just literally walking down, and AP Bren are
It's literally
taking an
coming
easy
down
turret
to
in the
this
middle.
one.
Further increasing their lead to 4K, and of course they're gonna get another turret. Now Onyx, their base falls.
This is not looking good for Onyx. You can hear the cheers coming in. AP Brand has the energy coming in from the crowd. Boots goes in, Kyrie as well.
Does the same, now
Don't think
taunted up.
Kyrie got it,
Brought back to the team. Turtles Boy Sound's gonna be used up.
Ion did
Kaltizi
steal it away.
has the appraiser's wrath, gets chunked down. Penalty
Oh!
down! By Boots!
Forced
Kaltizi
another
brings his
round.
hands to the back. Keyboy looking for the flag right now. Goes in, but doesn't find anyone. Rough waves. Only onto one. Boots brought back once again.
This
Open,
on Boots
conceal,
to
Earth
maybe
Shatter.
sacrifice
To lock
here.
Boots down.
They gotta try and
Down,
keep as many
Keyboy
people alive as
with
possible,
Oddity.
but
Kaltizi
Keyboy is
knocked
just
up.
being
Over the
stuck on.
bomb. And that's the Earth Shatter to lock Onyx down.
Onyx, they made a move. That was
Really nice
a
penalty
brave
zone,
engage.
but again,
Everything
not
went
enough
right, but the
damage.
damage was not enough.
Mid lane base turret.
if he ran
at
on this
risk of
stance,
getting
they
taken
can't
down.
allow
One more
CW
shot.
to get that far.
Two base turrets. 10 seconds on the clock for
They're
Keyboy.
running with this
6 for
snowball.
Boots.
They know they have
Admirable
to.
coming out from Onyx to go for the play. Because Boots landed a beautiful penalty zone, but they didn't have the damage. And Sans was sitting back. In fact, CW was babysitting Sans
Marco
during that
gets
time because he knows
the
that the
orange.
Khalid will eventually jump and they needed to
Onyx is
punish.
slowly
What
getting
that meant
choked
is that
out.
after the jump coming up from Boots, there wasn't any follow-up damage.
It's like
Even the real world
imagine,
manipulation
like,
is not enough because
like
the flap,
holding on
because the
this long.
Nether Realm is available. So Onyx tried to go for the play, didn't have the items to back it up, and unfortunately lost so much because of that gamble.
AP Brand now doing the Lord as
Kyrie
Kyrie.
gonna walk into
One
the wrong
against
bush,
Oh,
pull
no.
the back.
Brought
He's
back
dead.
and taken down.
Corner primary finishes him off, and
Onyx
now Onyx
and the
forced on
break.
the defensive.
And AP
Boots way
break
too far.
capitalized.
Real world
Now onto
manipulation
Boots.
comes out. Penalty
DPZ.
zone
Keyboy with
forced.
Oddity with a rough wave.
Keyboy
Another round
using
saves
rough
and CW
waves
with a
into
purify.
nothing.
AP Brand
Nether Realm
are running Onyx
denies
down.
it all.
Keyboy gets another
Sans
sound
hit
blow.
off. Keyboy
Super
separated
Marco
from
has
the
slain
team.
the mid lane.
2 members down.
There's no
AP
defense.
Bren.
Sans is down for 30 seconds. There's
No
a fat
minions
minion of
just
waves in the
yet,
bottom
only
lane.
the one
And they
in
have the
mid lane.
Brody.
But
Mid
another
lane
wave
gonna be
is
cleared
coming
up right
in.
now by
Will
Boots. He's
AP
still
Bren
holding
try to
on to
force
the
this?
bottom
They
wave.
have Brody.
Cleared out as well.
Onyx gonna try and stop it as much as
They're
possible, but
base.
Boots is dead. The crystal's
my
open.
God.
AP Bren!
Are your two world champions?
Golden road to them. Bren Lang Maracas.
The goal,
The first ever two-time champion.
Looked at his face. They kept
The
the
whole
trophy here. They
country
continued
curse.
the domination.
Broken.
They are the curse breakers, the two-time world champions. They are AP Bren. It's a
Q
pleasure
is back.
working with you,
He has won
gentlemen.
another
My name is Lamel,
M-Series.
alongside with me,
Oh my
Wolf
God. Oh,
and
what a
Marco.
game.
It's a pleasure serving all of you here. But now we are throwing it over to Mara with our world champions.
Wow.
Onyx was so close.
The draft was too greedy in the end. So close.
Yet so far. it was such an uphill climb for them. Ah, damn. So we got
Well played.
Congratulations to AP Brand!
As much as we would have liked Onyx to win,
Yeah.
to have something
What
new,
a recovery!
but Brand deserves
deserved
us.
it.
And now we'd
Their
like to
gameplay
call
was so
Perfect.
good.
So perfect.
Onyx. Please come forward.
Ah.
We'd like to call on
Second brand
our
champion
first
skin.
runner-up.
What would
Onyx.
it be?
Widow.
Onyx, thank you for showing us greatness in your M5 journey.
Ah.
You may now take your final bow.
I'm so depressed.
You may now take your
It's like-
bow.
Like, what can you do when you're so...
We admire the grit, the
Oppressed.
determination, and we hope to see you
so
guys
close.
stronger
So close.
next
He
year.
chased it. You can hear the
Kyrie,
crowd cheering
listen
for
to
them.
them. Say your name. Thank you so much, Onyx. Let's give him a big round of applause.
Kyrie had such a hard time.
And now, give it up for your M5 World
so
Champion,
Yeah.
AP
I don't think I've ever seen Kyrie this sad.
Brand.
It feels something when it's
The
so
first
close.
ever
It
two-time
always sucks to
world
be
champion.
second.
To commemorate
They're
and
too
officiate
good.
this moment, we'd like to
Brand is
welcome
too good.
Mr. Lucas Mao,
It's such
Managing
a-
Director of
it's
Moonton
the Philippines
Esports,
again.
and Miss Sophie Guo, Regional Esports Head of
but it's
Moonton
not
Games,
like
to
this.
award the champions
take it.
medal and check.
Oh man, Kyrie. But I feel like we don't
The
we don't get to
Bees
see,
return to
we don't get
cement
to see
their
Kyrie,
legacy
like in his
as their
time.
first
This-
ever
this year.
two-time world
playing
champion. Team
Yes.
manager
Not
Addy.
again, that's the idea. Like they have so Brand broke the curse.
Yeah.
Home country can win.
Pando!
So more hope for us next year. Maybe.
Super Marco!
Phew. Oh man.
Kyle Teasy!
That's a nice medal. That's a pretty nice. Lol.
Teasy!
Lol.
He's so excited.
Man's happy.
Ogun! Idol na mga kids! Phew!
They have worked very hard to get back here.
And five
You still have to
spins.
give it to
And of
everyone
course,
else.
all the people behind the scenes.
No, they're giving, they're
Coach Friend! And the legendary Coach Ducky!
All the people behind the scenes,
They've
managers,
proven
staff, and everyone who
yellow
made this win
t-shirt is
possible. You are now two-time world champions.
So many people that did that.
Yeah, it's like that. I really like both of these teams,
Yeah.
and I
let
remember
us
like
now
M4,
take
like
a
basically the
photo
season
op.
before M4. I was
Once
so
again,
devastated
everybody,
when Brand couldn't. They were
give
like
it
they
up
were top 3, I think
for
top 3,
AP
top 4 in their MPL.
Brand!
But now they're back, and they're champs.
Time to lift the trophy.
Thank you,
Who's-
Mr.
who's the-
Lucas
who's the
Mao,
finals
and
MVP?
thank you, Miss Sophie
Oh,
Go.
yeah, right. Finals
Now
MVP.
it's time to
Yeah.
announce the MVP of this grand
is it?
final
Who is it?
series. Let me hear it from you.
Slap.
I do kind of want to
And to celebrate the achievements
Slap,
of our
Few.
finals MVP, let us all welcome
I think Slap or
Smartphone Country Product Manager of ASUS Philippines,
Slap.
Sir Jerry Chow.
Slap did so
Slap
much.
did a lot. I think Old Quinn also did a very good job. Who can it be?
Smart from Country
Incredible.
Product Manager Asus, I see.
Best of 7 journey.
Who's the finals MVP?
And now, it's time to announce the M5 World Championship Finals MVP. Congratulations to
Slap? Few?
Flap!
Nice! Slap!
Yep, he deserves it. He absolutely deserves it.
Best EXP laner. Like
You were playing out of
Alice
his
is
mind.
mine. That is world class. That is world class.
Easy, Flap.
Congratulations!
What's with all the
Flap.
personalities from the EXP
Flap,
laners?
para sa
Oh, that's such a
presa.
nice trophy. Nice.
Congratulations! You are now
The
a
two lives
two-time
rule,
world
Xavier?
champion,
Nah, it
and
doesn't
you
work
are
like that.
the M5 Finals MVP. What's
Upper
going through
bracket
your
is just
mind?
supposed to
What
get
are
you
you
an
feeling?
easier path
What
to
do you
the
want to say
finals.
to everybody?
Not a second life.
But once you're
Ah,
there, it's all on the table.
Sobrang nakakashock po kasi di naman ako yung nagpanalo eh.
I think like
Yung mga
really
teammates
have
ko
a
yung
new
ano
fit.
eh.
Like this is.
Nagpanalo eh.
This man.
Actually, nagpatalo pa nga ako nung ano eh, nung Arlot ako. So, di ko
I don't think I've
akalain,
ever
parang
seen
ano,
Slap played this well.
parang
He's
surreal.
on a whole different level.
He did not expect that he was gonna win the Finals MVP. He thought he made them lose. But look at him now. He's the Finals MVP. And let's now take a photo
What's
off.
with the EXP laners are so strange.
There's a certain level of aggression.
Photo op.
when you
Photo
play
Photo
the
op with the
EXP.
Finals MVP.
Maybe that's why I can't play anymore. Alright,
Thank you
Gin.
very much
Hold
to
on,
Mr.
let me
Lucas
release.
Mao and Miss Sophia
Let me
Guo.
release
Thank
code.
you to Miss Jerry Chow.
Xavier
All
got
right.
ready. I guess Gin is your
AP
turn. You're not
Brand.
late.
Your trophy is right there ahead of you.
Alright.
You may now take
Time
your
to lift the
walk
trophy.
Yes.
of victory. Your pursuit towards greatness has led you to be crowned as the world champion. And now,
Well deserved. Even though it
it's
does feel
time
quite
to
sad
raise
for
the trophy
Kyrie.
that will immortalize this legacy. In 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, AP Brand, your two-time
How do you
world
feel, Kiki?
champions.
Well, you could still feel happy for the champions. They fought so hard to get here.
This epic clash
Either
of
team winning
titans,
was well deserved.
AP Brand,
And it's gonna feel sad for either
has
side
proven their
regardless
greatness.
if they're not able to get this far.
Here you go, Gin.
History is made, and yes, Gin, the codes.
The
up
codes are
top.
top,
The
yeah.
Grab
Mobile
him.
Legends Bang Bang
Before someone else
M5 World
takes it away from
Championship
you.
has
And then I would say
finally
like I
come
didn't tell you
to
so.
an end.
We have witnessed history. And let's not forget that M5 is powered by Moonton,
They're stepping on
presented
the-
by Kiria,
they're
and supported by ROG.
And of course, when,
The
when you
official
guys
gaming
redeem
phone,
the skins,
Grab, the
you make
official
sure to
Super
share
App partner,
and
and
tag
Secret Lab,
Mixel.
our official
Yeah, make sure
share
your account
partner.
is not private.
On behalf of all our sponsors, our partners, our production staff, the players, the talent, the crew, we hope you enjoyed this tournament, and we thank you for supporting Mobile Legends Bang Bang World Championship and for being part of the AP Brand's journey to greatness. My name is Mara Aquino.
And I'm Tito Mikey.
Thank you for watching, and we'll
Mom,
see you in
Gin,
M6.
you got the same skin.
Pinas lang! Malakas!
Mom, release. Huh. Maybe it's based on what you don't have. I don't know how these codes work. What's that? still is like really like it's meant for a late game. It's really meant for a late game. Wow, the fact that he's diamond is insane. I can barely get out of gold, like silver.
But with that, he's...
And then Kali in light, flat effect is so much.
That's it, Pierce.
That's it.
And thus, the curtain closes on another year of the M Series.
And M6 will be in Malaysia. Yay!
Hope I get the cat M6.
Hope we get a nice venue.
I want a stadium. Imagine if we can get XZ back then. That would be
I think we can. I think we can. Can we?
I hope so.
Ah, the production. Yay! Yay! Hi David, welcome back.
Ugh. What
GG.
a series. 7 games.
My heart is just, it's like, it's heart pumping. It also feels kind of sad.
I do wish that Onyx stuck with a more default draft for the last
Why
one.
did they,
I don't know.
they really, Lock was,
Is that Mara?
yes.
Look at her go.
What skin will it be? I guess they will plan it out, huh?
Yeah.
That was great. Alright, everyone, I think we'll be signing off. That marks the end of M5.
We still have work tomorrow.
Yep. But hope you enjoyed the stream as much as we did.
The balloon.
The balloon is still here. Oh, hi. It's KL.
M6 will be coming. I sure hope that we can grow a lot more as a region by then. The last time we see cinematic.
The very last time. Onyx has fallen.
Feels bad for them. Truly a lot of ups and downs we've had this time around.
I guess we'll see you guys on the next stream. Maybe it'll be for the Kohai C Championship. Who knows? See you later.
Thanks for coming by, Peeves.
Thanks for watching.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
See y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.